to the Gfinity Arena and welcome along to the Gfinity Elite Series Street Fighter 5 delivered by Domino. Now, it's very interesting because we've joined the last week of the regular season and all of these teams are now trying to cement a place in the playoffs. And
that's right, Tom. Over the next 4 hours, we're going to be bringing you 4 matches that will decide the championship and ultimately which team will be lifting the Season 4 Street Fighter 5 trophy.
Yes, now, importantly
Tom, I'll tell you what, mate. Why don't you just go have a break for a minute? I've got this next segment. We've got this, right, guys? Just chill, bro. You got this. See you in a bit. Well, guys, we're going to go head up to the touchscreen right now because I want to introduce you to one of my friends. No, one of my close friends. And he is the best in the business when it comes down to analysing the best Street Fighter 5 rounds, knockouts, you name it. Whatever you see this evening, he's got it. He knows. And I've heard that he might just be better than Logan. So I'm going to head over here because I've got my boy, F-Word, right up here on the touchscreen with me. Bro, welcome. How are you?
Better than Logan.
Oh. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it a lot. Okay. Anyway, how are you, mate?
Good, man. Good. Loving it. Loving it.
It's another week, bro. Another week. I'm so excited.
It's a really tense one this week, isn't it? Because it's on the line for some of these guys, and it really does matter what happens today, doesn't it?
It really is all to play for right now. But before we get into this evening, let's take a look at the results from last week and just see exactly where we're standing right now. Oh, XL. I mean, that was just such a shocker for Team Vitality. Those XL boys were really on point.
Cruising.
They really were.
Cruising. They're in a great position now, guaranteed qualified because of the head-to-head rule. So I don't even know if they're going to have their full squad today. They can take the week off if they needed to.
Absolutely. Did anything else sort of grab your attention last week?
Yeah, I think Reason made a good run for it against Method. You know, they've got a pretty decent squad. They're out of there. I'm looking forward to seeing them still try and get some pride this week. Fnatic, Nordovin, man, that was a game. You know, Salty Kid pulled it out when it really mattered.
We also saw that Nordovin were human, actually.
Yeah.
You know,
Phenom finally losing a game. Yeah. 13-1, still the most ridiculous record here. But
he's got to be a pretty salty kid after that one, right?
But it's nice, Lottie. On fire.
Well, let's have a look at our squad of the week last week. Of course, it's the Epsilon boys. Now, they're not here this week, but they're going to be watching at home because they're going to want to see Hashtag and the Army fall if they're going to be in a chance in the playoffs.
Exactly.
I mean, and also another thing that we did see last week is the emotions from Issam coming through as well because he got a little bit mouthy on the stage, didn't he? He was looking at Nort and he wasn't having any of it.
I think there was a bit of pent-up frustration there against Nort. Nort actually sent him to losers bracket at EGX and then eliminated him in the same tournament. So then to see Nort taunt his homie as he landed that Aegis, it just really hit them. So when he got Nort back, he was guaranteed to pop off, which he did. So
he definitely did. But he, explained afterwards. He said, it was the way I was feeling, and he cares about his team, and that's what we want to see. That
we love to see that. These guys did a good job. They've given themselves a fighting chance. They'll be sitting at home. It's out of their hands now. They need the luck to go their way. We'll see what happens tonight.
Well, should we have a look at who our MVP was for last week? Because I know you guys have also been thinking about that too. And of course, it is your boy. I'm still the daddy. He was looking really good. It's our second MVP of the season, and he actually beat Pozzesto twice and Vega Patch. He's looking on form right now as well. He seems to be the powerhouse of this Method roster. Would you agree?
Seems to be generous,
It is, actually.
Pax, what do you reckon, mate? Yeah, I think Pax agrees. I'm still a daddy is definitely the most difficult person to beat in this team right now. Has a lot to do with that character archetype. It's very difficult to get through, but make no mistake, he knows how to utilise the tools and he's earning every win he's getting. Right now, if you want to beat Method, you need to find a way to take this guy down.
100%. Well, let's take a look at what we've got coming up tonight, because really this is what we're here for. So we've got Reason Gaming coming up first against XL, then Nordovin versus the Army, Hashtag takes on Fnatic, and to end the night, we've got Vitality versus Envy. We're going to see our boy Mr. Crimson in his white jeans maybe. I'm just having a look in the audience. I can't see him yet, but I hope they are coming out. Looking at that, anything you're looking forward to?
Yeah, I think, that the French collision is going to be very interesting. Those guys are both in an interesting position now. Of course, Nordovin pretty much solidified if they can get 1 point. So I really want to see how this one goes down with that group in concern. Hashtag Fnatic and Asus ROG Nordovin is huge. Now, very unfortunate for Asus ROG that Nordovin have not fully qualified because there's a small chance they might have brought out a weaker team had they been in qualification position, but they need a point to guarantee that they get that first place and go straight to the semi-final. Because of that, the killers are here, and it's going to make it very hard for Asus Rock, who need that win. Epsilon going to be watching those two matches very closely too, because they need hashtag to lose, and like you said, they need Asus Rock to lose.
100%, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to see whether Nordavin come back a little bit stronger this week after a couple of hiccups that we did see last time. I'll be interested to see whether they're out for blood tonight to really show us exactly what they can do going into the playoffs.
I'd like to think they would be, but I've got a feeling that Finnon might have taken the evening off though.
Really?
Yeah, I saw him in his normal clothes. Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Eating a very horrible Norwegian kebab, which I know they're big fans of out there. So yeah, I don't know. He might be taking a week off. Maybe Veggie steps up and does the business.
Maybe he does. Maybe he does. Well, 4 weeks of group play have brought us to this very moment, and now it's a race to the playoffs. But the question is, who wants it the most?
To the semi-finals.
This could be it! Oh, he wants to burn it!
No! Shit's ready!
Oh, is he going to get the first win? And he does! Oh, my God! No! Dancing on ice. Bang! Oh, beautiful shot from Nathan Claw. Wow! Oh, he did it again! Oh, what are you flexing for, my friend? Rush on the stage! Throw in the towel! What's going on? Wow! That's not like this!
Wow, here we are then. Week 6, loving it, the Elite Series. Bit odd though to start the show. Normally I start it off, but I've been upstaged by Lottie, but you know what I mean. We're part of a team, we're one big family, and joining me on the desk, a debut for the one and only Mr. Pax, Team Method, and of course, a regular face here and giving his views on everything Jammers. I'm going to start with you, Jammers. This is really the crunch point now when we get down to it, because teams could be going out of the competition.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the penultimate week of the season. You know, there's points on the line, qualification spots on the line. I know for a reason they're out, but they're still playing here for pride, so it'll be interesting. I think a couple of teams have had team roster switch-ups, so it'll be interesting to see that tonight.
Yeah, now Pax, the debut, the big one.
How you doing?
I'm very well. I'm excited about Method because, as we'll find out when we look at the groups, Method got 1 foot in that playoff door, 1 foot. What does it feel like knowing that you're not playing tonight and you're watching how the results go?
Oh, it's just how it goes, really. It's kind of our own fault for being put in that position. So next time, if we don't get the luck of the draw, for example, we just have to make sure we win all our games so we don't be put in this position again. But yeah, it's down to Vitalia and Envious, and depending on what scores and who wins and how much buy and all that stuff, whether we qualify for the playoffs or not.
Yeah, well, I mean, looking at this of the teams, Group A, Group B, as you can see, Excel are through, so are Team Vitality, definitely guaranteed for the playoffs, as well as Group B and Fnatic yourself. So you are currently sitting in that situation and position where Reason are out, as you can see, because they're slightly shaded out, but Team MB have that chance to overtake you and other results go your favour. But is that kind of, when you started this season, Season 4, did you have ambitions? You wanted to be top, getting through to the semi-finals automatically?
We haven't actually got to the playoffs ever, despite our teams being pretty good. So we just aimed for that, really. So to be in this position is pretty good for us, and it's a bit of a boost for us anyway. We still want to get in, as everyone would want to, but it's out of our hands now, so you can only hope.
Yeah, well, I'm looking forward to you breaking down everything that we see tonight in the games. And Jammers as well, when we go through to that playoff bracket, when we actually get to next week, it's going to be brilliant. Quarter-final, semi-final, final, all on one night. This is how it stands at the moment. You've got Excel already into the semi-final. But we are waiting for Group B's finalist winner to be decided. And this really does hot up now for knowing. Now, there are so many permutations. I'm not even going to break them down because you've got an idea of what happens. But I think what we're going to do tonight is take every match by match and keep you guys updated for what that means and how that affects the groups. But I do want to talk about some of the star players that have really stood out for us. Arisia makes her official competitive debut tonight. And I've been very excited to see her in the Excel roster.
I mean, it's great to see that she gets to play. She's got a competent cami. But I want everyone to see her showcase her skills on the main stage, and hopefully that she gets her Excel main team of Brian, Hurricane and Infectious, makes them happy. And as well, having AD Terminal one step later there as well.
Yeah, and indeed. And these are the players to watch for you guys. So there's 3 others that will add to that mix. So you've got Arisia, you've got Phenom, you've got Nort, you've got TKR. Now, I love Death Word pointing out that he's better than Logan and paid Lottie to say that. We all saw that. But Phenom, he is mortal. That's quite an interesting thing at this stage in the season where he got that first game loss last week.
Well, I mean, he's not entirely invincible. He can make mistakes, we're all human, but obviously that was a clear indication of last week. Courtesy to Akainu for getting that win as well. Let us not discredit the player there. But he's probably not going to let that happen again. Like I said in the interview last week, I felt it was like that because he was a little bit disrespectful in his play style throughout last week. So he'll hopefully iron out those mistakes, get a win tonight.
Indeed, and TKR and Nort also players to watch tonight for various reasons. Listen, if you are watching and you were watching us last week, you might have heard us mention that we were following that man, TKR, around with a camera for a special VT that we'll be bringing you later today. Now, I've been told that you're allowed to give you a sneaky little peek at it though, so let's take a look right now.
Infectious. Take a look. I have 5 pounds. We have to win this week.
That's a good start.
Drop.
Oh, what a character. Love him around the Gfinity Arena. There's going to be a full video of that on the way, so look out for that. Now, a quick question that we have put on our Twitter at Gfinity, a little poll for you guys to get involved in, as who will win the Battle of the Beret? Do you think it's going to be Team Vitality or B, Team Envy? Get involved. Poll is on our Twitter at Gfinity. Right then, time to kick things off on this very special night of Street Fighter action. First on the fight card, we have the Reason Gaming roster with nothing but their pride to fight for against an unfamiliar-looking Excel lineup that have their own point to prove.
Oh, and he gets it! Wow! That was wild! Mega punch!
I don't think anyone can catch them.
Oh, no, he dashed into it!
That is humongous. What a performance!
There you go. First match. This is going to be an exciting one. Listen, I want to talk about those Reason boys. Now, something that Killer 7 has said to me several different times is why we kept being called the underdogs, because we haven't been 4-0'd at any point in the season. Remember that was that week, Jammers, where it was a 4-0 clean sweep?
They weren't there.
They weren't there. So
there.
how are they the underdogs? And you look at that lineup, Bolt Strike, Killer 7, King Nasher comes in for his debut in season 4. Yeah, and I'm looking at that picture. Why is Bolt Strike so small compared to Killer 7, King Nasher?
Because they are pretty big.
They are pretty big guys. But listen, what do you make of this Reason lineup?
Well, they got Bolt Strike, the main man, I think. He's probably the most on-form player in London right now, obviously outside of Problem X. So he's basically a good addition. He couldn't play for the last few weeks because of maybe work, I think that was.
Yeah.
But he's probably the most on-form player, so that's a good start. Killer 7, the teacher, plays Kuma, top tier. And he's obviously a very competent player as well. And King Nasher, I know he plays 2 random characters, Armika and Laura.
He's versatile in that sense. He's got like 4 characters, but I don't even think he knows who he makes.
He plays Armika and Laura, so he can definitely roll the dice and take you out like that.
Yeah.
So.
Am I wrong in thinking that Bolt Strike's going to join Capcom Cup?
He's going to the last chance qualifier, courtesy of WSO Logan, flying him out. He just has to take care of his accommodation, but there is a Vega player, and like Pac said, one of the most on-form players in London going to the finals.
Now, Jammers, we have watched Reason, and I'm not calling them the underdogs, but we have definitely enjoyed watching them because they've had some spirited performances. And I remember that game against Envy, week 1, week 5. They've been impressive at times. They just haven't been able to get over the line.
Underdogs, people's champ, whatever you want to call them, they're entertaining to watch, but they just haven't been able to deliver the results. And this is a results business because look, we're trying to look at qualifications here, and they're not in the running. So at this point in time, they're just playing for pride. Hence why you see a complete roster change. I mean, it's not a bad squad. I think this has been their strongest squad in terms of players this season. But I don't know what deliberations happened in the back, but throughout the season. They just haven't been able to accumulate those points they need.
Oh, it just got cut off there. The beautiful Mount Vega patch. It was coming up, and it's just a little teaser. He didn't know quite.
He looked like a Pokemon trainer.
He did indeed. Listen, now, last week, I don't know if you were obviously playing last week, Pax, but don't know if you heard XL. They basically had a little interview, and they said this.
Love it. Will you be here next week?
Of course, they need to keep fresh. I mean, obviously there could be a gap week, but then we're not as fresh for the following week, so it's all about keeping on form.
You're on right now. Are you sending a message to other teams right now, Infectious?
Well, that's what we wanted to do. We planned to come back stronger than ever before, and thankfully we've been fortunate enough to perform really well. We've worked hard, and it seems to be paying off. So, like Brian said, there's no resting. We should go into next week looking to put on a strong performance.
There's no resting, except they are resting this week. That's basically the point I'm trying to make there. Last week they said it's going to be the strongest lineup. Is this going to be detrimental to them? Because when they do come back for the semi-finals, they won't have had this week. What do you make of that, Pax?
They'll be fine because they're resting, as in not coming here, but they're definitely playing the game. Okay. I see Infectious online all the time. I see Hurricane online all the time. I see Brian online all the time. They're definitely playing, and they're probably discussing strategies and things like that, and they're probably watching.
Yeah.
So,
but it's different though. A LAN tournament like this compared to playing online, it's very different. And so, but I suppose they've been pretty ferocious this season. So, but I mean, but it does in terms of like a roster. You've got AD Terminal comes in, One Step Laird comes in, get some vital LAN experience that could prove quite important for them later on.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a beneficial situation for them in a strategical sense because the main boys aren't here, the drafts get to play a bit, and it's like, look, AD Terminal actually was part of the team that won Red Bull Pit, so they're not really shying away too much in terms of skill level, and Arisia and One Step Laird are competent players. Hopefully they'll be able to showcase their skills without being nervous on the stage. Yeah. That's all it is, really.
Okay, now, Domino's, we do the Domino's Predictor, okay? So on our Twitter, you will find it. Basically, they said, if XL wins 4-0, 10 of you win £20 Domino's UK vouchers. That seems a little bit harsh now to say that about Reason. Do you reckon they were expecting the strongest XL lineup? Because that sounds like, you know, people are not going to get that voucher tonight. But
Domino's were probably expecting it, probably why they're giving out the vouchers, but it might be a 4-2. It might be a 4-2 XL, unless Reason will pull a rabbit out of the hat and completely win this, because they've got nothing to lose now, so they can literally throw everything in the kitchen sink at XL. And it's not their main lineup, so these guys actually might fall for the tactics.
What do you make of these players like Arisia, AD Terminal, One Step Laird, Pax?
I think they're all very good. Once again, Arisia plays, I haven't seen her play a lot, but she plays Cammy, who's basically one of the stronger characters in the game. So just from that alone, you're a threat. I know One Step Laird, he plays my old character, Karen. He's a very good Karen player. He's vastly improved from like the last few years that I played him. And AD Terminal, he blew up on one of the winner stays on when he used to be at Belong.
Oh yeah, this was ages
ago. When he used to be at Belong, he got like, I don't know, a third or something. So he blew up from then, and he's just been a great player from then. So I think this roster's pretty good.
Okay, this is going to be a juicy contest then. So, right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to it. Simply, let's welcome the players out and let's find out how the lineups have gone tonight. For Reason, we have Bolt Strike, Killer 7 and King Nasher. Lovely to have Reason Boys back in the building. Killer 7, make some noise. There he is. Right, opponents today for XL, we have AD Terminal, Arisia, and One Step Laird. Here we go then. Let me come straight over to this main man. Capcom, what's going on? Last chance qualifiers.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how I've done it, honestly. But I think in all
Ever
honesty,
the modest man. I love that. Humble.
Look, to be honest, I think I'm playing probably the best Street Fighter I've played ever, really. So I'm feeling confident, and I've got confidence in the boys. I think we can pull this one out.
Yeah, and lovely to see King Nasher back again. What's been going on? Where have you been? You've been rooting for these boys. We've seen you at the Gfinity Arena week in, week out. Now you get to show what you've been doing behind the scenes.
Yeah, I've just been playing, grinding it out, and I'm back.
Yeah, okay. And wearing a hat indoors. What's going on, Killer 7? Is that how deadly you are tonight?
No, I don't want to blind everyone. You see, look.
Boom!
Oh, look at that shiny. No, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, these guys should be beating me because let's be honest, Tom, I'm a married man. I'm a school teacher. Like, I'm not banging out 24/7 like these guys streaming all day. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just amazing, so it's all good.
I'm loving the creps. I'm loving those kicks, man. Those are some heavy kicks. Right, coming over here, getting a bit of angst there from your main man Pax and Jammers. Eddie Terminal, talk to me about this XL lineup change. You're getting up a competitive game. It was only a couple of weeks ago we got to see this trio work, but now on the main thing, possibly giving XL even more points.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, as far as I'm aware, this match neither team has anything to gain or to lose. So I'm glad to see that both teams have brought out sort of the people who haven't played so much this season. And apart from different from the mid-season special, there's no funny rules this time. So I think we're going to stomp them this time, I think.
Okay, and I got to say, your hair is smelling beautiful. I'm just going to say that, man. I'm just putting it out there. Let's find out how the lineups go tonight. Let's see who is fighting who. Bolt Strike will be taking on AD Terminal. First game, Killer 7 will be taking on Arisia. Then King Nasher versus One Step Layered. Then what's this? Killer 7 back in, One Step Layered again. And then we'll have Bolt Strike versus AD Terminal. Then Killer 7 versus One Step Layered. And then Bolt Strike versus AD Terminal. That is how the lineups are going. So I'm going to come straight over to my main man, Bolt Strike. What do you make of your lineups tonight?
Well, I think we're strong. I really do. I know these two have been putting in the work, and to be honest, I'm confident against anyone I go up against. So bring them on.
Okay, we'll come back with one question. One Step Layered. We know what you can do. We've seen you putting out some damage. So what do you reckon for your matchups tonight?
I've signed a non-disclosure agreement, so I can't say too much.
Wow.
But
pulling out the contract.
From what we gather, we're going to do pretty well.
Okay, listen, I'm looking forward to it. Best of luck to you. Arisia, bon chance. You can head up there for you, and Reason, off you go. So there you go. There are the matchups. Killer 7 has got a very shiny head. If he takes that hat off, anything could happen. Jammers can't win.
We need to say something, because Killer 7 said he's married and a school teacher. Who else is married and is actually a doctor on the same team and is grinding out the game? Killer 7 ain't got no excuses.
Okay, and what did you say, Pax? You remember what I said? Is that what you said?
I said to Killer 7, yeah. I gave him a little tip.
Yeah, is that it?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you guys.
You'll see
What is it with this non-disclosures?
I can't do it.
Non-disclosures?
I can't do it.
All right, talk to me about these matchups. You've got Bolt Strike versus AD Terminal to start, Killer 7 then versus Arisia, and then King Nasher versus One Step Layered. Now, what do you make of this King Nasher coming back into it? Is it the right time for him?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Simply because, again, like I was saying before, to reiterate, he's got a multitude of characters under his belt. He's a versatile player, but I don't know if he's confident bringing out any of them on a stage like this. Like Pax said, he's got Mika and Laura. He's even got a little bit of a guile, so any of them could do well in the first one. Yeah, see? You didn't even know that. But I don't know if he's going to be, in between a rock and a hard place in terms of what to pick against One Step Layered, because he's already ready to go. He's got Karen. He's like, give me whatever character you want. I'm ready to beat you. Simple as that.
Okay. What about yourself, Pax? If you're going to predict this one and looking at that matchups, character versus character.
I like in the first 3 games. Jam was just saying I like it to be 2-1 to XL. But I think after that they can make a comeback. But I see it going the whole journey. I think going all the way to the 4-3.
That might actually happen.
Okay.
I see it going to 4-3.
Wow, okay, and don't forget, on our Twitter, get involved at Gfinity. Obviously, Domino's giving you the chance. If XL get a 4-0, 10 people win a £20 UK voucher. Thank you very much. Now, just behind me, over there in the commentators area, F-Word and Logan. Logan, lovely to have you on board. First time we've been able to say hello. I don't know if you saw what happened with F-Word and Lottie. There was a payment that went down.
It wasn't a payment. What are you talking about, mate? Well, it's the handshake. It's the handshake.
Oh, sorry. I've got it wrong. Okay, I'm sorry, F-Word. What do you reckon for this matchup
He's got a lot of money to spend now that he signed that Different Yay single. Well done, mate. Congratulations. Well done.
He's a good-looking guy. I guess that's me. If you want to call that me out, no
It's going to be an interesting one. Obviously, they're playing for honour and respect and pride today. But yeah, they're going to run out to a couple of new players. It's going to be interesting. I think still XL have got the stronger squad of the two. Bolt Strike, of course, is the danger man for a reason. But I think we're going to be surprised by One Step Layered as well. He hasn't really had an opportunity to shine. Well, none of these players on the XL team have had an opportunity to shine so far because they have the most
AD Terminal did,
stable,
but not here, right?
Not here in the Elite Series. They have the most stable lineup I think, of all time.
I think across all the games in Elite Series history, easily. This is probably
They have
the
the most
first time we're
consistent.
seeing them whip out in a competitive match a team other than the one we always see.
There has been instances where they've had to bring in replacements due to sort of travel and issues like that, and work commitments. But without a doubt, they've got the most consistent starting three, which of course is Infectious, Brian, and Hurricane, who's here in the crowd to watch.
So let's take a look at this Reason Gaming squad. I mean, for me, looking at the way the matchups have lined up, they've got their star-studded player going first there, Bolt Strike. For me, even though Vega Patch is very solid, if you go by recent form, he won Winner Stays On, your event, just last week, got to be the strongest player on this Reason roster. Now, for some reason, he's been kind of limited in terms of appearance in this. I think they might have lost the coin toss. So here he is going first. This match is absolutely vital because for me, One Step Layered takes both of his games. So you really want to make sure your team is in a good position to recover from what I think could potentially happen. If he loses this, it could, in my opinion,
both know
it could be the
how
entire
dangerous
set.
AD Terminal can be.
Exactly.
Explosive Urian.
Very important first match here for Reason. If they want to get that, they did it last season, didn't they? They got the win to get everyone cheering. They need that win. We want to cheer them on. We want to see them go through. Excel already qualified, but at the same time, like you said, there's a lot to play here for these guys as well.
Okay, here we go. First game.
Oh, what's happening there?
Button checks.
What's all that about?
Well, button checks.
All right, while they're doing a button check, let's give a massive shout out to Damascus and Tyrant over in DreamHack right now, covering the Dragon Ball Saga event. I wore this shirt as a tribute to them, you know.
A bit of love between the two communities.
For the Mandem. Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, loving it. The little magic between the two.
There's a lot of great stuff going on in Europe for FGC this weekend.
Big time, big time.
Of course, it all comes down to this, the final week of the Elite Series regular season, playoffs next week. We're going to get into this first game now that I believe everyone is ready and set up to go. So it's going to be Bolt Strike, AD Terminal, setting pace here to see who
There's
can get
that
the
order
edge.
again. Look, just looking at it for myself, it is a very important. As you see, honestly,
I think the pivotal.
I'm a big fan of Killer 7 Iris.
I really think that second game's the pivotal one. Yeah.
Iris is actually she's pretty solid. I really feel. I don't know how much Killer 7's been playing. That's the important question here. Has he been practicing? Is his Akuma on point? Does he still play Akuma? I don't know. I haven't seen the guy play. But Irissa, you know, she can do damage, man. So, you know, that's where I feel like the best chance to get a game on the board is this match here against AD Terminal. But even having said that, though, I mean, arguably the best player on this squad right now for XL is AD Terminal. So it's not exactly an easy match for Bolt Strike.
Yeah, well, he's playing three. They're actually playing each other 3 times in the same fixture. So
it's just if they can get there, which I think they can. But if he loses this match, Bolt Strike, there's a strong chance they don't get to that 5th game where he gets to play again. So he really needs to win this one to guarantee that that's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, like we said, not many points on the line, but still very exciting for these guys. These breakout players, AD Terminal, Arisa, One Step Layered. And of course, you know, King Nashor, I haven't seen that guy for a while, have we? Coming through here, getting a chance to shine. Only playing the one time there against One Step Layered. And I actually did a small segment on One Step Layered before we started the season about how much he's improved. He's a guy I play a ton online.
Okay.
And, you know, being a guy who's like, it's kind of sad to say, I'm quite average at the game. All right, I admit it. It is quite...
I'd love to be average at the game. It'd be wonderful.
It's quite interesting seeing as these guys slowly pull away from you and start beating you from the days when you were beating them. Great improvement there. But hey, the match is on. There we go. In that classic Gil costume is AD Terminal. Takes the first step forward towards Bolt Strike. Noise in the crowd already for Reason Gaming. Winning the ground war right now. Good
Nice
punish
punish
on that. Oh, ended up behind. Wasn't expecting it. Resets it.
Seen that V skill quite a lot.
Yeah, it's a really good poke. Very difficult to deal with. Covers a ton of range as well.
And right now, this is pretty much all just come from Bolt Strike poking away. Nice block.
Cross up. Wow, just walks up and gets thrown. AD Terminal's got to find a comeback here. He's done this many times though.
He's going to activate.
Block. No big trigger. E-reversal, sorry. Got to take it. What's it going to be? Blocks it all out. Great defense from Bolt Strike.
Out of it. He's going to close it out. He's going to drop.
Ultimate defense from Bolt Strike. Not intimidated at all. Knew exactly what his opponent was looking for. Managed to close that one out with a clever walk back into the target combo.
Away straight away with punishes
he thought he was
on
going to get
deck.
the X. Just didn't have the X bar, did he? Very close, Logan. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Why does that always cross counter? I mean, you get hit by a fist and you do a slide. I just don't know. I don't get it. Talent.
Nice juggle. Takes him all the way to the corner. Looking for a throw bait. Nothing comes.
Just can't really get his game going here. You tell me, but Hellfire is pretty even. Gets an opening here in the corner. Oh, gets given over.
Oh, no.
Just as I said it, commentator's curse. Big damage incoming. One more gets the stun. Stayed in front.
Oh, he didn't cancel.
Cancel. Big trigger.
Of course it cross counters again. Now, Boltstrike has all the resources he needs to get the kill.
He's got to be careful doing that fierce punch as well. That is punishable by V-Trigger. Not sure if he knows that. Oh, he cancels it to make it safe.
Must have heard you.
Oh, he thought it was the fierce. It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Oh, red
oh, they're blocking it open. He's blocking everything and he's out of there as well. And that is 2 V-Triggers. Wow!
Bolty. Bolty.
Oh!
Don't poke me, says AD Terminal. Get off me.
If in doubt, the EX headbutt comes out.
One round apiece. That round that was looking good for Boltstrike.
Yeah, he's done so well mitigating the V-Trigger. I don't think he's got any damage at all off the V-Trigger.
Oh, the raw slide gets punished.
Oh,
that
gets
beats
caught.
The fun, gets caught out. Big damage as well. The headbutt hop to link it.
And the corner carry is a big deal here also.
Big trouble here. Nice jump. Counter hit. What's he pressing? Oh my God, where is that? Oh, missed this EX. Beautiful anti-air. That was disgusting. I went in front and went behind.
That did not say cross-up.
Oh, we didn't cancel it. Why?
Greedy.
Gets away with a wake-up back throw.
They've both got the resources here.
No, here it is.
He has to save it. Oh, the air-to-air.
Oh, this is tense. Such an important match. Activates no
He's
mirror
got
wrestle. He's got to block this out.
Is it going to be third time lucky for AD Terminal? The throw set!
No, he just missed the critical. No! The defense was perfect, but the offense wasn't.
Defense was impeccable from Boltstrike. That's why he's so difficult to beat, but in the end, it was the conversions that let him down. Drop combos.
Oh,
Woo.
wow. And look at that, AD Terminal absolutely loving it. Smiles on the faces of all the players here as they go 1-0 up, and that is a big, big win in
Let's
this
look
set.
at some of these key moments
For
here. Nice anti-air with the V-Trigger.
Yeah,
And
he
again-
weathered the storms of those Aegis setups every time.
Yeah,
on block.
walking out of the throw range and getting the whiff punish there.
Also very important not to get hit on activation because, you know, he's got the chance to block it out because he's blocked the activation
Yes.
in the first place. But AD Terminal really persistent. Just stayed on it. Only activating when his opponent doesn't have the V reversal.
That was an incredible sequence, and they're even to be aware enough to walk up and get the throw attempt, but
just let it
he
fly.
just got caught
And look at
walking
this.
forward.
He's got the critical out here, Logan. He's actually won. He defends so well.
Yeah,
There's
he
the
gets
jab
the
interruption.
jab.
Just missed the roll into the critical ups.
So he didn't actually get the cancel off the jab, the second
No,
jab.
just come out,
He
yeah.
came out afterwards.
And of course, because it whiffed completely, the super wasn't going to come out anyway, you know, and if it did, he would have blocked and died anyway. That is a great result for AD Terminal and a massive blow to Reason.
So as you said, that was a key opening game that you felt Boltstrike really needed to win for Reason. AD Terminal get the job done though, pulling XO ahead. Is it going to be a clean sweep? You felt like XO were capable of winning these next 3 games back to back to back.
I feel like they have the edge in all matches. I think they're more active in each of the matchups that we see. But do not count out the one and only Mr. Masood. He's got the whiteboard with him. He is practiced. He's up against the only female representative in the whole of the Elite Series, by the way, Arisha. I believe this might be her debut match in a competitive setting, actually. I know she played in a exhibition game a few weeks ago. Great to see her actually competing. She has a very, very nasty cami, man. She will get you and she will stay on you and she will kill you very quickly. If Killer 7 isn't ready for some of the tactics she's going to employ, it could be a very short match. So he's got to be prepared. He's got to be warm. She's a fast starter as well, by the way. She doesn't waste time. Often starting rounds with forward dashes and forward jumps. No respect until earned. Don't be fooled by her friendly face. She is a killer in the game. Just setting up here. Is Killer 7.
So he is still using Akuma. It's going to be Akuma Kami, which is a matchup I feel I've seen 8 million times this season.
Yeah, a very common matchup. Not only at the Elite Series, but far beyond it as well, Logan. Rightfully pointed out. I think the player, two characters occupying that top 3, the top 1 spot easily. So you get to see them quite a lot, especially Cammy. She's everywhere. Here we go. Really important match now because one step layered on after this, and he is in emphatic form online. He gets 2 matches in a row, so it's very important if Killer 7 can get his team 1 back here. Well, there's a chance that Boltstrike will get a chance to play. Nice counter hit confirmed.
Conversion, double knees.
Counter hit again. Didn't convert though. It's a good sign there, the fact that he's landed that and converted with punishes. Mr. Masood.
Mad stun racking up as well.
Frame kills. Oh, he tried to parry, didn't he? Hey, he's on form. He's on form. I jinxed it. Why did I say anything? Why did I say anything? Silly me. The crowd going crazy for Iris
He
now.
considered it again now. I saw him flinch.
Nice jump out.
Nice.
Oh, misses with
the frame track.
The whip on purpose. The whip on purpose to set up. Oh, press buttons. Yo, Killer 7.
Arisa poking away with that medium kick.
Dare I say, he looks a bit better than even he did before. He was decent then when he took out Cox, but I wake up DP. I need to stop complimenting him. Every time I do something goes horribly wrong. Massive damage there for Irisa. Wants that throw. He's not taking that bait. Activates. Blocked. Oh.
Takes a turn.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
Tried to get underneath that. I don't know if she... What is EX spiral arrow under there for some reason?
Bro. Oh! She's a big danger here. Oh, missed his overhead.
Another mistimed meaty.
Oh, the throw worked. Counter hit confirmed. Activates, didn't convert.
Oh, just let it go.
Killer 7.
Let it go.
Oh, say no more.
Oh, the board's coming out. What's it say?
For Key. Silence. Oh, the French crowd.
En silence.
Put in their place. Mr. Masood has spoken. Silence.
Quiet, please, class.
Stop your noise. Arrête. He knows what's going on here. Killer 7 with a very composed and very convincing, I must say.
Let's take a look back at that. That was a very impressive performance. Misses the meaty, but he gets the counter hit anyway, because if in doubt, press your medium button.
This, I thought she was going to DP here. Went for the meaty throw. Goes in again. That backdash just landed right into the...
Another missed meaty.
Look at Shimmy fell.
He's still got V-trigger here.
She actually had activation to dead there. She didn't commit off the counter hit jab. As soon as you see that counter hit jab, you commit to your counter.
And that's two drop conversions that have cost.
Just let the DP for either side. I love the fact that he wasn't deterred from that DP being blocked earlier as well, Logan. Very important to be stubborn and stick to your guns. Arisa just couldn't believe he let it fly. Un pif paisi.
It's a very good read though, because in those instances in which you drop a conversion and you're plus, you're not going to want to give that turn up. Like, I've already dropped the combo for the win in that round, but I'm plus, so I'm going to press something again. He let go. That DP, of course, is invincible in V-trigger. He had bar anyway, even if he wasn't in V-trigger. And obviously, doesn't care about plus frames.
I think he's won over the French crowd there. You see TKR giving him some love. Killer 7 winning some fans there, and look at that, he's returning the love.
Putting on an interesting performance in the crowd, as always.
I mean, these guys are obviously supporting Irisa. She's a French player, has a lot of French support here, but they respect talent when they see it, and Killer 7 demonstrating exactly
So stepping up
that.
now is a player that we haven't really spoken about before. He's making his debut for Reason as well. Nashor, King Nashor to you. He's gone up
Is he
against
not one
one
of the
step
original
later.
Reason players? I feel like I've seen him in that kit before.
Yeah, he has. I think he's been on the squad.
Debut this season, you mean, yeah?
Well, yeah, debut this season 4 of the Elite Series.
Yes, I believe it is. He's not been featured at all. I've not even seen him on the sidelines, really. I haven't seen him playing online at all. But one step later is a guy I've seen a ton of. Very active, very practiced, very solid carrying player. And he will be looking to do as much damage as he can here. But this set has just become very interesting now, because we've got a guaranteed bolt strike to play again. We've got this double one-step layered set here. As he takes on King Nashor first.
Yep. Command grab off of a negative command dash early doors.
Love that block stun reduction on that jump light for the instant throw. Also in the corner, that beautiful stand medium kick. Has to watch out for sudden dashes. A little delay there. One step layer, very composed. The only criticism I have of his play is he can be very passive sometimes. Players will overextend against him and get away with it. Reversal straight away.
Nice with punish.
Confirmed. Range on that crouch medium, so deceiving Logan.
Oh! That's gonna hurt.
Big damage.
Yeah,
and a meaty throw to take it. That's what one step layer does. He gets going, and he will finish you off quite quickly.
Karen's still scary when she carries you to the corner.
Oh, big time.
Not as good. Oh, the trade conversion.
Didn't get his juggle though, but it doesn't matter. Massive damage done and momentum.
Poking away, moving low forwards.
Nice trip guard punish.
Oh, that was tricky.
Trust new jump, where you going?
Oh, the V reversal. That was clever.
That was a. I don't think that grab could have ever worked because Bible was there. But anyway.
Yeah, they've been blocked stuff.
Reversal again. This time he blocked it though, doesn't Ashore. And another grab. He's going in right now. Backs away, doesn't go in. Slowed it down. Looking to activate now. There it is. It's V-trigger one every time from one step layered. In the corner. Has to be careful, Nashore.
Oh, that's going to be it.
I think he could be dead.
She's definitely dead.
It's only 2 hits into it.
That is definitely dead.
One step layered.
That does like 4 builds. Minimum.
Puts XL back in the driver's seat here. And he can stay seated as that is one.
That is one step completed.
Exactly.
For one step layered. Thank you, I'll be here all night.
XL, Hurricane observing closely there and carefully. Checking to make sure his place is still secure there as last time he wasn't needed, his team
got a really
went on to
strong
win a
squad
tournament.
that you never get to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, should the entire XL team come down with food poisoning next week?
It's a pretty exciting time for the XL squad as well. Securing
And of course,
investment recently as well.
It's the end of the season. Next week, one more week.
Yep.
These players will want to be playing either for a renewed contract next year or to be in the shop window for another squad. There are 9 other teams in the Elite Series. If you put on a great performance today, you might get noticed, you might get picked up.
And I think the number
team's going to be looking to make some squads.
Probably ideally was supposed to be maybe 10 as well, so could even go up next season. But as I mentioned, just a massive shout out to XL as well. It's a great time for them. Recently secured some significant investment. Quite a young team, and they're making waves in the esports world, man. And this is another example of it. It's nice to see that for all the teams up and coming. This is the journey you can go on. Now XL very well established. But the next match comes on now.
As you said, one step layered, staying on. Mr. Masood back on. Wants to quiet down this crowd again.
Yep, he does. I mean, he's had a good start. Can he maintain that level of performance? He did look very composed. And there's Jess the Power with his little girl there in the crowd. Of course, he's observing this week. He needs to see
She hasn't
the
seen
results he
herself
needs.
yet. Oh, there she is.
There she goes.
Hiya. Hello.
That's me. Hello.
Hello.
Wonderful support here. This is what it means to these guys for their teams to qualify. It's not just them that want to win, their families, their loved ones too.
Yeah, of course, Jester not playing tonight, but his brother Joker Jokes is in the squad, so coming down to cheer him on as we await Killer 7 to get set up and ready to go. Here we go.
All right. I love the fact that Reason are just enjoying this, aren't they? Look at them. Just loving it. They're 2-1 down.
As we said, they're playing for pride, honor, and respect today. Neither of these, XL's already through, Reason already eliminated.
Let's see if those third strike fundamentals can get him an edge over a guy who's very, very footsie based in the form of one step layered. Mr. Masood steps up, aka Killer 7, to try and deliver a blow to this momentum.
Some impressive footsies in the first game against Arissa. A little bit off with his meaty timings, but other than that, on point. Wasn't really put under any pressure though, to be fair. So we'll see what one step layered can do.
Indeed, yeah.
To get Killer 7 out of his comfort zone. He's in the comfort zone. He's picked his home stage.
Aggressive start there from one step layered. He gets away with that whiff V skill. It'll be worth punishing those. No pressure on him.
Laid heavy kick. Looking for buttons. Nice. Anti-air still works against the delayed dive kick.
Yeah, so good as well. Puts him in a great situation. He's got one anti-air he does where he does the whip palm, and he looks like he's going behind, but she stays in front. It hits every time. Got to be careful jumping on one step layered. Oh, wow, that worked out.
Good awareness to punish that as well.
Gets the activation. Good block.
There we go.
There. Plus,
oh, wow.
Into the throw. Just takes the reset, I guess.
That could have hurt.
It's out of there.
See how Killer 7 can bring this back. He's not got a lot of meter.
Watch your toes. Oh!
No counter hit is what he's looking for. Stayed in front.
Danger.
Deep into the hard knockdown.
He might let fly, Logan.
He's got to be able to.
He
respected it.
Plus.
Oh, where's the parry?
What?
Where was the parry on that V reversal?
The crowd's fierce. That's exactly what you do the red fireball for. The fact that they can't do a reversal to the very last part. Man. Works out
Oh, nice whip punish. And he drops the carry, drops the juggle.
Ow, good confirm. French crowd really behind Killer 7 here. Oh, another perfectly timed jump in. Catches that button whipping. Stun racking up here. Activation here. Nice jab interruption, another jump. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Killer 7 should be able to kill here. Big damage incoming.
And the Tatsu to finish it off.
Man, a very convincing round from Killer 7. Looking very solid here. I mean, he's making a claim if you ask me, Logan. He's looked solid enough to be considered the starting lineup player here for his... Oh, again, he gets the perfect jump in. One step later, pushing buttons at the wrong time. Wow, masses that throw out.
Delay, but it was an instant back throw. Dashes into the fierce.
Another jump, he's scared to anti-air now. Oh, another jump. Gets away with that light kick. He's scared to press buttons because of the air approach.
Oh, they tried to delay the anti-air, but he went to the other side with a slide. The meaty light kick, and again he doesn't get the conversion.
Oh, didn't get the conversion off that trade. That would have been big damage and stun.
Could have supered that.
Fly. This is so tight, Logan. Oh, buttons. Is that it? No. No, one step later with a shimmy for the win. Dash in, dash back. And
I'm pretty sure one step later could have supered that activation. Did fireball V-trigger activation. I'm pretty sure he did, yeah, because then he used the one bar afterwards for the
yeah,
EX
it's a big part of the
dash.
matchup. You definitely can.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Because he wraps it up anyway.
He's done very well there. One step later, he looks in big trouble. Honestly, Killer 7 was running all over him that last round. So many jump-ins were working. I mean, the Shambhala
He was
jumps were just...
really put off from anti-air, and that one time that he tried to anti-air.
You know what was really impressive about it? He should have parried that. And how that worked, I don't know what he was going for. He might have just done an EX, actually.
It is what it is.
It just happened to work out. But it's not only he got put off from anti-airing, the jumps were so well timed, they were catching buttons.
Yes.
And he stopped pressing buttons in neutral. He was scared to press buttons, because every time he pressed the button,
what I see from a lot of other Karens that are aware of those jump-in times is they can walk underneath and punish your landing frames. So there we go. Closes it out in the end, regardless. And job done there from one step later. So the score is now
3-1 to XL. That win was important. I mean, it's the one that we thought. I thought when I saw one step later there, I thought he was going to be in a situation where he'd get his 2 wins. Having said that, it was a lot closer than anticipated.
Let's find out what Hurricane's thinking in the crowd as his team fast approaches a victory. Can they close it out? Lottie, what's he saying?
Thank you so much, fellas. Yep, Hurricane, I mean, we're sat here, we're watching what's going on. I've also got some hashtag lads on my left as well. And it's all going down in this arena tonight because our crowd is amazing. So thank you so much, guys. Keep up the noise. We love this. Absolutely love it. Hurricane, we've got XL on the stage right now, but I notice you're sat here. Do you feel confident in your team?
I'm definitely feeling confident. I had a chat with the subs, not only me, the other mains as well, Infectious Brand, and we were just talking about the lineup. And we do believe a lot on the potential on our players. So I do think that with this lineup that we have on the matchups, we think that we can just take it.
For sure. Now, of course, last week you guys did such a fantastic job against Vitality, and you've got a week off now. Is it nice to have a little bit of a rest before we get into some of the serious matches?
Actually, yes, it is. It gives us just a lot of time to practice a little bit more, have a look on how the opponents are going to be for the upcoming days. And obviously today we're just going to be knowing who is going to be the next opponent. So by the time you have a lot of time to work on the matchups and the opponents.
Amazing. Well, there we go. This is a long-time Elite Series legend, so thank you so much, Hurricane. I'll let you enjoy the rest of the game. Guys on the desk, what have we got coming up next?
Well, it just gets juicier and juicier as Bolt Strike has been given that chance to play thanks to that win from Killer 7 earlier. He's back now and he'll be taking on AD Terminal. If he wins that, he gives Killer 7 a chance to return again and take on What Step Layers for that rematch. And of course, if that goes the way of reason, you then have Bolt Strike versus AD Terminal. But the bottom line is, this is set point, Logan, isn't it?
Yeah, Bolt Strike needs to show some of that best Street Fighter play that he has ever been producing. He needs to produce it right now.
He's in great form at the moment. Had a decent performance last week and had a really good performance at Winner Stays On Sunday. He really needs to replicate that
requesting
form.
some grub. Not sure what he wants.
If ever a time, now's the time, Boltstrike, to keep Reason's chances of salvaging some pride this season alive. And here we go, the run
Oh, we
back.
got costume changes.
Oh, wow. Aggressive start here.
So Boltstrike proved very, very difficult to open up in the first game between these two, but... Oh, nice anti-air against the knee drop.
One jump too many, though. Okay, that's the conversion he was looking for earlier. Good block. Big punishing coming. Don't get the stun here. Oh, he does. He would have liked to reset ideally, but he can try and reset now, probably. Has the corner as well. Oh, he did try.
Went for it.
Just the time in there. Thrown out.
That was a perfectly
Big
spaced
turning
knee
point.
drop. Oh, he thought the overhead was coming.
Counter hit, that should be the round. Critical art incoming.
He doesn't need to spend it. He could have spent a bar, surely, and got
There's
the
a lot of
same.
scale there, Logan. I don't know. You could be right, but you know what? When
I hear you. If in doubt, cash
right?
out.
That's it. Just solidify that round.
I suppose he did have the V-trigger scaling as well.
Especially with the resources on the side of Urian there.
I don't know, I always see these Vega combos, man, where he does 80,000 million% damage.
He does. You know
on a
what?
Wednesday.
It's situational, but he freaking hurts when he does it in those scenarios.
Powerbomb back into the corner.
Oh,
Oh,
what a classic.
headbutt into EX headbutt. You can press buttons on that and it's...
And you can block, yeah, but he pressed the button, it whiffed, then he pressed something else and got counter hit. Just didn't see it coming. Nice interruption. This is a great round from AD Terminal. Oh, he baited
Oh,
it.
that was... I think the button didn't come out. He did the stance change.
Oh, everyone gets caught by that in the corner. A bit confusing as to what all the frames are.
Nice anti-air again.
Backdash gets reset. Tries to go in again.
Oh, no. Just a weird angle.
Matt Boltstrike's defense in these scenarios. The late stagger would have caught him there, but just guessing right every time. The headbutt anti-air. Oh! No meter needed. The most brutal.
The shimmy.
Shimmy punish. Crouch fierce. Ow. Tiniest wall back there to keep that in range. Boltstrike now brings XL to set point here. Looking to complete what will be...
Terminal, mate. AD Terminal.
Sorry, AD Terminal, yeah. What will be a perfect season
He wants
for them.
his credit.
If he gets this, 12 points they'll be sitting on if he wins this. Bait it out.
Again.
Boltstrike needs to make this count. Some momentum here. The safe jump. Come on, grab. +2 on the dash. What's it
Huge
gonna
life
be?
lead.
He's gonna try and run up.
Oh, the command grab's gonna work, and the stun!
He's done it!
How's he gonna be able to kill him? He can't go!
That was brilliant!
If it don't work the first time, just micro walk forward and do it again.
He had to respect the mirror there. Just a tiny little walk forward. Tiny little walk. Get that claw through that mirror. Very interesting finish. Great play from Boltstrike. That's what makes him deadly. Oh, what's he saying?
Respect the bolt.
Oh. Mr. Masoon has spoken again. And he puts his words out before he goes up for his run back here.
Against one step layered. Great performance there from Boltstrike. That time he was able to get the conversions in. He did bait out the headbutts as well. They were a bit too telegraphed.
Yeah, one too many, Logan.
This was a great sequence here because he had V-trigger. He went for the quarrel punch and nothing followed it up other than a walk-up throw. We didn't
You're
see
so
it there and it
committed to
clipped.
trying to react to the block.
Yeah.
It's such a clever time to throw.
There he cashes out on the CA. He does get the conversion that time and does secure the first round.
And it was an important first round because he was then able to close it out. Beautiful anti-air headbutt.
Yeah, that little walk back into the crouch fierce. He does so much damage off that, as you said, didn't even need to use bar. The EX command grab here, and you'll see him, he doesn't want to touch the Aegis. He doesn't want to touch the mirror.
The tiny
He
little
does-
walk forward.
Staying as far away as possible.
That was brilliant, brilliant. He was able to get the kill at the end.
Either that or it was a genius frame kill.
Yeah, right? Just to make sure the mirror timing was there.
Exactly, that's what it is.
Looks like they're trying to clean the board there.
Frantically trying to clean that board off
Get the
because they
next
didn't have
note
a wipe. The fear when you think you may have used a permanent marker on the whiteboard.
I've been there, mate. Especially when you said something a bit cheeky. Somebody get us off, get us off. All right, it's
Wasn't
still,
me, sir.
Still set point here
Back
to
to the
XL.
back of the class.
Hey, Pax could be onto one right here. This could be going to the wire, Logan. He did say
could be.
4-3. Might have been a good call.
Be a good opening game
Very much like that.
if we did go to the 7th. And I would happily watch another Boltstrike AD Terminal match if it comes to it. But One Step Laird can close it out if he beats Killer 7 for a second time.
Yeah, this is a massive game still. Excel still in a great position. If One Step Laird takes this, it is over. And look at the focus on that kid's face. He's ready to do some damage. But his opponent...
Serious business only. He's gone to training stage. Wow, opens up with an overhead at the start of the round. Speed skill, can hit something. Walk back, crouch medium.
Oh, that worked out. No cancel though on the jab.
Yeah, that little micro walk forward.
So deceiving, that range on that crouch medium. You think you can walk back, but you can't. He's got those confirms. He showed he can confirm it. One Step Laird. Yeah, view reversal straight away.
That doesn't want to be at minus frames.
View reversal again. Just not letting him get any moves to go.
Oh, that was a massive jump in. Yeah, spends the 2 bars for a emphatic first round. And again, it is set point to Excel this time at the hands of One Step Laird. Is he going to be able to close it out here?
Sweet, quite close range.
No punish on that. He definitely gets a DP at least.
He's blocking it. No buttons after the negative frames even. Just really relaxed.
And again, we see him try and press buttons after that block hard kick. Medium punch comes out.
Really controlled it.
Oh, he tried to anti. We saw that in their last game.
Yeah, EX not reliable in that situation. He meets him in the air. That's a reliable choice. Loving the adaptation here to the aerial approach. And the button after the whip. Classic Street Fighter
5 footsies.
Big danger.
Huge life lead. He's going to be able to close it out.
The end.
Oh, okay. He's got a guess now. Activation time. He does get his meaty. Good V reversal. No, he didn't get the second fireball. I'm sorry, he didn't get the second medium.
There it is.
I'm pretty sure he wanted the second crouch and medium punch after the counter hit first and cancel into the fireball for the V-trigger activation combo, but he dropped it. Pretty sure that's what happened there.
Oh, look at that, the X celebration there. A lot more character.
Obviously, they're all West Ham fans. After we beat Newcastle 3-0 today, that's what it is.
Yeah, there we go. Here we go.
Irons!
A lot more character in their celebration and pops and pop-offs than the original team, I must say.
Exactly.
A bit more colour in that squad.
Well, any sort of movement is more so than infectious when he wins. Here we go, coming to the end. Killer 7 is actually going to get the... yeah. He wanted the second medium. And in the end, poking away with that medium punch. Got counter-poked with the standing medium kick.
I'm going to keep doing it, right? He must have reversed about 8 times in that set, that final game overall. And not one.
Flat to deceive with that very first parry in the first round of the game he played. Because after that, he missed a number of prime opportunities to use that Akuma parry, which is so good against a lot of his setups, a lot of his meaty situations. But in the end, the XL B team stands for the best team, possibly. They got the job done anyway. 4-2, so no points there.
And a shutout as well. Yeah, everyone else that Reasons played, usually apart from that beating they took, they've got 3 games at least, but on this occasion, it wasn't to be.
Unfortunate stuff for them. Good performance. One Step Laird, of course, came through, did everything he was asked of.
Yeah, 100% record from him. Really made it count, and I think he's a guy to look out for in that squad. If they're ever in danger again, you know, it would probably be between him and Eddie Terminal.
Let's find out what the guys thought on the desk, so we'll throw it back over to Tom and let them pick that fixture apart.
Thank you very much. Logan F-Word, great casting and commentating on those matchups, 4-2 in the end to Excel. Listen, my first question to you, Pax, is what did you say to Killer 7? Because either he didn't listen or it didn't work. That's my first
He didn't do it once. He didn't do it once.
What did you say to him? In break it down. So
One Step Laird has a habit of doing crouch medium punch on defense.
Yes.
So if you hit him with crouch medium, hit or block, just do crouch fist. Don't do the combo, just do crouch fist.
Because as Logan said, there were some prime opportunities that he missed.
That was V reversals though.
Okay.
With Akuma, you got to be looking for that. So especially because he V reversaled like three or four times in the first round, so he really didn't want to take any pressure. So you should have been looking for that and then just parried the V reversal, and then you would have got a whole lot of damage. And then he would have been one guess from the round, basically.
Okay, so listen, guys, what did you make of that as a whole, 4-2 to XL in the end?
So, Killer 7 is Reason's wildcard. And I say this because no one actually knows how he plays, so you can't actually prepare for him. So he's actually good in games like this. So imagine if Reason's season was switched around. Imagine they were actually going to qualify and Killer 7 came out today. That probably would have been brilliant for them. Confidence would have been high. A lot would probably have won. But I was partially right with the first 3 games. I predicted it'd be 2-1 to XL first, but I didn't think Boltstrike would lose the first game. But there was a lot of chances squandered on everybody's end. But luckily XL pulled through and they done the main boys proud.
Yeah, and what did you make of One Step Layer today? He had some fantastic form today coming in and winning his games.
He played really good. I was actually impressed. He got away with a few things, a couple of sweeps and stuff like that, but he basically made it count where it needed to. You need to make it count, so I like it.
I don't know about you, Pax, but for me, One Step Layered, he is very good when things are abundantly clear. So if he's got a 70% life lead...
A good read, or...
Yeah, he will start to play properly.
Yeah.
It's when things are... When you can't really tell he's got the life lead or he's on the back foot, things are a bit all over the place and he can't really get his thoughts together. But if you said, look, you've got an 8% life lead, you don't need to do anything. And you saw that in the very last round, Femi called it, he done about 8 V reversals and he's completely fine.
Well, this is what this whole event was about today, because your main roster, your starting roster, Hurricane, Brian and Infectious, they're taking a week off. They've already guaranteed their semi-final place and letting these guys experience what it's like in these moments of pressure. We talked about it before the match. Online is very different to being LAN. And so One Step Layer can take away a lot from this today.
Yeah. Of course. It's a substantial improvement he's made, and obviously it's a clear difference from online to offline. He's still got some of his bad online habits, but again, it was a few chances squandered on Killer 7's end to punish that. But again, the guy's got potential and he's getting better day by day. So he just needs to fine-tune and polish some things, he'll be fine.
Yeah, and rest of the XL team, out of those 3, the ones to sort of like look over their shoulder a little bit is One Step Layer, would you say?
Yes.
Yep, definitely, 100%.
All right, well, listen, gentlemen, normally what we do after one team has got the win, we normally have the winning team with an interview with Lottie, but Lottie's just mixed it up today, and I love it. Killer 7, and I believe you got One Step Layered with you, is that right, Lottie?
That is right, Tom. I do indeed. And yeah, romance is in the air tonight because these two guys are looking way too comfortable on this couch right now. You're meant to be enemies. What's going on?
Please, I'm a married man. Don't get me in trouble.
It's all right.
It's just sportsmanship at the end of the day. He played really, really well. In the first game, I think I played a bit more unpredictable, so maybe I kind of threw him off a little bit. But in the second game, you could see he had the download on me, and it was a completely dominant display from him. So really, GG's to One Step. And I'm really happy that he got to obviously step up on the Elite Series stage as well. Along with the Rissia as well, I think that's another thing I want to say real quick, that if you look at other competitive gaming scenes, we don't really have a lot of female representation. But again, the Elite Series has provided that platform for players like Rissia to come through, and One Step, obviously, young guys in the scene. But old retired lions like me now need to just go back to the day job, I think, maybe.
It was lovely. And do you know what? The first game was flawless, exactly like your wonderful head that you've got as well. So that was amazing. We were very impressed. And did you hear the crowd?
I did, yes. I always like to get everyone riled up because for me, I'm very extroverted and I love having a nice vibe in the room. So I'm always about getting everyone pumped up. So that's why I like to get everyone charged up like that. So I enjoyed it.
Love it, love it. Now, One Step Layered, you were phenomenal on the stage, may I say. And it was awesome to see you guys come together because I have seen you play before, but under some ridiculous rules. Was it nice to have the change of going back to normal?
Yeah, I think just the experience of this, like, it was just a real deal match, you know? Like, last time it was just a bit of fun, and I didn't take it as seriously as I should have. But yeah, this was a really good experience. I'm really happy to have won all my matches as well. It's just, yeah, just great.
What was the experience like from going from something that you said, you know, you weren't really taking it too seriously, and then today, the main stage, the main show? Was there a little bit of pressure going on there as well?
It's a lot of pressure, because our teammates, our main lineup, do so well all the time. But we've got a good team dynamic between us subs. So we're always chatting, and we did a bit of homework, and we prepared, and it worked out in the end. So.
It did indeed. And you know what? Hurricane was impressed, and that's something in itself. Now, one more thing, Killer 7, I just want to say to you, is that Pax said he gave you a little bit of advice earlier on, and he's upset because you didn't take it once. You didn't do anything that he asked you to do or gave. So what happened there, mate?
So I think in the heat of the moment, I thought I'm just going to, throw everything, including the kitchen sink. And I didn't hear Pax's screaming voice like, "What are you doing, bruv? What are you doing?" I didn't hear that in my head, unfortunately. But I'm sure as soon as I go out them curtains, I'm going to hear a lot of it. But it's just a shame we couldn't get that win. It's sad to go out on a loss. But we'll be back next season. I think everyone knows that we come as a group reason, and we can't be shaken off now. We're like a bad smell that doesn't go anywhere.
I mean, love it. Love it, and love the impersonation as well. So, Tom, what are you doing, bruv?
Yeah, very good question. Thank you very much, Lottie. To One Step Laird as well. What are you doing, bruv?
What's he doing?
Yeah, listen, you don't say that to the sensei, but listen, he will be back next year, hopefully, and he's going to be like a bad smell that just lingers. Listen, here's the thing. I need to remind you guys that at the Gfinity Arena, we have free tickets for you to come down and watch. And next weekend, it is epic. Quarterfinal, semi-final, and final. Just go to gfinityesports.com/tickets. Get down here. And then maybe you can say to Prax as well. We're doing, bro. It's entirely up to you if you do that. Right, let's have a reminder of what we have just witnessed. That 4-2 win by Excel against Reason. And it kickstarts the night. This is the big moment. Teams can push on and cement their place into the playoffs. So here we go. AD Terminal took on Bolt Strike. AD Terminal took that 1-0 lead. Then Aricia versus Killer 7. Killer 7 said, shh, he needed silence. Aricia said, all right, fair enough. At this point, it moved on to King Nasher versus One Step Laird. King Nasher coming back into the arena. Maybe he was ready, maybe he wasn't. Well, One Step Laird stepped up and he won 3 out of 3. So fair play to that man. Right, match 2 of the night now. And it's a fight that, on paper, looks like it could go only one way. Nordavin will have spent the week licking their wounds after being made to look mortal last week, whilst Army have it all to do if they want to keep their Season 4 challenge alive. Let's get amongst it.
That's gonna be it! Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
What trigger run out? Oh, and he gets counter hit on Waker. Cops is the hero of the day.
Yes, this is a juicy contest. Fnatic versus Nordavin was the highlight of last week's matches, and it brought us one of the most shocking moments we've seen here in the Gfinity Arena. I'll take my glasses off this. I'll whisper this quietly. Phenom is beatable.
Don't let me hear you say that.
Tonight, we will see the unstoppable juggernauts of Nordavin hopefully live up to the hype, but standing in their way is the Elite Series veterans, Fnatic.
One more hit. Oh! There it is! Nordavin have done it!
This is going to be the biggest test of them all, I think.
And Phenom continues to never lose a game.
Shax with a very confident display. Oh, he keeps it very safe. What? And it is the man who cannot lose up next. He's got it now. Is he going to get the first win? And he does!
Oh my God! Phenom loses his first game in the Elite Series
The man who cannot lose has lost.
Oh, the touchdown! This could be it! This could be it!
Oh, he wakes up so good.
Phenom not phased in the slightest.
And that's going to be it. Nordavin maintain their perfect streak.
So he was like, you're
So
going
there
to
you
do
go,
this.
Nordavin. Gentlemen, Pax, we were treated in the game number 1 between Excel and Reason, but now we move on to this absolute beauty. Nordavin, what do you make of this roster? Vegi's back in, unfortunately, Mommy still too ill to come and perform. But last week, it has to be, we have to go straight there. Phenom, he's beatable.
Oh, well, it's first to one.
Yep.
So the fact that he didn't lose until Season 4 is pretty amazing, to be honest. So I'm surprised he was able to not lose.
Yeah.
But he's, obviously, it's first to one. Everyone can lose in first to one.
Yeah.
And he is beatable, yep, for sure. But this lineup, doesn't matter if they switch out Mommy or Vegi or whatever lineup they go with, as long as it's Phenom, Vegi, Soikid and Mommy, it's going to be strong. And Phenom's just the killer in the team always, so.
Yeah, but it's not just Phenom that's kind of looked a bit beatable at times. Vegi hasn't looked as solid as you want, coming in to replace Momi, who uses a Cami. What have you made of that Nordavin roster and lineup?
So I'm going to concur with Pax because it is 100% true. No matter which of the 4 you put in, it's a strong lineup and they'll produce the results. Veggie, I actually said this to him at WSO last week or 2 weeks ago. I said, you're actually too hard on yourself because you're trying to live up to the rest of your teammates' expectations. You're in probably at the best position someone can be in.
Yeah.
A player, manager.
Yeah.
Because you can play as well as coach and advise. But it's because the standard of his team is so high, he feels unnecessary pressure and has to play like them. It's like, you don't really need to do that.
Yeah, you just need to, but they kind of are, and people neutrals watching this, we'll wait and see if they can regain their title this year. It's never been done in the Elite Series before. Cracks in the armour, that's what people are saying, because weeks 2 and 5, they're beginning to let opponents in a bit more.
Look, that was made abundantly clear last week. There are dents, you can dent that armour. Obviously, they can fix it, but you can dent it. Anyone can break it, we have yet to see that yet.
Yeah. Now, do you think that other teams, because they are one heck of a behemoth of Season 4 and Season 3, but have other teams closed that gap in terms of their ability, do you think, Pax, this year?
The only team I can think of is Excel. That's the only team I feel like the way they've come together for Season 4, they look like they're on that same level as Nordavind was last season. But other than that, I feel like there's no team as dominant and as strong as Nordavind have been. So, no, I don't.
Okay. Well, a man that was playing for Reason, who we just saw tonight, is now at Nordavind. He's known as the Salty Kid, and he is in the Domino's Den with Lottie.
Thank you very much, Tom. I am indeed. I am back here in the Domino's Den, and I do have the young man. I haven't actually interviewed you for a while. It's been a long time. How have you been?
I'm good. I'm just doing my thing, winning.
I love that. Yeah, you seem nice and focused. A lot of people have been saying recently that maybe Nordavind have been showing some cracks in the armour because you guys have been clean sweeping all season long until last week, where we did see you guys just have a little bit of a bump in the road. Obviously, you did make up for it. It was absolutely fine, got the win. But how were you guys feeling after last week?
We're always cool, calm, and collected. So Veggie always talk about, and especially Phenom too, they always say no matter what, just keep focused, even if it's 3-3, just keep focused. I mean, the nature of the whole first to one thing kind of makes it more of a, anything can happen. But I mean, we're so focused now, and we're so experienced now in this whole format. So I think it's fine, really. So yeah.
Okay, and like you said, it's all fine, composed, calm. Is that how you're feeling going into this week now?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And then, of course, coming back up now, we've got some serious games. We've got the playoffs looming over our shoulders. How are you guys feeling going against tougher competition? Because it's only going to get harder throughout the competition.
Yeah, I mean, it's a grind, so we always stay focused. We always do our homework. We study hard, we play hard when we're back home. So we're just trying to do our job.
Now, is this trophy Nordavind's once again?
Yeah.
I like it. Well, thank you so much, Salty Kid. I'm going to let you go and get set up. Tom, I'm going to throw it back to you to start the game.
Thank you very much, Salty Kid. He's just leaning on the sort of Domino's Den. He's just such a relaxed character. The thing is, though, I want to look at that ASOS ROG army that they're going against tonight. Now, they've been such like a coin team. There's two sides to them. 1 minute they're winning in week 2, and then you can contrast that to week 3, where they were just quite disappointing. Another change of lineup. Shiv's back, Jones Arcade, Flawless Deku. What do you make of this lineup?
I think the lineup is. I think most of their lineups are strong. Maybe it's the lack of maybe a leadership role, or maybe someone to like keep them calm and keep them motivated and things like that. But in terms of individual players, I think they're very strong. I think they just need to maybe help each other, get in each other's heads, and help each other stay calm, for example.
Communication is key. If you watch a Red Bull tyre change, you'll see how the team works there, and they got to win. But with the team here, ASOS ROG, like Pax was saying, individualists, they're all brilliant. They're all very good players. But when it comes to getting their heads wrapped around this format and trying to get the points here, it hasn't quite been right there. As you can see, their results have fluctuated. It's been a loss, a win, a loss, and now they've got a chance to potentially redeem themselves, I think
they do, yeah. I think if they win, they're in, I think. I think they just need a point, maybe.
Yeah, but again, for Pax's team as well, it's another classic example of your fate's not in your hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take it from us, that absolutely sucks. if you can't deal with it yourself.
But the thing is that Nordvin definitely want to make sure they cement that top spot because they're not confirmed that. They have to get this win today. Asos Rock need to come with that week 2 when they beat Epsilon form.
Look, both these teams, they're going to be ravenous. They're actually going to be going at each other's jugulars right now because Nordvin wants a solid spot in the semi-final. Asos Rock want to get in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I think you're just going to see fists flying everywhere.
Yeah, and no comps. Is that an interesting? What do you make of that? You know, it's been an integral part. We saw two sides of it because against Fnatic, hitting his, like, he couldn't believe what had happened.
So I would have said Comps might have been a better pick for the lineup, but I believe he's busy.
Okay.
So he can't make it. But to be honest, they can still do it. It's just there's.
Are you saying when you send him a WhatsApp, you're not even getting a blue tick? He's not even registering it at the moment. Is that how busy he is?
Nah, he's not blue. He's blue ticking me and replying in it because.
Oh, okay. Because
he better respect me.
Yeah.
But other than that, But other than like Killer 7, but other than that, I think it's just very difficult because even like an off-form Nordavind is still hard to beat.
Yeah, they're still difficult.
So I think they just have to like play out of their minds, these guys, to get the win.
And in terms of Shiv, like, is Manat? Is it Laura? Which one does he feel more confident with? Because that's the kind of thing of having Shiv there. It gives him options against this very strong Nordic lineup.
Thankfully, it's 2 characters, not 3, because then you will be definitely stuck between a rock and a hard place. But last tournament he was at, he actually went Manat the whole way, and he was pretty happy with himself, with what he'd done. But
he'd be wearing both chains of both a Laura and a Manat. So we still even won't know, because I'm going to bring him out, but we'll have a closer look.
Depending on who he faces, if he does fight Salty Kid, it will be a choice between Laura and Manat. If it's either Veggie or Phenom, he actually might go Manat.
He's playing Laura for Salty Kid, I think. I don't think he wants to play Manat against.
Well, we'll find out that lineup as well as bring them out and then have a little chat to them. So, Nordvin, the reigning champs, please welcome Phenom, Veggie, and Salty Kid. Look at those boys, reigning champs. There they are, and facing them tonight, a few stretches from Phenom there. We've got Army, we've got Shivs, Jones Arcade, and Flawless Deku. All right, you're closest. Flawless Deku, what's going on? How are you feeling tonight? Back in the lineup? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm good. Feeling pretty confident. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, now we said it down on the desk with Pax and Jammers. We said there's 2 sides to you. You're like a coin.
Yes,
ASOS,
I agree.
right?
To be honest.
Are you going to come in with your week 2 skills or week 3?
I'm feeling good today. I know I was warming up in the back. I'm feeling pretty good. So yeah.
Okay, well, obviously, in the warm-up area, you have to look at that face over there. I'm going to come over to Norvin Veggie. Come on, man, what's happening? I DM'd you. Where was the reply?
The reply is coming later tonight.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, listen, Veggie, Norvin, you need to get this win to cement that top spot. Is that all you're focusing on right now?
No, we need 3 games. We don't even need to win, and then we are the winners of the group. So that's our outlook, but we want to win, so...
Okay, fair enough. Let's look at the matchups and then we can chat more and look at them right now. We kickstart that matchup 1. It is Phenom taking on Jones Arcade. Then Salty Kid will take on Flawless Deku. Then Veggie, Shiv Yukin. Then Veggie, he's staying on. He doesn't even need to leave that chair because Jones Arcade. And then guess what? On the other side, Jones Arcade will be staying in that chair as he takes on Phenom. Then Veggie, Flawless Deku. And then to end it, if it goes that far, Phenom versus Shiv Yukin. As he likes to be referred to now, it's just plain old Shiv. So come join me as I have a little word with Shiv. So we were talking about characters that you might be going with tonight. You've been mainly using Manat. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I'm going to play Manat. She's a safer character and I'm more comfortable with her.
Yeah, and obviously some people are quite angry about that. It's an interesting statement there. But looking, you're going to be taking on Nordvin lineup. What do you reckon of and make of your matchup tonight?
Both players I have to play are very good and I'm very familiar with them. So I'm going to try my best, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, now, follow me over here. Now, Salty Kid has already been spoken to, so I'm not going to talk to him anymore. But Phenom, stretching, getting ready for this game. Last week, we saw that you are mortal. It was against Guile. There's an interesting debate there. But Phenom, you are mortal, but how do you feel about this tonight, right now?
I mean, I find it funny you cared more about him beating me than we beating Fnatic.
Oh, no, I'm just saying for you personally.
I never cared about the score, but I'm just happy we won, and this is the same. As long as we win as a team, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right then, let's leave it. Phenom, get up there, Nordavin. All the best for you, gentlemen. And also ASOS ROG Army as well. Get out of my sight. I love the Phenom. Oh! Now who's salty? I am salty about that. That is unreal. Held the fist out, salty kid, give me that. And then, well, listen, I'll tell you who I'm supporting throughout this match.
He's a Mika player. You can't trust him. Take it from me. You just can't trust us.
I love that. I mean, what I love about the Elite Series is you never know what is going to come out from some of these incredible players like Phenom, what they say. He doesn't really care, but he does care, and that's what I love about him.
He actually doesn't care.
Really?
Yeah,
You
in
need to
play,
understand his body language
in
and
his
his play.
play style, like, he doesn't care. He knows this might be a bit of a risk or whatever, but the reason for that is hard to read him. And he always gets like crazy jump-ins and crazy dashes, and he doesn't care. No. And that's the perfect way to play in this game. Full 100% confidence.
100%. You compare that to someone like TKR that we're going to see. We followed him all last week with a camera, just a TKR camera. It's about a 3-minute VT. You're going to love it. That comes up. Completely different to Phenom. Phenom is just, get the win, then I go home. I don't care.
Yep, exactly. Do it.
But Jammers, this matchup, actually, I think we've got it somewhere. You see this, how I got absolutely parred. Look at that, go Flores Deku, then I go for Salty Kid. He holds a hand out. What? What?
Look at him. You're like,
what? Look at him. Loving life right now. Don't worry, mate. I'll be booing and hissing when you're on. Listen, I like that. You've got it's a contrast of a team.
He said,
It's a contrast of a team. You got Salty Kid. They as a blend, they work. Phenom leads the pack. He's just the serious guy. Veggie is the team coach on the background, but tonight has to step in. Now, would you say that ASOS ROG Army have attacked Veggie tonight? They reckon they can get some wins against him.
I mean, you want to go?
No, I mean,
I don't know why, because I don't think anyone particularly on that team is like, I would definitely beat Veggie.
Yeah.
But he is like the weakest on that team.
Yeah,
so
it's a strategical move.
Yeah.
So looking at this, simply put, Nordavin or ASOS ROG Army, who are you going for, gentlemen?
Nordavin, but I reckon it'll be decided in the first 2 games.
Yeah.
But Pax made a very good assumption by saying it'll probably be done by game 5.
Okay.
No.
Was it game 5?
It was game 5. No, what? It was game 4, I think. Game 4.
And you're going for Nordavin as well?
4-1. It was game 4, right?
No, it was game 5.
Well, they're
game 5.
It was
game 5. It was game 5.
We're not quite sure over here of what numbers it is, but I'm basically getting. Did you see that?
It can't be done by game.
Did you see that Salty Kid it?
Yeah, man, you got throw baited, man. You got to know this. He's not going for the throw, Tom. Come on.
But I just don't know why he's
There's
doing
an
that to me.
instinctive thing. Look, resist. Resist. No, see?
Oh.
You see?
Come here. I just don't know what to do.
Muscle memory, guys. Muscle memory. Yeah.
I was honouring his.
You need to get throw baited like 1,000 times to beat it. They need to beat it out your system. Basically.
So no reaction. Don't be touching it or moving any buttons.
Exactly. Exactly. Salty Kid got you, man. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Rip. Now you're stunned in the corner.
Yeah.
Yes, for game. Sorry, bro.
Sorry, guys. Tom Deacon done for the night. I'll be hosting the rest of the show.
Well, Lottie already bodied him in the opening sequence. So.
He's not having a good one, is he, Logan?
Nah, that was a command grab. That wasn't even a throw bait.
300. That was EX Mika. That's what it was.
It definitely was.
240 damage. Boom.
This is going to be a very uphill battle, as it is for every team going up against Nordavin. The irony that Nordavin's weaker team still has Phenom and Salty Kid in it, and Veggie, who is by no means a weak player at all.
5th place at your tournament last week, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Very good performance from him.
But here we go, Jones Arcade, who is a very talented young player, and anything's possible in one game. Phenom even Phenom can lose in one game.
Yeah, Jones Arcade very heavy on the momentum as well when he gets going. Yeah. But this is a tricky matchup for Ken, I find.
It's all right. I'm not going to lie. It's okay.
The control is not a bit tricky for you guys. I've seen lameness from Nikali's get them very far in this matchup.
He's got some good whiff punishes in neutral. I think Nikali's neutral is kind of weak as well, so...
Oh, trying to jab anti-air. That's one habit of Phenom he has that I'd love to see him train out of himself. That anti-air jab, I've seen it cost him so many times. On that occasion, it did again. The delay was too good. It didn't matter. And he's angry. He's angry with the Gfinity guys for highlighting his one loss instead of highlighting the victory. Did you see that interview, Logan? I mean, Tom Deacon was left startled, almost in fear. Phenom went into him there. Highlight my one loss. What's that about, huh?
Nice. Catches the start up.
Beautiful meaty fireball as well.
Stay there.
I love that backdash because he will try and jump out at some point. Corner's not a comfortable place, but ready to anti-air.
He doesn't need to jump in.
Yeah, he had such a good position, but he's still in more position there. Getting walked back slightly. Viable to slow down some of that footsie momentum. Double dash.
Oh, that connects. And he's all the way in the corner as well. What's it going to be? The delayed crouching medium punch. Nice cross-cut DP. Has to be aware. He's looking for that activation off the low forward.
Very slow approach.
And again, he just wants the activation.
And the throw. This is a great round from Jones. Can he close it out?
Nice use of the EX fireball again. He's using that EX fireball really well just to put him off poking out in the neutral.
Oh, he hits it off, and he puts
drop.
in the lovely walk underneath to put him in the corner. This is big danger here for Jones Arcade. Oh, if he gets hit now, he's dead.
Oh,
he can't get hit. This game can turn around so quickly.
That was the gamble. Is it going to be the throw? Is it going to be the button? It didn't matter because the EXDP beats both. And you knew that Phenom was not baiting anything there.
Dashes in from Phenom, a much more aggressive approach to the last couple rounds. Nice jab interruption for that dash. And again, the crouch medium into the EX. Has Jones all the way to the corner just with that alone. Stun racking up. One more bit. Don't jump out, says Phenom as he closes this one out, Logan. That's going to be it.
With
1-0.
the EX slash at the end. And I really liked him just he realized that he saw a bit of daylight and he just kept in there. Where are you going? You're not getting out of this corner. There's no jump outs for you. There's no walk up buttons for
The
you.
slow and patient approach is almost playing in Jones's hands. He's very good in neutral. He's very good at shifting from neutral to rush down. So Phenom just changed it in that last round.
Swarmed him, exactly. And you saw even in the first round, the exchanges were generally in Phenom's favor, and that's one of his strongest assets, I think.
Oh, he's very
Utilising
good
that new buff there to be able to V-trigger activate off the EX, and there. Phenom's conversions of pressure were just better as well. A lot of Jones's stuff came from whiff punishes in the neutral. His pressure wasn't really turning into damage.
Yeah, I didn't feel fear as much as in situations like this, where you just got to let fly.
You just had to.
Yeah, this corner pressure was just immaculate.
Stay
no
there.
Space.
Yeah. Tried to catch him with the jump back fierce.
Yeah, big damage.
But nice to see Phenom anti-air DP there as well.
Yes, actually, very well called out, Logan.
It was nice to see Phenom anti-air DP in that situation.
It was a throw whiff scenario, which is still has to be trained into yourself.
Yep.
Throw whiff, go into the DP, but still, it is very nice to see. Because that anti-air jab will get you killed eventually. So he does that as at the Capcom Cup.
So
there you go, Jester in the crowd with his little one again. Hello, hello, hello. They're looking for the
tonight.
victory tonight. Yeah, match.
Oh, she's trying to hashtag it. She's not having a bar, mate. She's not interested.
No hashtags for you.
There we go.
She's too occupied
She's
looking at herself.
hashtagging it. Got there in the end. Bless her.
Oh, sweetheart. All right.
Daddy, what are you doing?
I want to see myself, Daddy. Get off me. She's loving the games out
Just
here.
go and get me some more popcorn.
Daddy's
Salty Kid
trying to get to the finals. That's what he's trying to do.
Salty Kid stepping up. Flawless Deku.
Yeah, Ashes Rock, I feel like I haven't seen them for a while. You know why? Because the last time they played, I was off. And then last week, they weren't here, so...
So we haven't seen them for a while.
Yeah, it's been ages, yeah. There's Jordan. And they're in a tricky spot. You know, they need to get a point at least here, but to really control things, they need a win. So look at that group again, just to check the mathematical possibilities. As Salty Kid scores the knockdown. Undoubtedly familiar in this matchup. Oh my goodness. Is that going to stun? No, it isn't.
But now you get...
Don't let her get in on you.
And that's stun.
Oh,
I was just going to say the stun's gone, but it's not. Oh, on a trade.
Salty, you're just so good. You're so good. Every decision.
Most people that failure to stun would have been a big deal, but...
No, just patiently walks forward. We've punished the crouch medium with a dash. I mean, that's the thing about her dash. The hurt box reduction on it is so good. She can dash through a normal and then punish the recovery. That jump back worked out well, though. Oh, Bones on wake up. He's not be able to get anything going here. Interrupted. It is. Look to close this out. Building up that white. Oh!
No!
Oh, what an activation. Oh, that's so... No.
Wow!
Just no. You just can't be doing stuff like that. Stop it. You're a bad guy, Salty. You're a bad guy.
You're a mean man.
Good
You're
grief.
a mean man. Boo this man.
Let the kid play. Let the kid play. Hey, what the hell was that about, man?
I mean, not even let the kid play, because you could have got a guaranteed kill.
My goodness.
He had a guaranteed kill off that crush counter. Instead, he got... for a reset command
The
grab.
most guaranteed command grab in Street Fighter history. Call the disco in the middle of air stun as you recover and this grips you up. It was just a distraction. That first round, absolutely rock solid.
Yeah, just couldn't get Salty Kid off.
Good grief. This was just, I mean, look at that. Just couldn't get anything going.
The standing medium punch is such a good interruption button for Miko. Why did you reset?
Why?
You didn't need to air
Why?
reset there.
What's all that about, mate? Eh? What's all that about, Charlie? No need for that, yeah? Look at that, the raised eyebrow as well.
He knows what he did. Look, you see that look?
He actually looks a bit guilty. He looks a bit guilty. Like, he feels a bit bad, doesn't he? It's changed his name from Salty Kid to Cheeky Kid doing that.
Yes. That would be very apt.
Unnecessary. But anyway, well done to it. 2-0. Now, Norderfield. It's going the way Pax kind of predicted it. Too much familiarity in the matchup. There's a Jammer's sister in the crowd there, enjoying the show, supporting her brother on the analyst desk.
Time for Veggie to step up. Is it going to be a clean 4 sweep? What's that? Is that 3 games, Pax? I'm not sure. Clean 4-0 sweep. That's 3 games according to Pax.
Yeah, 4-0. It'll be over by game 4, yeah? Mate, this is awkward.
So Veggie steps in again for his team. As we said, an impressive performance when he was here last week.
Yeah, he can shut this out if he does this. I mean, they're in big trouble if they don't win this. If you look at the group standings actually going into this, I really need to pay more attention.
We've got top knot Veggie tonight. Switching the style up on them.
Smooth Veggie.
That's right.
Got a busy night tonight. Won't give too much away, but you're going to be seeing a lot of him, guys.
So here we go.
Love the costume choice, Shiv. You've won my vote, mate.
That's going to be Veggie against Shivrukin, who's opted for Manats.
Respect the banana.
As you said, they have chosen to target Veggie. Is their only real option?
I know.
You're not going to be targeting Phenom, are you? And Salty Kid is in incredible form at the moment.
Salty Kid finished second on Wednesdays on this the whole week. Veggie finishing 5th. I mean, yeah, there's no real easy match in this team.
Nice.
Great setup off this as well.
Plus frames.
Respect it. Great position. Nice activation though.
No.
Why did he do that?
That was a big waste.
Just a bit
Can't
too
you
far
get
away.
slide after that?
I feel like even a stand medium punch, a lesser walk forward. Maybe, but I could be wrong. Oh, don't try dash on me. In the corner now. That's the overhead. Very tight round this for both. He's gonna activate. Oh, gets away with it.
Reversal is not punished. Oh, the EX4 Revenger works still alive.
Oh, and the crowd's medium kick clips the toes. Nordervind.
That was a
Bruising.
massive turnaround, letting Shiv V-reversal out of the corner and get all that real estate back to just go back to the zone in, but the EX4 Revenger paid off.
Should have anticipated
Wasn't
some kind of
ready for it.
overextension, shouldn't he?
Yeah. Oh, that time, but no. The light one, not a lot of recovery at all.
Veggie actually playing twice in a row here. How wonderful would it be for him after his disappointment last week to close this out by winning these 2 matches?
Yeah, that would be a big boost for him. Shout out to Momi at home unwell.
Yeah, I hope he gets well soon. Cammy well missed, but Veggie doing a good job in his absence, and now he has Shivrukin cornered. That's gonna hit.
Oh, no.
No punish. What's he
That
gonna be here?
recovers really quickly.
Oh, gets hit by the overhead. Big damage coming, one more reset, and this could be over. Oh, that's unsafe. Punish. Oh, no. He just doesn't get a good one from there.
Oh, he wants to activate.
Oh, the orb keeps it safe. The back throw, that's got to be the round.
He's still alive.
Choosing to go in there.
Oh, he just wants the ball head into V-trigger. He just raw activates now. The can is down. Oh, and the instant jab. Couldn't get away with a dash behind that. There's not enough blocks done.
No, he was too far away as well. Good recovery there from Shivrukin.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Veggie not only having trouble getting in, but having trouble blocking the mix-up as well.
He's having to overextend now with dashes. He's not respecting the orb on its way back. Just eating it. That EX connects. He needed that. Corner carry big. Gets the can out. Walks up and blocks. Really clever from Shivrukin to get rid of that can early. Trade on the anti-air. Not good for Manat, but position-wise, it's important. Spamming that fierce now. Oh, and it connects again. Lots of V-trigger built up there. He has to activate. He's in big trouble there, Veggie. Losing patience. He's got no meter too. Tries to can.
Oh,
gets conversion. She can
gets
chip him out.
in.
Oh, what
how
the
the hell
what?
did that anti-air from there? What was that? What was that?
What?
Someone clip that and send that to me.
Oh
That was,
my God.
What type of a hitbox, hurtbox interaction was that?
Wow. Classic.
Shivruka, no, got the job done.
Yeah, I feel like that crouch fierce could have cost him a great deal of health. But in any case, to be fair, that's happened. It was still a mountain to climb because he had
Yes.
critical art and Veggie couldn't. The reason why he even jumped on that offense was because he's scared he was going to do a wake-up critical art, which would have chipped him out. So it was a long way back from there. I don't think he would have been able to make a comeback personally. So great adaptation off that first round. Got away from him from Shivukan. He gets his team on the scoreboard here.
Veggie still, you could see in that first round, he had so much difficulty trying to get in.
Yeah, I think it's a tricky matchup, man. It's one of those ones that's quite frustrating for Birdie. I think this can he does here is a mistake. Because that little bit of health, that real estate, he kind of needs that. But, I mean, it gets him a knockdown, then he jumps over.
Yeah, he's trying to bait that CA, you're right. Somehow that anti-hit.
Damn.
Who knows how?
Wow.
Someone speak to Shiv with a very, very big sigh. I'm not sure if he was confident that that would anti-air.
Hey, he might know something about it. We don't look at that. Even Veggie's like, really?
None.
Nanda? What on earth? Yeah, makes no sense.
That's
What?
exactly
How?
what we all
Huh?
thought, Bolty.
Yeah, we're on the same side as you, Bolts, mate. Seriously. Confusion. Confused.com. But hey.
Veggie stays on, and now he goes up against Jones Arcade.
It's not where the hitbox should be, it's where the hitbox is. Adapt your game to that.
It's true. Veggie's actually down to play the whole team, so everyone wants to try and take a crack at Veggie here.
Yeah, Salty Kid's loving it, isn't he? Look at him. Not worried at all, is he?
Salty
I mean,
Kid has
they're not guaranteed first place. They need to win 3 matches. They need one more match,
Well,
right?
there's nothing that Salty Kid can do at the moment other than relax and get in the zone.
One more match and they're straight through to the semi-final.
Someone get him some sunglasses and a nice cold drink. With an umbrella in it. This is very difficult in the neutral for Ken.
Oh, yeah.
Against Birdie. Birdie's got
Very
such
few
better
characters
buttons.
can contest with Birdie in neutral, right? But Ken, one of the characters who struggles even more, I feel.
He has to rely on hoping those cross counters hit and then really mixing him up when he gets in like that.
Oh, stun. All right, here we go. What's it going to be?
Once he gets in though, Birdie just doesn't have a lot of options to get Ken off of him. You have to just wait for him to give up frame advantage. Good feet reversal. He tries to press a button afterwards, but the EX ballhead was
didn't
there.
respect it. Saw the cannon, said, I don't give a damn. I'm going to EX tattoo right in your jaw.
I don't give a what.
He tried to crouch medium, I think, but it wasn't the right angle for it. Got clipped. Great first game there. First round there from Jones. Oh, nice trade. Yeah, it's actually a good health trade as well.
Yeah.
And distance.
He said, this is an interesting turnaround because we just saw Veggie desperately trying to get in against Shibs the entire game. Now you're going to see Jones. The dynamic has switched round and he just wants to get in here.
Well, this is where Birdie excels, right? So he's in a better position when he's doing that to his opponent, right? But Ken is one of those guys that it's almost too important. Because once he gets you like this, and you don't have as many defensive options like Birdie.
Oh, the EX tattoo didn't come out. Linked it too early. Oh, and he stops the
Look at that hit
DP.
stun on that. Had all the time in the world to confirm that.
Oh no, he gets back for this setup's horrible.
Jones is awesome in the corner. So scary.
Oh!
And this is exactly why, Logan. One connects. Got to guess right here.
Oh, he could have juggled. He could have
This could
juggled. He
be the
wasn't ready.
Has to activate. Just spends the EX there to keep the pressure on.
Didn't have bar, so he couldn't punish it. Oh.
One more hit will do it. Bottoms all over the place.
This is going to be very
dash
difficult.
and
But
throw.
the double dash throw.
Guess what? Another dash there. Tried to
He's
shimmy.
still entirely able to close this out, but he's not able to react to the movement. I really like the use of fireballs just to lull Veggie into a full sense of spacing and timing, and then he dashed behind.
Take his attention away.
Yeah.
I mean, to get away with 2 dashes, surprising, but regardless, it is difficult to respond to the 2.
I think we noticed that last week, though. Veggie wasn't really interrupting against the Laura player that he was playing against as well. So I think reactively, that might be one of Veggie's shortcomings, but that comes from like muscle memory and just really grinding it out.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to be in a position where you just instinctively react
Yes,
when you're
exactly.
focusing, right? Not to be the case. Jones was always going to be a tricky one for him, though. I feel like of the 2, he's the slightly stronger player. Him and Shivukan, so you know that was a tough match for him.
He's definitely a grinder as well, Jones.
Has a better record in tournaments as well, I imagine. But regardless of that, they still got those 2 games at the start to keep the momentum going. So it's 2-2 now.
Well,
interestingly enough for Nordavind,
the main man comes back on and Jones stays on. So it's going to be Phenom and Jones again, a run back of that first match. We'll see what Jones can change about that. Phenom doesn't really need to change anything because he looked very, very solid in that first game. What do you think about this?
I'm just looking at the group, to be honest with you. I mean, if you're Epsilon at home watching now, obviously you need 2 matches to go your way, but I completely forgot to take into consideration the 1-point compensation for 3 matches.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the head-to-head is, but I'm pretty sure it's good. I think Epsilon go out if
So
Epsilon
lost against Asus. So
yes.
if they're level on points, that means that Asus
We'll go ahead then.
Epsilon will be eliminated.
Exactly.
Yes, the highest they can finish is 4th. So Jones.
So this match here, so we're here getting crazy and excited. The Epsilon guys at home watching that match would have been going even more crazy because the 2-0 was looking so good. They need a complete shutout right now from Nordavind. And right now,
there's actually 2 teams. One in one group, which is obviously Epsilon, and Method in the other group, both on 4. And 4 is like a horrible.
Method's on 6, but they're in a similar situation.
Oh, sorry, that's my eyesight. 4 is a horrible number of points to be on because you've got those 2 teams there, both on 3.
Exactly.
And that they can lose but still get that consolation point.
And because those 2 teams, I mean, at least Asus Rock have beat them in the head-to-head. Yeah, this is a massive game for Epsilon, even though they're not here. But of course, Nordavind win this game, and they guarantee themselves top spot. And that's a very bad start from Jones Arcade. I think that's supposed to be a fireball. This hair for a place in the semi-final for Nordavind. Phenom has Jones Arcade cornered. That switch connects though.
And he gets the corner switch as well.
Nice light kick implementation there.
Jones Arcade's got great frame kills as well. He's got tons of setups, all kinds of tricky stuff.
Fireball unfortunately is working really well. But watch out for that Phenom jump, it will come. Ready for that this time. He's got away with a few dashes on Phenom. Phenom's starting to pick up on that.
Oh, and again, the EX Tattoo didn't come out. Oh, no, Oscar, but he got away with it.
Oh, it hit!
Oh, it hit! He tried to press something afterwards.
That +3, respect me. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Big turning point, Logan. Huge momentum and the dashing for the meaty. Oh, block, does Phenom. Not today on Piv by C.
Phenom backdashing in the corner to get air reset, so he wasn't in lock stun for that EX fireball, completely whiffed, and he actually got a punish as well. One of the reasons why it's actually quite good backdashing in the corner against Ken. He has to go for meaty lights.
Semi-final point here for Nordavind. Phenom looking to rack it up here. Sweep next up.
Crush counter sweep.
Okay, goes for the meaty throw this time. Saw Phenom wasn't flinching on that setup earlier. Target well placed.
See Jones really putting on a great display in the neutral. Let's see if he can convert this pressure. Again, gives up.
Ready for the dash
that
as well.
That time he doesn't drop the jab into the standing light kick.
Again the jab, the check on the dash. Phenom will pick up on that and maybe start jumping, and again he's ready. He's going to spend it all.
Jones Arcade.
Agree with that decision, Logan?
Ready for that dash.
We saw how quickly the momentum can change for Nikali. When he gets you in one sequence, does a ton of health, ton of stun, into a scenario, command grab character 2, you need to take the kill.
One of the things about Ken is he builds meter really quickly. He's got loads of ways to safely build meter as well.
Well, we saw this same implementation the first time they played Logan. Look, Phenom's pressing now. Jones has got to react to it. Can't let him get away with that.
And it was all about Phenom getting in and winning the scrambles. But at the moment, Jones is keeping that space in.
Nice connection, and he knows it's close enough to get the full extension as well. Oh, gets in with a meaty low. This is great momentum from Jones. Oh, yes, the left fly. That would have been the round. Phenom on the verge of losing only his second game ever here. Interrupt that dash again. This Jones Arcade so ready.
Is he going to be ready for the jump?
Phenom in big danger here. Jones trying to close this out. Activates. Oh, no! Oh, Epsilon going crazy right now at home. What's it going to be?
Phenom is so good at converting these pressure situations into damage. Oh, he stops the anti-air! Jones Arcade! Look at Phenom laughing. He know he got away with it. I asked the question. He was ready for the dashes. Is he going to be ready for the jump?
Absolutely.
Can't be ready for everything. And he got counter hit. I'm not sure what he went for. Maybe it was a fierce DP. Maybe he tried to anti-air with a button.
Wow.
Maybe he tried to do medium or EX and it didn't even come out. Whatever it was, he wasn't ready.
No.
He got counter hit, and Phenom. And it was just...
How fitting that Phenom puts his team through to the semi-final. That gives them a guaranteed 1 point in this set. They were sitting on 7 before. The nearest team to them was Fnatic on 7.
Yep.
So they were sitting on 9 before. So they're now on 10. They are unreachable. Top place confirmed regardless of the end result of this set. They are going straight to the semi-final. Nordafin with a great opportunity to defend their title from last season now after that win.
I really want to highlight the differences in decisions in pressure situations. Phenom was losing the neutral. He was getting outplayed in traditional Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Pokes, neutrals, whip punishing, spacing, control. But when it came to these pressure situations, all of Phenom's reversals were working. All of his interrupts were working.
Oh my God.
Most of Phenom's frame traps were working. The command grabs, the scoops. He was able to get all of his damage pretty much from there. Jones just wasn't able to open Phenom up in the same way. And it was really noticeable, the difference between the two players.
Yes, absolutely. Jones's pressure had improved a lot from the first game, though. I mean, he was getting him on a few scenarios there. He had momentum. He caught him with a meaty light. He was throwing more, which when you throw more, it forces him to make a decision on that wake up as well.
That standing medium punch into the EX Fireball is for a throw bait or a delayed button. It's a slow button. I think it's 7 or 8 frames. I think it's 7 frames. It's never going to be meaty, so that's why he got air reset when he backdashed in the corner. Even though he did it straight away, it wasn't a delayed button, it's just a slower button just to catch something.
Yeah.
Because it's got more range. And Phenom just making the right decisions on offense and defense in the scrambles, and that's really his strength.
Man, this is a massive match now. Because actually, if you look at like accolades and the most well-known players on either side, you know, Shivryukin's had good runs in tournaments, Jones Arcade's had good runs in tournaments. These two guys, Deku and Veggie, both very, very important players. Important match for these two guys because they're both less recognized. I feel like in
They're
their
definitely
respective
the
teams.
sort of three, I'd say they're overlooked.
Yeah.
They're overlooked on the team.
And they got a great chance now because riding on the line here, Veggie, a chance to get the win for his team.
Yep.
Right? Of course, for Deku, this for Jordan, a chance to get his team not eliminated. Because if he loses this, they are eliminated.
Yeah.
If he wins this, they got a chance of going through.
They need this point.
Sitting right now on 3 points. Remember, guys.
The unfortunate situation is he does play the character of Veggie's.
Logan, I just saw a command grab from Veggie in a one-game set.
And he got jumped. That's why he doesn't do him.
Never seen him do that.
I was just going to say he's playing the character of Veggie's training partner, and Veggie does sometimes beat Phenom as well. So in tournament,
we saw how much the Nikali experience helped for Salty Kid earlier. Let's see what it does here.
He is going to ham with those V skills.
Just keeping them on the ground, just controlling. Goes in.
Veggie's had enough. Gets in.
Very rarely has meter though, does Birdie. Oh, why did he do that? It's gonna hurt big time. One more bet, the meaty. Oh,
no!
He missed his CP.
Yeah, I think he tried to
Oh
DP
my
and
God!
another command grab.
I've never even seen Veggie try and grab this much. Somehow, Jordan knew that he was gonna go ham this game.
This is why. It just doesn't come off for him.
Man, he's got a very low hit rate. How unlucky for him. And now,
and it's not like he's catching Deku trying to jump out in other situations either.
Just to highlight another thing, Logan, this is Epsilon elimination point right now. That's how intense all these matches are. If Deku can get this round, Epsilon are eliminated from this season. It guarantees them a point. And they will leapfrog them in the table. And it's looking good right now.
Well worth the use of that bar.
Goes in. Well, it's a link he knew though. He knew it was going to link. Double jump. Anti-air. Oh, that's unlucky.
No.
Big punish. Is he going to die from this? Yes, he has. Epsilon have been eliminated. They stay
Asus, Rogue Army are still in the fight, still in the hunt.
Man, that's so unfortunate for Issam, Nasty Nas, and Gunslinger.
Their strategy of targeting Veggie paid off in the end.
It has paid off big time, indeed. They have got all the 3 wins against him. Very, very convincingly, the last one. This one a bit closer, but that last round was very solid from Jordan. The anti-airs, the neutral control, the ground pound spam.
Because the command grabs, like he knew.
It's, you know, it makes me feel really bad as well because I'm always telling them, will you command grab more, please, in this one-game set? And every time he did it in that match, it just happened to be against the guy who just wasn't going to sit still.
Yeah, even there.
Yeah, he was just looking to activate.
double
just
jump.
looking to activate, but he was not sitting still for a second. And it just worked out. It's a really frustrating result there for Veggie, but well done, Jordan. Great control. He gets his team with a real fighting chance. Now, they've got themselves in a position where they've eliminated Epsilon. Wait, one sec. They've eliminated Epsilon. Now they're in a position where, if they can get the win, they can be on 6 points, which puts them in a tremendous position and puts all the pressure on Hashtag
I
for the
would
next
have
match.
called this the impossible task a couple of weeks ago.
Talk to me.
But it's not impossible anymore. We have seen Phenom lose. Shivrukin, what's it going to be?
If it wasn't for that crouch DP
Is
not
it
coming
gonna
out,
be Laura?
would have lost the last game too. No, I don't think so. No, I wouldn't go Laura against Phenom.
Because Laura did the job.
You saw what happened to Shax. It was really close, but you know, if your Laura isn't on Shax's level, then don't do it, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Shiv's Laura's not Shax's level.
No, it isn't. It isn't. It's good, but it's not on Shax's level.
I like that real talk. I respect it.
No, you know, he knows.
Is it going to be Mana?
Mana. Can they get to 6 points? They've done well now to eliminate Epsilon, but they still can be eliminated this week if Hashtag get their win. Can they take it out of control?
We're zooming in on the spot on his nose. That's a bit out of order. Right, here we go. 7th and final game.
Good jump.
Oh, that's a big jump in. Don't normally see Nats jumping in.
Why are you pressing buttons after your slide? Come on now. You know it's not your turn.
Oh, whiff punish on the stomp. And Phenom incessantly just walking Shivs down. There's the punish of the V reverse out of the corner. And the command grab.
This is actually a matchup that we think we've said before, we think it's tricky for Manat. And these are the reasons why. We saw Phenom go up against Sakanoko, and it was looking like this for a while.
The fact that his V skill knocks down is really, really good. It makes the trade a lot better for him because it's a lot riskier for her.
And not just that, also the range, right? He's got a poke that has distance, which is where she's so strong. But suddenly, a character that can actually trade blows. Yeah, he's doing well here, but how long can you do this for, Logan? Right, that's the real question. All right, back to neutral we go. Oh,
wow.
No respect for the orb. Oh, just managed to throw him out. Got lucky there.
Just in time. Nice anti-air.
Oh. It's a good round so far, but you know, she gets in a situation, just one opening is all Phenom needs. He activates. Good patient block. Takes his turn. Counter hit!
Oh my,
this is where the bets start to matter. Big danger here, went for the counter hit, didn't come. Got the throw. Needs to read right here. Oh, what? I didn't even trade! That was so unfair!
Done.
Tons of damage, one more bet. That's it. They have got the win. They were not going to settle for 10 points. They're going to take all 12, Logan. And there you have it, Nordavin.
Phenom giving himself a round of applause. And as you said, taking all 12 points. Greedy.
Yeah, giving Veggie a pat there. I mean, they've got the win despite him losing his matches. He can't be too hard on himself. They are through. You'll get another chance, my son. Well done, though. Honestly, 15-1 Phenom's record right now, Logan. That's just craziness. That is ridiculous.
Super, super consistent. Salty Kid, though, extends, I believe, his unbeaten record of this season. He hasn't lost yet, has he?
Salty Kid? No, he's on fire this season. Hasn't lost a single game. 100% record this season. You're right. I'm just checking the results for Asus Rug versus Hashtag. I don't remember who won that. Because obviously that match next is really juicy now because Asus Rug have got the 4 points. Epsilon are out. They're done. They can't qualify.
Well, whilst you check that, I'm going to poke through some of these important moments.
Yes, please do.
There's the command grab in the corner, and it was literally a case of Phenom walking down Shivrukin. There was nothing he could do to keep him out. Even in the zoning game, Phenom was getting the better of him. That air-to-air and the EX command grab paid off. Huge damage. Had to go for that on wake-ups. He's got no real options on wake-up apart from critical art. Everything else hasn't got the invincibility it needs. And Phenom, because Phenom's so good at letting fly those wake-up reversals, he's also good at sensing when they're coming. He baits it out, he closes it out, 4-3, job done. But it is not all bad news for Asus ROG. As we said, they have got that 1 point, and that means they're still in the running. And we still need to see this hashtag result.
Well, they're going to be screaming their heads off for Fnatic to beat hashtag next, basically. They're going to be Epsilon. Epsilon just now, we're going crazy, I imagine, for that. But
Epsilon a lot quieter now. Now they are officially out of the running, unfortunately. Cannot make it out of the group stages into the playoffs next week. Unfortunate for them.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that, man. This is what every match counts now. Like,
yes,
every little game, every little consolation point is eliminating and qualifying players. I mean, I super enjoyed that. I wonder what you guys thought over there. Tom, did you enjoy that?
I did. It was brilliant. 4-3. Loved it. Hey. Ah, see, good. I'm learning.
I've been trained, mate.
I know you've been trained. I was just testing him. Listen, great match there. Well done to Logan and F-Word taking us through that whole of that 4-3. It really came down to the wire, Phenom versus Shivs, but Phenom proving why he is the man for Nordvin. And they get maximum points. And top of the table, so they're going straight through to the semi-finals. Interesting enough for ASOS Rogue Army, they're now dependent whether they go through, whether #United pick up that bonus point or not. So they are hoping the # don't. But what did you make of that game, gentlemen?
It went slightly different to what I thought, but actually, it was kind of what I thought. It's the game I got wrong was the Veggie Jones game, because Veggie usually beats Jones, and Jones pulled out, so that game made it 2-2. Because I was thinking, it's done when Phenom beat Jones, but it was 3-2, and there was another game. So I was like, oh, still going, and I really wanted them to win just so they could get that possible spot.
They went for each other's throats, like I said. It was a 4-3. That consolation point was pivotal and imperative for ASOS Rogue, so they've done their job now. Yeah. Now it's up to the #.
It's left a bit too close, though. Like, we're hoping that, Mami comes back, because I'm not saying that Veggie, he is there, if you want to say, weaker player of that roster. However, he still delivers in other games, but today, losing 3 out of 3, they targeted him, and you don't want that to continue when you go to the semi-finals.
Of course not.
It's not, playing is not his top priority at the moment, but like I said, he wants to live up to his other teammates' expectations. But again, for every team that's faced him, it's a strategical move to go for him. That's it. And obviously, he's a very emotional player, and you could see it, or we could see it clearly when he was playing as well. Even the game that potentially could have won it, he went for the command grab against Jordan, he went for the ball revenger. He literally wanted to close out the game as soon as possible. You can see that.
Yeah. Well, let's hear from the man himself. Veggie is with Lottie right now. What did he make of that performance today, Lottie?
He is indeed. Now, Veggie, obviously upstairs, you did what you came to do. You guys, Nordvind, are wiping through this season right now. Are you proud of how you and your team played today?
I'm proud of how the team played, and I wanted to play without thinking about winning. And always when I play, I always lose the first game in singles, and then I come back 2 games straight. So I think I need to learn to win the first game, because it's just 1 game. So I hope I can do that next season.
For sure. And you know what? I've got full faith in you, Mick, 'cause I have seen what you can do. I remember watching you for the first time debut up on that stage, and you did a really good job. So I'm sure there's more of that in the bag. Now, looking at your team, moving forward now into the playoffs, you guys haven't lost a matchup so far. And you guys seem like the team that would be dominating all season long. Do you feel like you guys can now go forward and try and get that trophy once again?
I think I'm glad that we don't meet Excel until finals. So if everything goes well, we should meet them in finals, and we'll have probably, most likely, the best roster possible if everyone is feeling well next weekend. So it's going to be very. If you couldn't topple us with we only had 1 time where we ran the full main squad. So I think it's going to be back to 4-0s next weekend.
Okay, so for you guys, Excel, they're the team that kind of you've got your sights set on. You think they're going to be your hardest challenge?
It looks that way right now when they're playing, but it's hard to say. They're in another group, they have different opponents, so their scores don't really reflect the threat. The threat has to be like, it's hard to say. They're doing very well right now, but I'm pretty sure my teammates will do the job next weekend.
So if Mummy comes back, and we're going to cross fingers that he's going to be well enough to be here as well, do you think it's going to be 4-0s across the board all the way to the trophy?
No, that's too much to ask for, but I think it's possible that the 4-0 squad returns. So.
Amazing, loving that. And I actually heard from a little birdie in my ear that you actually are going to be casting our next 2 games. So I'm really looking forward to that. And Veggie, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to speak to you as always. Tom, it's back to you.
Thank you very much. And thank you very much to Veggie for casting the next couple of matches fresh off that victory for Nordvind. I've learnt my lesson. I asked Phenom about his losses, and he said, you're not focusing on us, our team, getting a win. So I'm not going to do that with Veggie. They've got the win. Gentlemen, normally we have a couple of replays at this point. Yep. We're not. We're going to move straight on to looking at the group stages, because we've got such an important match on the way, match 3 of today. But as is confirmed in front of you with Group A, Group B, Excel, esports with 12 points and Nordavind with 12 points. And as Veggie said, maybe they are the strongest opponent they could possibly face. Team Vitality have confirmed their place in the playoffs in the quarterfinal, and so have Fnatic. So, all to play for now with the next match. And as you can see, this is the bracket. These are the teams that are in there. Fnatic already in the quarterfinal, and XL and Nordavind are waiting for them on the semi-final. Just to remind you guys, that is happening next Sunday, starting at 12 p.m. and basically such an important game. Actually, what am I on about? It's Saturday. But the point is, it's a huge day, quarterfinal, semi-final, and final, and it's all to play for. And do you agree that XL were the main important teams there for Nordavind to take on?
Yeah, currently they seem like the rival team that will give Nordavind the most problems. And there's been I've seen during CPT, for example, Infectious has beat Venom a few times, Venom's beat Infectious a few times. Mommy has beat Infectious, so there's 2 players that can beat Infectious on the team. Hurricane, Phenom can beat Hurricane. I think Hurricane's beat Phenom a few times as well. But there's a lot of individual little rivalries that have taken place in the CPT, so both teams can beat each other.
Yeah.
It's just whoever comes out on the day. So.
There we go. We'll look forward to it. And just to remind everybody, I did say Sunday. That is incorrect. I did correct myself. Saturday is important, 5 p.m. Put it in your diary or your phone right now. And don't forget, we want to have you right here at the Gfinity Arena, because then it really will pop off. Quarterfinal, semi-final, and final. Get yourself along to gfinityesports.com/tickets for a free ticket. Come down Saturday, 5 p.m. until we have ourselves a winner. So let's have a recap so far today of match 1 and 2. It was all popping off as we had Reason Gaming taking on XL, and a mighty start for XL, but unfortunately unable to take that through, and Killer 7 giving it the silence in the whole arena. We did get to see Aricia play as well as AD Terminal, and one step Alea, the man, 3 wins out of 3. We moved into match 2, and this is when it did get exciting, because you had Nordavind taking on ASOS Rogue Army. And Shivs, Jones Arcade, Flawless Deku had it all to do. I got denied a fist bump. Salty Kid laughed. That's nice to see, and I'm not going to say anything nasty towards him. I need to learn my lesson. But listen, Phenom just too strong as Nordavind crunched out another victory. They end with 12 points. So here we go then. Our third match of the night. And up now, it's another battle for survival for one of the teams. #United hold their fate in their hands, but they now face the challenge of a Fnatic side that are very nearly topped the reigning champions and toppled them in week 5. Here we go then.
Where you going, says Joker Joe.
Alrighty then, # versus Fnatic, a change on the desk. Pax is now joined by Logan and F-Word. An exciting night, halfway through. Now we move into this contest. #United have it all to do, and you've got the likes of ASOS Rogue Army waiting to see if they pick up a bonus point, because if they do, they're out of the competition. What do you make of this # lineup tonight?
I'm a big fan of it, actually. I'm really looking forward to see how they perform. Jester not there, Joker in. Interchangeable brothers, very strong. Naught on absolute fire, despite the result last week. And Dark Moon Shadow, of course, as ever, that Cammy that always delivers when he needs to. So yeah, it's the best team they could probably bring out, with the debate about Jester possibly. I'm pretty optimistic for them. I think that result that just happened is awesome for them. The fact that ASOS got the point isn't great, but I don't remember what the head-to-head was between those two.
#United 4-2.
#1, oh, so then.
So it's get the bonus point for #United, and they will progress. What I like about Joker Joke's playing tonight over Jester Power, but Jester Power down here with the family supporting his brother. And we love that about the Street Fighter community. There he is, giving a little thumbs up his way. Is he doing the #? Is he going to do the #? It's sort of happening.
No,
it's sort of happening. They've been working on it all
she's
night.
doing it.
Combo.
Oh,
done.
there you go. She's got it. She's got it now.
So, #United, do you agree with that, Logan? This is a very strong lineup for them.
Yeah, I think so. They've got Darkmoon Hado is just the consistent player that you want in there. You know what he's going to deliver every week. Nort, explosive, definitely got a great deal of potential, and I loved like that show of character against Epsilon as well. I like to see that kind of stuff here. That's enjoyable.
They're calling him the new hero in some parts, and obviously he's getting those. We're seeing right now his wins in Season 4. What is it about Nort that has given him such success this season, do you think? F-Word making some noises there,
right,
moving
mate.
his chair.
Sorry, I just slipped on my chair.
But maybe that's because you're watching Nort's sort of ability.
Logan actually just toggled the hook on my chair, and now I'm shorter than him, which is something he's always wanted in life.
This has been going on since the beginning. This is what happens, F-Word, if you're getting Lottie to say certain things about Logan. Look at them. Look how taller he is.
It's just a back and forth battle, you know.
At the same time, we know who's ironed their top and who hasn't. Listen, F-Word, what have you been impressed by with Nort?
Shots fired. Do you know the most impressive thing about Nort is time to market? He seems polished already and comfortable in this stage. You know, usually, Pax, you're actually an example of this. There's people who I feel like don't play like themselves in the big stage. What I was really impressed about when I saw this kid play for the first time, he played exactly like he plays in casuals, which is actually really hard, because I'm a culprit of not being able to do that. It's really hard. Nort, the first day he came here, played exactly like he plays in casuals and in tournament, and he continues to. He's completely unfazed by the fact he's in this arena. That's the most impressive thing for me about this kid.
There's been a number of players that have kind of stepped in and impressed us initially.
Kills you. He's on another team right now.
Poisesto is a good example of that initially, but it's about the consistency. It
is.
You've just seen Phenom, Mr. 15-1, I think it was.
Bloody hell.
Salty Kid unbeaten, and that's the kind of performances that you need to really progress to the end. So, having a good breakout performance, wonderful. It makes great stories, it's great VT, but you need the consistency, and I want to see Nort come in with another performance, and we start talking about him every week.
Well, tonight he can do that just for you, Logan, and everyone else. See that consistency. However, the keys to success tonight for their opponents, Fnatic, well, there's only one man we need to talk about. It's Akainu.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, bud.
These guys are great.
Yes. Now, we did make that video a little while ago, knowing that he was going to be playing, but he isn't playing tonight. So that changes everything. Talk to me about the lineup for Fnatic. Akainu was going to be the key to success for Fnatic. Do you think his loss tonight is going to affect these boys?
It has to.
I definitely think so.
It's a guile.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking about Suleiman, this new man, and actually...
Listen, apart from him being a very, very good player, it's a guile. And having a guile on your team, I was talking about consistency,
like
solidity,
a wall in front of a wall.
Reliability. Guile is all of those things in this game. He's probably the best character to have in a team tournament.
Just to extend on that, this is the impact that decision's made. Suleiman, right, who's getting his debut now in the Gfinity Elite Series, plays Zeku, has played Zeku since Zeku came out, very committed to that character. He was actually considering using Boxer today if he was drawn up against Akainu. He now no longer has to even worry about that, because there's no guile on the other team.
But does that mean that kind of practice time is a bit wasted if he's putting in the man hours?
I'm not sure he put the practice in. I think he was just saying, look, man, there's no point in picking Zeku against Guile. I'm going to lose. And I'm just going to try my old school boxer.
Today,
wrong. Suleiman's on Akainu's team.
They're on the same team, mate.
What am I talking about?
I don't know.
But they did replace him with Suleiman, who is a Zeku.
Why did you guys let me go so long?
I just don't know I didn't know what he was talking about.
We're a family.
Here's your fivers, lads.
Yeah,
Nice one, thanks,
To be
lads.
fair, I was too busy adjusting my chair. This guy's ruined me.
let's readdress it. So what are we saying, Pax? That's why you're on this desk.
Yeah, so he's been replaced by Suleiman. So Gao does really good against Nort's character, who is a Urian, but Zeku does pretty good against Cammy. So they'll probably be trying to scout each other. So Suleiman might be trying to scout Darkmoon Hado if they get the win of the pick. But other than that, I think this is a really good chance for Hashtag to take the win, because there's a slightly weaker Fnatic. And this is a chance for them to at least get the 3 games so they can get a point.
Okay, now Killsu has been, he's been fantastic this year. Debut breakout. We know consistency, Logan. We need to see that today. But do you think the mentality of Hashtag, we just need a point, let's just try and stay in this, or do they just go, as Jammer says, for the juggler? Do they try and get their kill?
I've just noticed something that's even more important than that.
Okay,
and that is that all 3 of the players on Fnatic all have terrible moustaches.
Okay, well, that is fair. That's a fair comment from your point of view. But, however...
Salamis isn't that bad.
Moustaches are not going to give them that extra
It's
point
not that
tonight.
bad when he's in the middle of those two.
And to be fair, actually, that is true. November is over now. So listen, it's 1st of December.
I can't exactly redeem myself, Tom, but just to point out, it was Dowsim that he told me he would pick Boxer for.
Okay.
Not Gar.
He's lying.
Yeah.
But I'm going to see now Suleiman, who's 21 today. So, you know, he is going to be celebrating, hopefully, on his birthday. There he is.
21st birthday today.
21st birthday. You okay with his moustache, Logan?
I mean...
I've given it a slight improvement here, look.
Unbelievable. Listen, talk to me, gentlemen, about this matchup. What's the mentality for Hashtag? Is it...
Hashtag, listen, this is their last fixture. Their fate is in their own hands. They need to get to 3 wins. If they get to 3 wins, they're at least in the playoffs. They get that 1 point. And that's the situation you want. I know, you know this, Pax. You want to be in control of your own fate. It must be horrible for you sitting on here knowing that you're kind of relying on other results.
Yeah, it's annoying, but you just take it as it comes.
You've got an envy
right?
shirt underneath that hoodie.
If it comes, no.
There's an envy shirt in there, isn't there?
Yeah, no way. But you just take it as it comes, basically. But before basically Hashtag, I feel like you'll see like the pressure as soon as they get to 2. If they get to 2 wins, then you'll start seeing the pressure of the players because they really need to get this last win. And if they can pull it out, then they'll be relaxed.
Are they going to overextend, start making mistakes, or is the confidence going to kick in?
Yeah.
We can do this. We just need 1 more.
Yeah.
It's all about the mentality. Really, the Elite Series, the format that it is, it's just about the mindset you're in, the confidence in executing your strategy and beating the other player. I know that sounds really generalised, but it's way more than just like character matchups and sort of things that are more relevant over longer sets. It's 1 game. You just need to go in there with the confidence and belief, execute your plan, make those hard reads, and when they come off, get your conversions and get the damage in and get the wins. And I think if Hashtag get to those 2 wins, as Pax said, we'll see what they're made of.
Okay. Well, listen, gentlemen, we would have got to this game a little bit quicker, and I'm going to tell you guys behind the scenes, because Shax had to nip off for a quick toilet before this game, so we can't do the walkouts, but now we can. It's happening. So please welcome out Hashtag. We have Joker Jokes, Nor, and Dark Moon Hado! So there we go. And now, thankfully, I can say that we can bring out Fnatic because our main man Shax is back and Suleiman makes his debut and kills there we go. Welcome through. No fist bumps for Shax, I'm being told by the boys. Logan and F-word on the desk, just waiting for him to come out. So over here, Hashtag United. You know what you need to do, Dark Moon Hado. You need to get that bonus point. Are you thinking about that, or are you just going straight for the kill tonight?
We're just trying to win. We're not thinking about specifics, not worrying about it. We're just here to win.
Okay, all right. And Joe, supported. Just the powers in the crowd. Do you feel that family love tonight? Is that going to inspire you to go and get the win?
Yeah, definitely. It's always lovely to have the support online and in the stadium. I've got 1 game. It's against Suleiman, and yeah, it'd be nice to give him some birthday beats today.
Wow, I like it. I like that for the neutral. I'm a neutral. I'm going to come over this side. What are we saying, Fnatic? How do you feel about this one tonight?
Tonight we are really confident, but we will do our best and we will see.
Okay, well, bon chance, mon ami. You get out there. Listen, let's look at those lineups and how the fixtures are going to roll out this evening. Because Dark Moon Hado will take on Kills You, then Nort versus Shax, then Joker Jokes versus Suleiman, and then Nort versus Suleiman. What a debut for this man. And then Dark Moon Hado will sit in his seat twice because he'll be taking on Shax, then Suleiman. And if it goes that far, Nort versus Shax. If it does go that far, ladies and gentlemen, well, you know what will happen. Hashtag will be through and ASOS Rogue Army will be out. Now, Shax, I'm going to come over here. We were waiting for the walkouts. Is it nerves or it's just nature of the beast, isn't it?
No, it's just nature of the beast.
Nature of the beast, okay. What have you said to these boys, and especially Suleiman making his debut tonight? What have you said to him to get him confident?
So since we've already qualified to playoffs, I told them to like take it easy. You know, we obviously wanted top seed, but it's not possible now. So we're just gonna literally try and keep composed and get ready for next week.
Okay, well the best of luck, and Suleiman, congratulations. Are you excited tonight?
I'm excited, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely happy to actually have a good showing today, so hopefully everything goes well.
Yeah, and obviously it would be really awkward if I got everyone to sing happy birthday.
It would be very awkward.
Yeah,
please don't.
Happy birthday. That's enough. Right, just 1 second. Logan says you need consistency. Have you got consistency in the locker?
The only thing that I'm worried about is Jack's mix-up game with his handshakes and fist bumps. That's all that I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. I don't care about consistency, man. I'm just going to win.
Okay, well, listen, best of luck to you, Noor, and to Joe Jones. Get out of here, get up there, get ready, gentlemen. Fnatic, #United. You've seen the matchups, you've seen how confident they feel. We sort of did a couple of bars of happy birthday, and I think that was plenty for that back. But hopefully, he can have a birthday performance. Pax, Logan, F-Word, they're already discussing this one. How do you see this one going now that you've seen the matchups?
Oh, let's pull the matchups up again. Here we are. So it's interesting to see they've gone both Shax and Suleiman playing 3 times in this lineup. I think one of the key matches is going to be Joker Jokes and Suleiman. I think that's going to be a very interesting one.
Yep.
I'd imagine
probably Ibuki. I think you should play.
Yeah, I think you should play Ibuki as well.
I like that. The quick rise as well. The rider you can keep him in place.
I just don't see him able to keep Zeku out with Sim.
Yeah, that's the problem, right?
And interesting that Joker Jokes only plays once tonight.
Yes, but it's going to be a key fixture. It's that 3rd game. It's going to be a key one. They've obviously put all their chips in on Nort and Darkmoon Haddo. Yep. Joker Jokes, I think that fixture's a very important one, but also Nort needs to step up with another performance on a similar sort of level that he did against Epsilon.
Okay, so the big question is, are going through over ASOS ROG Army because they will pick up this bonus point?
I think they will definitely get 3 games in this set.
Yeah,
if they lose, it'll be tight, in my opinion.
The matchup, like the character matchup, so they got like Karen versus Cammy. Karen does good against Cammy for the first match. And then they got Laura versus Urian. Laura does good against Urian. So those 2 matches are very hard to win. And then like a kind of a shaky one, because I don't know how well Joker Jokes knows Zeku.
Yeah.
So
especially with Ibuki that's not like his go-to character.
Yeah,
it's a character that he's familiar with, but not...
Yeah, so matchups-wise, it seems very difficult. But I think player-wise, they can do it. But it's just, I think it'll go down to the matchup for this.
I don't see them getting 3 wins.
Really?
Oh, really?
Okay, I like that. So ASOS ROG Army will be watching in the arena right now.
I see Fnatic winning this one at least 4-2.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'm going to take a quick walk over here, over to the casting area, aka the commentators area, because my main man making his debut casting and commentating for us, Jammers, not you. I meant this man here, but because I know that you've done this, you know what you're doing. What's it going to feel like to have this man next to you commentating throughout?
I've commentated with him a little bit before, and he's got great knowledge. He's a great person to talk to as well, and I just like his perception on the game and players. So. It's very good to have Veggie next to me.
Yeah, indeed.
I feel safe.
Oh, thank you for you being here, and thank you for you as well, Veggie. How do you see this one going tonight? Do you think # will be going through?
I think down to the wire at least, for sure, because they were kind of lucky with the kind of sickness. The team is still really good, but it's not the A team now. So
okay,
I will tell you one thing. Some of Fnatic's wins will be based on if Shax actually washed his hands in the toilet.
Okay,
so
fair enough.
Me and Lottie had a conversation. I said I actually think if Shax loses, it's because he didn't wash his hands.
Wow. We will base everything that we talk about afterwards. Gentlemen, I'll leave it in your capable hands. Have a great one, Veggie. Thank you very much, Jammers.
And also remember to please wash your hands when you leave the toilet. There's been some scary stuff happening recently, but. Fnatic versus #. Back to the game. Don't worry about it, guys.
Yes.
We're here commentating. So, first match. Cammy versus Karen, talk to me.
I think I've seen the popular opinion is that Karen beats Cammy.
Yeah, that's what we can all agree on.
Killju is really capable, so I think I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to be taken by Killju.
Okay,
First match.
He's a very competent player.
Yeah,
I've seen him,
good.
he's grinding, I've seen him traveling as well, but statistic-wise, as Veggie was saying, Karen, does beat Cammy. They have a lot of similar traits. The 3-frame button, a confirmable crouch medium kick, you know, a confirmable stand hard punch as well, but Cammy has to commit to her stuff. If Karen's not confident, they can always cancel into the shoulders and make it safe. So, and he's gone with V-Trigger 1 kills you.
That's what I was thinking about, this V-Trigger 2.
It's usually the choice I see when current players go up against Cammy.
I see V-Trigger too.
Yeah, mostly. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, starts off looking good for Killzy right now. Just taking it slow, getting those grabs to confirm.
Not ready to just punish the empty landing on a whip dive kick.
Now remember, Domino is more than capable of taking this game as well. Very solid
Absolutely,
player,
very
for
strong.
hashtag. He's gonna go in right now.
Lovely
Lovely spacing.
Absolutely. First one.
Yeah, hopefully Domino and Hado will keep that in mind and not use those dive kicks so liberally. You could get punished for it big. Going in right now. Activates V-Trigger.
Just walks back.
Wow, raw jump out there from Darkmoon Hado. Uncharacteristic of him there, but he needs to escape.
I'm wondering if Killzu is looking for the dive kick or just looking to block it.
I think he's willing to just block it out at this point because he's got a substantial life lead.
Absolutely, he just wants his chip. He doesn't even need it.
That's all it really was. And that's what it boils down to for a lot of rounds. It's like, okay, I'll just let you, you know, expend all your resources and I'll wait out.
Killzu is definitely know what to do. You can see him very comfortably making the dive kick swift, and I wonder if that's going to keep on going. There we have it again.
That was brilliant, but he dropped the combo, unfortunately. But he's still on the offense here, Killzy.
No confirm.
Both players got CA on deck right now. Good confirm there from Darkmoon Hado, and the reversal to break the momentum.
It's such a good reversal too, as Darkmoon Hado really wants to make something happen, and Killzu will then realize that it just stop him.
Wow, that was ambiguous. I didn't even know side that was on. Didn't do a reversal. No, he didn't. He tried to backdash.
And he drops the combo again, but it doesn't matter, because there's the back throw for the kill.
All right, and that was quick, swift, and clinical there.
And very comfortable. Very comfortable.
I don't think there was any, like, you know, big damaging combos or anything to really be in awe about.
There was even a lot of drops from Killzu. Drop confirms and combos into the Tenko. So there was something going down there.
I mean, the kid has got so much potential. I think he's like 16, and if he's playing like this now, God knows what he's going to be playing like in 5 years to come.
Exactly. I don't even know how long has he been playing.
I didn't even know. I
saw
think
it first
one.
November last year was the first time I saw him play. So.
But it can only go up from here. But yeah, just looking back at the replay right now, everything was pretty slow. He was glad to take a lot of things. Like, oh, I'll take a dive kick, I'll take your pressure, anything. But as long as I got the life lead, I'm not going to overcommit. Completely fine.
And walking out of the like cross-up range or dive kick range all the time, making the dive kick a lot worse. And Darkmoon Hado still continued to try to use his aerial approach when he actually had to stay more grounded, as Killzu had already shown him multiple times that you can't just dive kick on me. I'm moving too much. You need to come and fight me on the ground, but he didn't.
I don't think.
And that's where he actually lost almost all the head-to-head happenings in that match.
I don't think one dive kick connected. I think they were all blocked or they whiffed.
Blocked or whiffed and punished on whiff.
Rare footage, and it's good that Gfinity captured that because I can watch it back and say, look, there is a time where Cammy has not successfully landed a dive kick.
Dive kicks are definitely worse against small, fast, and mobile characters.
I mean, she can do the job. All right, so who is up next? We've got Naut, the
Against
disrespectful Urian. And the most energetic one at that as well. He is jumping on right now.
And so confident, Naut.
I love it.
This is like one of his first. He played some tournaments earlier this year, did well, and now he's been doing well in Gfinity. And he doesn't show the signs of nerves. He's playing really good.
Yeah, I love it. But he's going up against Fnatic's main guy.
The main man.
Yeah, Shax is the anchor today, isn't he? Yeah. 3 times. Well, look, like I said, I hate to bring it up again. His win is going to be determined on if his hands are clean. But he's playing a dirty
so
character.
He has extra pressure on him now.
Well, look, he doesn't want anyone to find out.
Absolutely.
Look, if you went in and came out, you're like, ugh, I haven't. Imagine that. But yeah, it's gonna be.
We're gonna see dashes from Naut early to like establish that you need to slow down. You can't just come out with this heavy. I see Naut using dash so well.
Urian has got a quick dash. I believe it's 16 frames, and if you can't react, stand medium punch. Very potent bind is waiting for you. But bad start here for Naut at the moment.
Trying to runs into the combo.
Well, he said there's no consistency. There's confidence.
Absolutely, and that was a great check on the dash. Or the command dash.
Okay, walks into forward hard punch. Great confirm there from Shax. Playing it safe by going for the regular throw. They want to overcommit there.
Waiting, taking his time to see.
But Naut's Urian is completely different than AD Terminus.
Absolutely.
Especially when it comes to utilizing EX Dangerous Headbutt. But he's the Metallic Sphere.
Great by Shax not teching in the corner, because that would have been around almost.
There's no need to at that point, but he's going to get the side switch there with the split ribbon follow-up. Oh, here we go.
Into the V-trigger.
One guess for the game. What's it going to be? He's going to do the entire thing. Side switch.
Oh, and he misses it.
This is the Coral King. Oh, I think that's it. Yeah, oh no, reset.
Great shimmy. Shax taking at the end.
There you go. And that was really late as well.
And I really like it because earlier in the game, Shax didn't tech when he shimmied, and that could maybe Shax's thought process was, now I'm gonna tech because he's gonna punish me for it. But he still goes for the shimmy, maybe even on purpose, and he makes him pay for it and takes a round for it. So that was really beautiful.
A bad start here for North. Shax trying to fully capitalize on that. He tried to challenge the overhead instead of blocking it. Stuns racking up. Yeah. Oh, wow!
Beautiful. A bit wild, but it works.
Do you know what?
That's it.
Yeah, that round's done. But that could have been to catch a delayed tech.
That would catch everything except for blocking, stand blocking, that is.
But in that situation,
it was really good.
You're not thinking about blocking there.
I mean, it was risky, but it was still a good decision, I think.
All right, not having any of that last round here, so he's going. He's throwing everything now.
He's already, he stopped so many dashes and approaches from Shax.
Oh, here we go, starts racking up, nearly done. Wow, oh, if he don't hit Violent Knee Drop, that probably would have clipped him.
Not teching, beautiful. Just keeping him up.
I think it's going to be a series of regular throws. Yeah, he's going to take
now he might have to start.
There's the headbutt.
That was great.
Block on the overhead. He's running through here at the moment. Another reverse from Shax, so he's not going to get V-trigger this round, but it might be completely irrelevant here. And the mirror is going to reflect.
Oh, this is too tense. Oh, he gets safe behind the mirror. Another mirror out.
That's good. That's good. That's really good here for North. But if he walks into that mirror, he's in trouble, and he gets clipped by the overhead.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was brilliant. And North takes that next win for #United, one step closer to potential qualification.
So he's 1-1 now.
Yep.
And you have your proof about the sanity. That you
Well,
won
look, I mean, it speaks for itself. Lottie, he lost the game. We did say it. I mean, learn to wash your hands. That's all I can say. I mean, going back to this, like they were utilizing their mobility really well. I mean, I like how Nort was using the V-trigger as well. Didn't really overcommit trying to go anything fancy.
That's his style. He can overcommit in neutral, but his V-triggers are always like very sensible.
Well, look, these two have some of the most deadliest V-triggers in the game, so you have to be very careful. But Shax at some points was willing to actually give it. I don't think he actually activated Spark Show once.
No, I don't think so either.
Entire round.
So he tried to like keep himself safe.
But I like the constant rally of adaptation between these two. I mean, good escape there. And to have this mirror placed there as constant security was brilliant.
Very safe.
That could have been anything, to be honest. That could have been another crouching light kick or the overhead. But nevertheless, Nort
has shown that he's kind of like the carry. I think he's maybe the strongest player in the team right now. If you ask me, I think so personally.
I think it'd be between him and Jester. For Nort and Jester, it's definitely between those two. But look, he's an integral part of that team.
Extremely strong part of that team.
He might be the reason they might qualify.
Absolutely through. And he's one of the players they picked up from the draft, right?
Yes. And what an impact he has made here. But we're going to go to the third game now between, I believe it's going to be Soliman going up against Joker Joes. Now, he's got a multitude of characters under his belt, but it looks like he's going with the Ibuki. Now, we did get the inside intel from Femi when he made that mistake, but rectified himself. But it seems he's going to stick with Zeka because he was potentially going to bring out the boxer.
Oh, okay.
But it's not here.
Yeah, and maybe they're afraid of the blind pick. I mean, they don't know who the other guy is playing.
That's why playing players like Joker and Shax are scary.
Exactly.
Especially if you only have two characters and they've got like four. Yeah. Because you don't want to really blind pick them.
But I do think that Izubuki isn't as strong as his Dulce.
She's doing it. Jester's got a daughter in the hashtag. Yeah, boy. He might actually win this one now. There you go. Joker's watching too.
His brother's got his back. That's nice.
Well, look, he's got the family support here with him. So he's got nothing to lose. He's got everything to gain from this. Everything to gain from this.
Joker had a good start at the season. Started by being an important part of their win against Isis Rod.
I believe so.
And then it had a little downfall in the next set. And then he didn't play in third game, I think.
Yeah.
So he's back now for fourth.
Look,
Chance to make it right.
You can tell me this from experience. Results, your performance, they can fluctuate, especially in a format like this.
But in this format, it's the team effort that is most important. Whatever team wins. So.
All right, here we go. So it's going to be Ibuki going up against Zeku here. I'm going to hold my hands up high, and I've only seen this matchup twice on a YouTube replay.
Exactly.
That is it. This is a matchup you seldom see, but these characters, Ibuki, top 5, Zeku, no slouch, mid-tier. He could definitely run.
I think he's strong, capable.
He is strong. I don't know if there's a matchup he actually loses, to be honest with you.
Might be this one then, because his strongest form is definitely Young. And you need the anti-air against Ibuki, right? So having the problem with anti-airing is gonna be make him more passive than he'd like to, I think.
Of course, I'm definitely curious to see how Suleiman handles EX Kunai. What is Zeku's answer to that? I'd be very curious.
Might we see an active V-trigger to run through it?
Maybe, you never know. All right, he runs into the 40 HK right now. He's been very liberal with those Joker.
Nice reversal.
I really don't like that Capcom changed that. I liked it when it knocked down.
Zeku's
reverse. I
but
like it.
was it also sped up?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a good trade-off. Nice, and he's ready to check it.
Oh, and he checked the slide, not allowing to activate. There's the reset. Good block.
And no tech either.
And a forward throw. Literally, I think he's gonna throw him again. He could have thrown him again.
Could at least have done the follow-up on the activation maybe to get through the V-reversal, which would have been the round, but it still just needs one hit.
Of course, and he walks into the EX Kunai, gets clipped, and ends it with the ride up. First round in this game to Joker.
It's gonna be Turner.
It is. Suleiman's gonna have to act fast and immediately goes to Young form again.
He's back into Young, but then he does have the problems of anti-hearing. Ibuki, with all her different approaches, EX, regular, or just jump.
Yeah, see, what I'm seeing right now is someone who's super comfortable in neutral through Joker Jokes' gameplay. And Suleiman, he's very frustrated, doing things in trepidation at the moment. And he got good block on the overhead. Yeah, he's waiting for that V-trigger to come.
Just one more block and he's...
Loaded.
Nice.
He
confirms the hit.
He took the block.
And he confirms the hit with use the bar.
Good block here. Suleiman's going to more than happy to block at the moment because he wants that V-trigger. There it is. Yeah, Joker Jokes is super comfortable at the moment. He's not going to overcommit to anything, and he will take these throws momentarily.
Even though taking a throw against Zeku might hurt. Nice jump out.
Yeah, here we go. Is it going to be a back throw? No, there's a
There he blocks it. That's too good. That's so nice.
You should have done super.
Would super have killed though? Now it's 2 bars to kill for.
It would have put him in a better position.
One more. But Ibuki does have the reversal and
Fuma Shuriken's there.
He's just going to throw it out.
Do not jump. Do not whip a heavy button.
He's just going to throw it out. Force that, yes. Oh, when he gets his kunai, that was nice.
Do you know what?
And he shimmies again. And Suleiman doesn't bite, and he goes forward and presses instead. I like it.
All right, but we're going to the final round here. Suleiman capitalizing off of those blunders that Joker made. Gets a back throw. He does the most damaging back throw in the game alongside Alex.
And that was a good position too for that back throw. Another one.
Oh, that's going to be it. He's going to get sells out. Why did you do that? Why did you just stun? Oh my God, if you lose now, you know exactly why you lost. Oh, and he gets the close up.
Jab anti-air? That was strange.
Okay.
Just a hit away anyway. Any hit will take it. Confirms it into the super.
That's it. Joker knows he's looking for that as well. So here he comes. He could have punished him.
Yeah, absolutely. That was punishable. But it's hard to be ready when you're not even sure if it's
I
going to
think that's going to hit. Yeah, that's oh,
it's a block.
No, and he didn't punish you, salesman.
Oh my God.
Oh no,
and he goes in the game.
Well, that's it. He might go for a running overhead here. Suleiman, if he's really sneaky.
One Air EX kunai could be...
It could be the death of him, man. He goes for another jab anti-air. Look, and he doesn't look even play that nonchalant facial expression. He said, yeah, I knew all of that was going to happen. Jab anti-air.
That was dangerous. I'm sure if there was an active heavy there, he would have won. But they jump in with a medium, which is where it's been even nerfed since last season. So that jumping medium kick from Ibuki is weak, and it is susceptible to jab anti-airs that aren't even good jab anti-airs.
Yeah. I mean...
You see, Suleiman didn't take.
This is interesting because he walked into the kunai there. That's unfortunate because sometimes you do walk in, you have the health. The second hit will whip.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Good. You're looking for that part. But then, good block from him.
That was a great block.
I don't know which side he blocked. I really felt he should have gone to super because he probably would have been in a better position. Not so much with this, but he managed to get the round here. And then...
Yeah, didn't take again. So Joker Jones was continuously trying to shimmy him out instead of continuing the pressure.
Too greedy, because if he stunned, he had super already, so he would have killed. So that was a very bad decision on the offense. That was unlucky.
Was that a failed confirm or a buffer that came out late?
I want to say that was a late confirm. I actually think
Is it confirmable? I'm not sure.
Well, I think you could link it. I think
if it's linkable, then you can confirm definitely.
But nah, he got the win nevertheless. But there was a few shaky offensive decisions that I don't quite agree with. So hopefully he can pick himself up from that. Unlucky to Joker there. Zeku does take that one. It looks like Suleiman is going to stay on for the next game.
And he's going to play against the player I find to be the GOAT for hashtag, at least tonight. Because Nord has a great record now.
These two,
1 loss and 4 wins, 3 wins?
I believe
something like that.
If we can get that confirmed, that would be great. But these two are from the same country, Scotland. I imagine they've trained together numerous times online. Yeah, traveled down together, everything. So these guys know their player habits. Again, it's another matchup I rarely see because you don't see these two happen unless it's in pool play.
Exactly.
You don't see Zeku going up against
When we get to the top 16, there's not that much of variety anymore. So we don't get to see these high-level matches too much unless they stream impulse.
Fingers crossed for next season. But okay, starts off with Metallics of Fear. And Urin is a very good fireball game. I think it's slept on.
Absolutely. It's something that they don't use enough. I think so too.
Well, look, there's other tools to go in and get the job done.
Interesting. Suleiman chooses to tech early when he hadn't been teching all last game. Now he's just.
It must be a player thing.
Must be a player of. Yeah, there must be something to know about each other.
Okay, regular throw. Trying to reduce the life deficit at the moment here. There you go. Gets a can hit can go into the side. He's got to confirm the Zeku having a whiff throw, just misjudging the range.
Slightly.
And that stand hard punch in the neutral is pretty dangerous, especially because of the target combo.
The first part is -2, so if you confirm it, it's very safe and has very much range and can be used.
That was brilliant. Good reversal to break out the pressure there. The next mirror's out. If he blocks all of this like Bolt Strike did earlier today, that'd be brilliant. Yes, he did. Good defensive sequence.
Great.
Damn, I swear.
Risky, but still good.
No, but the thing is, with those reversals, Ed, Falk, Urian, they're going to delay it. They're going to delay it. So if you get hit by it, it's kind of on you, but it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Chase him down with a tackle. Wow, they're just whipping buttons right now. Suleiman's got critical out on deck again. I don't think he's going to spend it here. No, it's not wise.
Another jab anti-air. Urian's jump is that bad, or is it just...
I don't think they're that bad, but...
Maybe the mediums are.
Suleiman's just been that successful today.
Absolutely, jab anti-airing, which is not really a thing I've seen, at least, for him. Great block.
Oh, he gets
another bold walk after reversal. I like that.
There you go. He needs to give Nort a reason to tech. He hasn't been doing that enough. If he wants to get those mediums to connect, he needs to give a reason to tech for him. All right. Very careful here.
Not as comfortable sitting back, so...
Yeah, he's got to reduce the gap. Zeku's got the warp speed to do so, and I think he can do it here.
That's such a good jump in.
And then there's it. Gonna combo to the critical art. I think he is done. If he's not, we'll find out. Yeah, he just got a speck of health left. And he walked forward. He could have done V-trigger, and that probably ended the game there. Oh, yeah.
Good jab, though.
Where's the next V-trigger? Hold it down. There you go. Just wash him in the corner.
He just threw it out there.
I think he
traded with the mirror.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to catch a limb.
That was nice.
All right, we go to the final round here. Suleiman can potentially put Fnatic 3-1 up in the set. Good start in old form. And immediately to young form again. He's been hit by all his headbutts.
Yeah, and Nort is realizing that he really wants to get in and force the pressure, and he's just stopping him with it every time.
All right, the violent knee job is blocked. I don't know how Zeku can challenge that, really. Probably do stand hard kick if he's facing it. All right, violent knee job again, and the jab being so successful.
Again.
The headbutt.
Maybe a bit too aggressive.
Tech.
Great block.
I say he's challenging the regular headbutts as well, but
that was a beautiful with punish.
This could spell something bad. What's it going to be?
One more hit.
Gonna go for the screen carry. That's good. And a chariot tackle off of that. Cancels the headbutt. Ah, that's brilliant. Closes it out. Good combo. Brilliant stuff there from Nort.
Good. So that's his 5th win.
All right, so
fifth win in the Elite Series.
It's a very good record. So if I'm correct, my maths is right. Is that 80% record? 80% win rate?
5
games
would be something
like that.
4-1 is 80% maybe.
Maybe. I need to get my percentages right. My maths is
I'm
terrible
not really
today.
sure.
However, what I do know is correct is that it's 2-2.
2-2 and Nort,
it doesn't equal 3.
As we spoke of earlier, Nort being maybe the carry.
83%. So I was close. Can I get a raise for that? I was close. Can I get a raise? Oh, okay. I tried. That's brilliant. But yeah, just looking back at the match at the moment, it was constantly back and forth. They were actually slower than I expected to be in this match, but that was boiling down to player decisions. And good stuff from Suleiman to actually pick up from some of the decisions he made that were incorrect earlier and apply them to this game here.
And I really like, was it this game or the next round? We didn't get to see, but I like the way he just hit.
I think he was so adamant on trying to get that slide there. Good screen carry here from Nort as well. The way Nort comes back in a lot of his games are really good. And sometimes they're without V-trigger.
Where Nort realized that Suleiman was very comfortable after he activated, thinking that Nort would be very defensive, and Nort just realized and just ran him down after activating and just getting him in his face. That was Suleiman would never think about it in a million years that he was gonna rush me down now that I just activated with the super.
Look, man, you got to go for the gusto, grab your opponent by the juggler.
I really like that change.
Yeah,
he just changed it up completely, and he was not ready for that at all. And it just gave him the round.
Street Fighter 5, you got to expect the unexpected here, but we're going down to the next game, which is going to be, I believe Shax is jumping on now, and he's going up against Dark Moon Hado. So he's lost
his first game in this set. But now it's coming down to this next game. Can Shax turn it around? He is the anchor.
This is the sixth game?
This is the fifth game.
Fifth
It's
game.
2 apiece.
It's 2-2, okay.
It's 2 apiece.
So if Hashtag, how many points? Hashtag is on 3, so if they get a point here, they're looking...
If Darkmoon Hado wins this,
they're looking
they're
good.
fine. And I believe Epsilon are out of the running. But obviously, the ideal thing is to get the win.
Absolutely, then you're sure.
Right now. And you probably... Okay, so if Hashtag win this, Hashtag are through to the playoffs and they eliminate Asus Rock Army. That's what I've been told by the guys up top. So, it's in Shax's best interest to not let that happen. Right now, he's off for a very slow start, but
He's playing slower than usual with Shax.
And he knows this character as well. So he knows when he can take risks and when he can't. Right, there we go. Not going for the sunset wheel yet, just applying that pressure. The V-trigger's activated here for Darkmoon Hado.
Great throw.
Looking down at the moment. All right, gonna get the side switch as well, building up that critical meter there for Darkmoon Hado. Right, raw activation with Spark Show. That's big.
That's a great.
That's big. All right.
That was great. He definitely trip carded that jump. It was a jump MK from Laura. Yep. Saw it ready, punished.
Are the nerves coming on to Team Fnatic and Shax?
Or is Shax gonna go completely opposite and just rush him down now because he was playing very much respectful.
That was really good.
It's not something I usually see from Shax, just being that respectful.
He's being very uncharacteristic. I think he's doing a lot of things in trepidation and fear right now. Too much respect for Darkmoon Hado. Gets the arbitrary overhead though.
That's why I like this. Now he's in.
He goes. Now he's playing Laura. Good block. That needs to be -6. I'm sorry. I tried to throw out there. All right. Now the sunset wheels are coming out.
Another one?
Take that risk? No. He took the dash. He did the dash.
And that interruption from Darkmoon Hado was great because after that standing jab, the only thing he can really do is another jab.
Yep.
If he wakes up with a jab, so he just drops the pressure out of knowledge and reacting and being ready for that thing.
Yeah, so he's limited the amount of damage he can take right now, but he has to take this pressure. Side switching. Ah, and he blocks.
Great bait.
Good stuff. And he goes for the grab.
Goes for the
Optimal
throw.
meter builds.
Hold the meter.
All right. This is it. This will put.
This is very important for Asus Rock.
This is very important for both teams.
Yes.
Obviously, Fnatic have qualified, but he wants that win. That was a sunset wheel. That was an execution error. That was a
We
sunset
saw that
wheel.
last weekend or another weekend ago, I think.
I've seen it all year, mate. All right.
Great
Another throw. Yeah, Darkmoon Hado is going to take full advantage of that mistake.
Another one.
He hasn't got V-reversal yet, so you're going to have to hold this pressure here in the corner. Gets crush counted, but wasn't confident in the pickup there, Shax.
It's weird to see Shax dropping this much.
I mean...
I don't see that often. He's very confident when he plays.
I know, he's very disrespectful as well.
It's almost as if he plays for his friend.
He is throwing out those bars maliciously, and Darkmoon Hado cracks.
Ready.
This is not it, but the next guess will be for the game. He waits patiently, and that's going to
And
be...
he overcommitted. He wanted that to hit too much.
Damn, he might have been looking for that the entire time. Yes. Overcommitted there.
I don't think, no, you cannot confirm that. So that was either a buffer or just, I want this to hit. And
Nah, he's
if
probably
it hit,
just wanting that to hit.
Wanting
raw.
it too bad. And it would.
Yeah, I can see Ships happy there. He's probably biting his nails in the background.
He needs another one, so.
I mean,
Ships does.
Look, Hashtag still have the opportunity.
Yeah,
but
they
it's
just need
all-
one game.
It's all down to this game.
But who is playing?
Right here. And my dad is watching as if he's watching Man United. Oh dear. Your manager might be leaving soon, by the way. But yeah, okay. So it looks like the last game, the pivotal game, is going to be put on Suleiman's shoulder. I mean, Veggie, talk to me. How do you feel about that?
Who is Suleiman up against now?
I believe he's going to be going up against. He might be going up against Joker again.
Is it Joker?
It's either Joker or Nord, I think.
If it's not, I think it's gonna.
Oh, it's Darkmoon. So Darkmoon
Oh,
stays
that's
seated
interesting.
and Suleiman comes on. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
so
we've
Cammy-
heard all year that Cammy struggles against Zeku, right? I don't know how true it is. Damage-wise, probably, but Cammy's still immobile, and Zeku has the hurt box to be forced to block and take a lot of the pressure. It's harder for him. He does have the walk speed.
I've been told it's a 5-5. Zeku doesn't really lose it. I can't find a reason for him to downright lose the match.
Is it a V-Trigger 1 or 2 match for Zeku, you think? I haven't really
think
seen it that
I like V-Trigger 2
for the anti-airs.
the concept of it, but I think the Zeku players are just more comfortable with V-Trigger 1, and I don't think they want to risk not being allowed to use their V-Trigger for one scenario.
When you have that V-Trigger, even after it's active, you have 2 times where you get to full control everything that happens, and the opponent just has to take it.
And you can't deter Cammy players. You and I both know
Yes.
there's nothing in this game
They don't-
bar Abigail that can deter them.
Another whiff dash, but no punish. We see that punish a lot from other players.
Would you say it's not a punish or bad spacing on Dark Moon Hadozen?
I mean, Dark Moon Hado whiffs it, and I expect Sulaiman to punish, but maybe he's just not ready.
Okay. Does a crouching medium punch there. Activate feature, you got that.
Now he has full control, that was great.
Alright, it's going to be good damage here for Sulaiman, and he does the wake-up jab to change the tide of battle.
Sulaiman is very good at not being so afraid of the throw on defense, and that's helped him a lot in all these games.
That's good. And I like how he utilizes Zeku's walk speed to put himself in the right range to comfortably deal with things. But at the moment, he gets the back throw, and that is going to be the round. All right, hashtag. This is
such a pivotal round.
Exactly. It's so imperative for these guys
to get this round, and they're in playoffs for the first time in Street Fighter since they joined the league.
Wow, he done
so great jumping.
Oh, that's really hard to do.
But you know, for Sulaiman, he still wants to get his win when he first plays. So for him, it's everything too, even though his team is too.
All right, there you go, applying that pressure. He's not showing any respect at the moment. The onslaught continues. And he goes to the side switch. I like that choice. Now he can just apply the throws.
Absolutely no whip punish on that one. That's actually very...
Yeah, he's getting scared with throws. He's getting really scared.
Yes.
I can tell it. Because he's just whipping throws now. Oh, and he wants into it. That's going to be big. He's going to critical art, and he's going to get set up from this. But Dark Widow has to respect, because Sulaiman has full resource in the tank. What's it going to be?
Going to do it?
Red or black? Oh, okay, blocked.
And that's the throw.
That's it. Oh,
he just did it, and it didn't.
I think that's it. They've got the consolation point.
Was this the time where Sulaiman should actually tech? Because he's been good at keeping his calm.
I mean, this is the time that he should have done something. You don't want to die with resources in this game.
Super V-trigger and not teching a single time.
He went airborne.
That's true. He could have seen for that super.
Exactly.
Yes. He could have buffered. Definitely.
Trust me, even me and Veggie will tell you, there are times in this game where if the opponent goes for an overhead, they're airborne, and you've got super, it's like, right, thanks.
And yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
You look for anything that you can react to, and if you can't, you should.
He had the opportunity there, but he squandered, and that was big. That was so big. But now it's going to put it down to 3-3 here. But again, just walked in, that's big. Running into a dive kick. And remember, he probably just wanted to randomly dash. Just catch him off guard.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's
he didn't respect it. He needs to respect the V, especially the V-trigger dive kick. That's plus on everything.
And that's too close to challenge. That is way too close to challenge there.
And he had been doing that really well, though, the entire earlier. He had been moving the way that you'd want him to move. To get out of those things.
As you can see, these guys are not happy at the moment. It's 3 apiece, but hashtag just as like, yeah, we're through. Look, you should have looked at Jordan. I would have just chatted to Jordan and say, how about you? There you go. Hashtag boys in the building. Job well done to those guys. Fnatic look defeated right now. You guys are through. They just look defeated. He's like, look, why didn't you block? He's like, why didn't you block that dive kick that happened in the first game? He's like, but you didn't press a button here.
Do something.
It's happening. But hashtag, now it's just pride on the line.
Absolutely.
It's pride on the line right now. And what better way to close it out
than with Nord, my favorite player on hashtag, who I hope to see get a lot of more more playtime even in the playoffs, as he's proven. Does he go down with the victory now? He's up 6-1 and he beats a Titan.
I mean, it's going to be quite the storyline for hashtag here, and I loved when he done that taunt combo, because that was basically a mess saying, this is how you do a taunt.
Oh yeah, the taunt combo, that was great.
And look, Epsilon at home as well, watching on.
So everything that happened early doesn't really make any difference anymore, as hashtag are through.
Oh boy.
As the 3rd place in the group and Fnatic 2nd seed.
Relegation battles sure are scary, huh? I never want to be in one. But hey, we're going down to the final game here, the 3rd game of the night. Nort going up against Shanks. Our CEO going up against our Brazilian Bonita. I think Shanks is 1-1 in games for tonight, so I can't tell if he's washed his hands or not.
So this is the decider, I guess.
Yeah, this is the decider.
But this is the run back from the first set as well.
Oh, that was a brilliant punish, but he had the audacity to go for the reset there. Looking with the overhead. Good start here into Split River. And no squander the chance there. Very big chance.
Check's changing it up from the last round, was more active.
I do like it though, and Laura's the kind of character that can do that. She can be a bit defensive even though it's not her forte. She's got the offense, we've seen that time and time again.
Absolutely.
But I think he's conscious and very respectful how North plays. He knows he can come back because it's what he just reflects with ready and wait.
Still afraid to go mantle is Shax, which is not characteristic.
Well, he doesn't need to do it at this time.
Great.
Here we go, he goes to the chariot again. Right, when is he going to activate? That's the question. Here it is. V-reversal.
Another one.
He's willing to take those.
And that overhead, could he cancel? He could probably cancel still into the V-trigger.
He could have done
overhead,
that.
absolutely. So that was dangerous.
Well, I think he was trying to confirm off the coral punch there for medium. And a
there
double dash
double
into
dash
Sunset Wheel.
And Nord is selling out. He needs to block right.
Oh, wow, he backdash into the overhead. Another dangerous headbutt straight to the corner. No kind of hit
another
confirmed.
shimmy.
He wasn't confident.
Absolutely did not believe that would land. He was ready for the tech throw or something similar.
Yeah, probably. And he gets a crush counter stand hard kick, and he get a side switch to Split River again, and he done a delayed button this time round, but he still got hit with dangerous headbutt. There it is, can he throw it? No, he can't, he had the block. That's all he could have done.
Probably too much recovery.
Wow,
He keeps on using all his
V
bar.
reversals, and only to get hit by a crush counter.
Another one.
Damn, you get VBS so quick in this game. That's 4 V reversals right off the bat.
I think it's 1/4 for you 1 bar for 1/4 of your life.
Oh, yeah, you would
and he's
got
down
paid
to that, so it should have been right.
Oh,
Great.
here we go. He's not going to kill here.
One more.
And he gets the throw.
You noticed that he wasn't teching. I like it.
Down
Punishes
to
it.
the wire here. Who is going to take it? 4-3. Hashtag or Fnatic. Who's going to draw first blood? And it is Shax. Oh, that was probably a sunset wheel.
Yes, again. So there's something going on maybe with his pad.
Oh, good spacing and timing. There's the X sunset wheel. That's probably the first one he's done for the night here, Shax.
At least the first one that we have seen.
Yeah.
The other ones have been a hard kick. So
Right pressure being applied. He's really trying to check and keep him grounded here because he probably wants to close it out with the sunset wheel. Shax. Oh, hold
he gets
on.
the conversion.
Hang on. What is,
One
what
more.
is this? What is this? Oh, okay. Good block.
Great block.
Never seen that before.
Seemed like he was hoping that the confusion would make him not react to the overhead, but it didn't really matter.
That's a very slow overhead, I'll tell you that now.
Exactly.
But okay, with headbutt and no punish there from Shax, but he didn't even need to do it because there's such a substantial life lead right now.
And no V-trigger for Yuri.
He's not going to get one back. Not unless everything's a crush down at this point, and the cross up. Spark, oh sorry, bolt charge.
Yeah, because even, I mean, was it? He was countering, so he tried to stop.
He tried to do something. When I see counter hit, you tried to do something.
Yeah.
But yes, the final score line is 4-3 to Fnatic. Game closeout here from Shax. Hashtag look defeat, but you guys are winners. You're qualified. Cheer up.
So that's
there you go.
4-point draw in the group.
There you go. Hashtag hold tight. Hashtag doing the job. Qualifying for the first time here in the Elite Series because they debuted last season.
Yeah.
They debuted last season.
Last season, but didn't go too well in
There you go.
play.
Hold tight.
They have a stronger team this year.
Yeah. My dad will know. There you go. They're all ready for it. 4-3. Final scoreline. Job done. And I think we've confirmed that Shax did wash his hands in the toilet because he won 2 out of 3 of his games. So.
And he got the run back against North in the.
I mean, it was a good run back. Great change of play style there from Shax as well. I mean, I think only 2 sunset wheels landed that entire time he was playing.
Yeah.
A lot
2
of
landed,
executionaries.
but it's not that they were missed either. They were more that they didn't come out.
I don't think he baited 1 headbutt though. I think one of them whiffed.
Absolutely.
1 or 2 whiffed, but it doesn't really mean it was a bait. But nevertheless, he played well, the team played well. I like that it went down to the wire as well. And again, unlucky to Nort for not taking
the
it
last
out there
round,
for his own. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, this
see
is
that.
the one you're talking about. But
Yeah.
this is the one that is interesting because you don't know if that was a crossover or if he could have stopped it. Was that something that Shax knew? It's hard to know because
I think he wanted it to be a cross-up thunderclap, but because Nort tried to challenge you, said counter hit, for me,
You don't
probably
really
for you
know.
as well,
Yeah.
it's, we don't know, but we know you tried to challenge.
Because if you
tried
could
to do something you shouldn't have.
If he did challenge, it would be stopping the fireball, and he would be able to put one last chance into the corner game.
Of course.
And get everything rolling.
Of course.
With no V-trigger, so a lot harder than how you usually do it when they come back.
Look, man, no V-trigger, but what they do have is everyone is qualified. I'm happy. Guys on the desk, talk to us. You guys happy?
I'm very happy. I'm always happy. Pax, you happy?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Logan, you happy?
Sensational. I'm getting paid, so I'm always happy.
Okay, you can't say fairer than an honest answer like that. And yourself, F-word?
I said 4-3, didn't I?
You did indeed. So there you go.
At least I got one thing right.
Yes. Listen.
Tiny redemption on a, yeah.
Hashtag, they got that bonus point. They are through. First time they've ever got through to the playoffs in Street Fighter in the Elite Series. So they are very happy. They brought the support. Fnatic got the job done though. Were you impressed with Killsu, Suleiman, Shax? Who stood up for you in that win?
I'm surprised Killsu didn't play more.
Yeah,
actually.
agreed.
I feel like he should have probably been at least 3 times, or at least 2 minimum. Because he's shown strong. He hasn't shown any like wavering at all since he's been on the stage. So I think he should have played more. But they got the job done in the end anyway. So
yeah,
it's pretty good. Yeah.
And what about Dark Moon Haddo? Not the best night for him tonight. He'll need to sort of go back and work things out to come back stronger for the playoffs.
Yeah, we normally expect more from him, his performance.
Especially with Cammy.
Yes, he's a very strong, stable character. Strong and stable.
Consistency is what you were looking for, Logan.
He got the win that really mattered, though.
Yeah, someone else's catchphrase, isn't it? Strong and stable. But in the end, yeah, the result went with Fnatic. They got the point that they needed. They did what they did the bare minimum, I guess, that they required to do to scrape through into the playoffs. So they're there for the first time. You can't be expecting too much. Fnatic are one of the favourite teams in the whole event as well. I mean, we did say it was a weakened side. It was their opportunity to take advantage of that, and I guess they did take advantage of that by getting those 3 wins.
Yep.
They probably wouldn't have got 3 wins if Akani was in the squad. You know, so I think in the end, Hashtag delivered on.
You can only play those teams, the people that were in front of you, so they've done the job.
They delivered on really what we can expect them to do. I'm not expecting Hashtag to beat an understrength Fnatic team anyway, to be fair.
Yeah.
They still had Shax in there, who's a very formidable player, as we highlighted. Killshu is a really promising young talent as well, and he looks like he's blossoming under the lights rather than withering.
Yeah. Darkmoon Haddo managed to close it out to get that bonus point. Must have been a nerve-wracking moment for him. He had an opportunity before, didn't make it, but did in the second attempt.
So yeah, that's what I was talking about. At the 2-2 or 2-0, whenever they get the 2 points, that's when you're going to see the pressure. And you saw it in the first game against Shax. He kind of cracked. Shax just waited him out, and he just cracked under the pressure. But he was able to redeem himself in the game straight after, which is pretty impressive. That he could go straight into another game and get the point that he needed to get. So impressive stuff, even though he did lose.
Yeah, you're seeing him just crack in the corner.
Yeah, Shax just waited.
Making a couple of desperate decisions. The wake up cannon spike, and then the wake up normal into the feature spoiler over.
And he redeems himself in this game. He gets what he needs to do. So he was able to basically stay calm, basically.
I think because he played 3 times, Suleiman kind of got worked out as well. He was not entertaining throw teching whatsoever. He was blocking and V-reversing if he had V-gauge, otherwise he'd be doing a delayed crouch and light punch. His defense was quite predictable, and I feel the way he approached the Cammy matchup was probably a little bit off as well in terms of his strategy dealing with the dive kicks, but yeah.
There are multiple scenarios where the throw would kill, which is when a lot of players decide that's when I'm going to throw. I think it's the opposite for him, because he actually died from throw 3 times.
We called it, right? Cancel, use the critical art, get the setup with Cammy, dash up, get the jab into the throw. In the end, he got the dive kick, but it was into the throw, and it was, he just wasn't taking throws, and I think they kind of, by the end, worked that out, and Darkmoon Haddo was able to compose himself. To be fair, credit to him, after really cracking at the end of that Shax match, he was just calm, as if it was a whole new thing and nothing had happened before it.
Yeah, exactly. Just focus on the next matchup. Suleiman, an interesting mixed birthday appearance for him, but you never know. And the point is that Fnatic got that win. So, Hashtag, normally we do the winners interview. How about we do the whole squad interview? It's happening up by the touchscreen.
And the baby.
Lottie, what's happening?
It really is, Tom. I have the whole Hashtag family up here right now. Guys, you must be so excited because you've made it through to the playoffs. I've got Joker Jokes next to me. Are you proud of your team, mate?
I'm very proud of my team, mate. Nor, Jack, everyone, even like the subs that, didn't play today, they've been a massive just addition to our performance as well, So yeah, definitely.
I mean, and of course we've got your boy Jester up here as well, your brother, and he's got this gorgeous young lady here as well called Jazz, who I did see in the crowd supporting as well. Now, Jester, you were screaming your lungs out there as well, so you must be so proud of of how they've performed, and you guys obviously continuing through the season.
Definitely, I've actually lost my voice a bit there through all the screaming and shouting, but yeah, I'm proud of the boys. We managed to come through and stay in. We're through to the playoffs, first time for Hashtag, so, well done to the boys. We made it. Thank you, everyone, for rooting for us. And of course, Jazz, my little baby girl, and my fiance in the crowd as well. We made it, Jazz.
Hello. Can you say hi to everyone at home?
Say we done it.
We done it.
Hey, there it is. We've done it. I love it. Amazing. We've got a serious supporter right here, and I'm absolutely loving the kicks as well. Now, I've got Darkmoon Haddo here. I've also got Ben as well, who's been coaching. He's got his Book of Wonders right there too. You guys feeling happy with how things have gone so far this season?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I think I've said it many, many times to my teammates. I think no matter what happened today, the week before, I think we all play really well. We play our game. And we do as best we can. We're great as a team. So I'm really happy with how we've done. Yeah, buzzing.
Incredible.
Here he is.
Go on, you can make it quick, Ben. What do you have to say? Go on. What's in there? What's in there?
What's in there? Oh, I just took down I took every combination of players I thought they might bring. As soon as we heard Akanu wasn't playing, as soon as we heard, and I must say, Killsy surprised us. He's like, I'm not like this is going to sound bad because I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about them. But big ups to them. Killsy's a really good player, and he surprised me. He performed far better than expected. And Solomon had a pretty good debut too. It's his 21st birthday as well. Happy birthday, big man. But let's talk about us. I'm not sure this is the best way we could have gotten through, but we're through. It doesn't matter. We are through. We are in the playoffs. We are staking our claim, and we're going to win this.
Amazing stuff. Absolutely amazing stuff. There we go. There's Ben China. Now, Dotmu Hado, I'm just going to say this now, and I'm pulling out the bag. I'm putting you on air for this, but next week, please break dance for us. You're going to do it if you do well.
If something crazy happens, maybe a perfect, maybe a double perfect, maybe some crazy, you know, maybe might pull something out. I mean, I'll have to practice a bit, but you never know.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. No, I'm going to give you a fist bump here. You played fantastic as well this evening as well. Guys, just to send it back down to Tom, can we get a hashtag, please? There we go, Jazz. I know you can do this. I've seen it. Hey, there we go. Tom, it's back to you.
Thank you very much. Well, there you go. Lottie, the full squad up there. It's a little bit like Blazing Squad at one point. It was a bit weird. And MQS, when he brought out the book, got a bit weird. But listen, the point is, we move on. They are through to the playoffs. Let's have a quick recap of match 1, 2, and 3 of your Saturday night so far for Street Fighter 5. Because we've got another match on the way, but it's good to bring you up to speed with what has happened so far. We kick-started the night with Reason taking on Excel. The B squad for Excel, but good enough to get the win against Reason. Don't call them the underdogs. That's what Killer7 said. He said, don't do that because we've never been clean sweep. And he's right. I've checked back the data, and he is correct. However, he still lost. Anyway, we move on to ASOS Rogue Army versus Nordavin and Soy Kid. Yeah, I won't be holding out for a fist bump with him anytime soon. They got the job done, but well done to ASOS Rogue Army. They did everything they could. They got the bonus point, and then we went into the third game, seeing if that would be enough. But hashtag United, they managed to get that bonus point, and they progressed to the playoffs. But again, Fnatic very strong and came out 4-3 winners, but most importantly for hashtag, they go through to the playoffs. So, the last game of the night now, and oh boy, it was worth the wait. Now, TKR squares off against his former team, Envy, in a fixture that neither team will want to lose. There's so much on the line here, including the title of France's top Street Fighter 5 team. Let's get it going.
Crimson pulling it out. So composed, so solid.
Throw in the towel! What's going on?
There you go, Envy versus Vitality. It's time for the video that I've been very much looking forward to seeing since I heard it was actually happening. We followed TKR around with a camera and a microphone. Wow, we actually did this all of last week on Street Fighter 5 show and recorded every moment of fun and frolics. But sometimes it's the life of a Street Fighter player. It basically isn't all laughter. Let's take a look.
On va gagner? Allez, on va gagner, ouais!
Let's go. Let's go.
Match 1 is Epsilon taking on hashtag.
Oh, that's gonna be it!
Nord, he is here, and he is not here.
Oh là 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 là! Oh là 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 là! C'était sale! Oh! Ah! Drop!
Moi je suis chaud patate. Non, je me sens pas tremblant, tu me sens déterminé. On va jouer, Combi, tu viens, on va jouer. Non mais toi aussi t'es en pull frère. T'es en laine. Oh, qu'on vit. T'es sûr que t'as 24 ans, toi? On dirait t'en as 37. Everyone. I don't want to play against Brian. Parce que Brian, c'est celui où il est le plus confiant. Donc si tu veux lui laisser, c'est toi qui vois. Mais si tu veux prendre Brian, vas-y. Mais vends-moi du rêve. I'm excited. Léo. E-O. E-O. O-O. Ah, perfect. Why you didn't choose me? Why? Apollo is confident. That's why. Je m'y attendais que vous alliez choisir Ken. C'est le meilleur match-up.
I can welcome out Vitality. We have Apollo, TKR, and Junior Leo. Come on, you're being mic'd. People are watching.
Oh, just for a little film, video for Gfinity Elite Series. So
superstar.
I'm a superstar now.
What do you look at when in terms of your matchup tonight? Does that affect the character that you're going to use?
Potentially. I've got 2 different characters, 2 matchups tonight.
Ouais. Non, match-up, j'ai fait exprès. Ouais, je me sens beaucoup mieux. Si je perds, tu vois, mais je me sens beaucoup mieux que Gfen.
Hurricane will be starting off against TKR. Oh no, didn't commit. Oh no, didn't think. Oh, he didn't press the button. Could have got straight to behind. No, had the hit.
No conversion from TKR. Hurricane exposed these get.
J'ai essayé, il connaît bien.
Oh!
He got the backdash already. He had the proper read there, but 4-0 over Vitality. What a performance!
Pas grave. C'est pas grave, t'inquiète.
Well, there we go. TKR, watching that with you there was an array of emotions going on. I mean, all sorts of things I'd never seen before. But towards the end of the video, you guys did take a beating last week. But what is so nice from you is the passion that you have and you drive into your team. How were you feeling?
It's okay, because the last week it was not me, it was my brother. So this week I'm more confident than the last week, and I think with the team that I have with Link Exelo and Verdoyance, this match I think we can win this match, because we know Envious well, we know every players and every characters, and it's an important match, so we have to win.
You do, because you're against Envy. They're a very strong team, a very strong roster, and they've been practicing for many seasons now together. Are you guys prepared to take them on today on that stage?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you say, it was my ex-teams and my ex-teammates. So I think the best strategy was that I play today. So that's why I play today. And I hope to play.
I know. I mean, I can't wait to see you, because, first of all, your reactions are extremely interesting and funny. So I want to see more of that today. And I'm excited for the walkouts, because who knows what's going to happen. But best of luck on the stage. You going to win tonight?
Yeah, I think.
Amazing. Well, let's hope you think right, mate. Let's hope you think right. Tom, it's back to you to get this started.
Thank you very much. I love TKR. That was so good, having him mic'd up. They do it in the NFL a lot, and I'm fascinated by that, because you get an insight into what they're saying during the match. Did you enjoy that, Pax? Would you be keen to wear, have a camera crew following you and a mic?
Oh, yeah. Sponsorship, mate, if they mic you up.
Yeah, I swear quite a lot.
Oh, mate.
You don't want to see this guy behind closed doors. He really lets fly with the tongue, mate.
Well, you could just watch Frame Advantage. You see how I am. Not trying to promote or anything.
But in terms of
advertising there, eh? Sneaky, eh?
But in terms of TKR, just getting access into what his team went through, because they got smashed last week against Excel. Interestingly enough, there's no two ways about it. At the last time Envy played, they got smashed 4-0 by Excel. So they're both coming off the back of a loss, and we know that Vitality need to get this win, and if they manage to get a bonus point, then Method, your team packs, go through. So you'll be rooting for Vitality today.
Well, it'd be nice if Vitality do win, or get the point, because it'd be nice for us, but I actually think Envy are going to smash them.
Okay.
I actually think they're going to get bodied.
Okay, why is that? No, break it down for me.
Yeah, why is that, Pax?
Just the lineup.
Do you have some sort of theory behind this?
No, mate, the lineup.
Intuition.
In terms of individual players in France, these guys are stronger.
You haven't even seen the order of the play yet.
Individual players. In terms of individual players, any matchup, apart besides Link Excello and maybe Mr. Crimson, because that's a hard matchup for Dalsim. Any matchup, I believe, MV got the edge, mate.
But Link Excello comes back, so does Verdoyans. Can TKR lift this team? We know how jovial, you know how he gives enthusiasm and vibrancy to it.
If he plays Chun-Li, I feel like TKR could do damage. If he plays Abigail, he has no chance.
Really? Okay.
Abigail's terrible.
Abigail was terrible, but there's such a difference in
Abdes
season
is
3.
in the best form this season as well. You know, you're probably going off last season's Abdes. What about this season's Abdes?
I'm saying like against Vitality though, not like
I mean,
not against other.
Out of their available players, you have TKR who's in there, but you could have also had Junior Leo, and you could have had Apollo Steve. Out of those 3 players, who's the last name you're picking out of those 3 players?
Well, with respect, TKR is the last name I'm picking.
Okay, well listen, gentlemen, their opposition today, Envy, TKR's former team, even though you would have chosen him and not gone with him maybe today. What he adds in captaincy, we will see. But Monsieur Crimson, Abdis and Leo come back. Talk to me about this lineup. I feel like they personally are kind of on the ropes. Their defeat to XL that came in week 3, a 4-0 clean sweep.
Interesting to see no Nassim Claw on the squad. They've got a wide range of players to choose from. This is probably the biggest squad here in terms of quality in depth. Leo's on fire at the pit, and he's been pretty decent here as well. I personally think...
You would have wanted Gino De Campo, right?
No, well, yeah, you know I'm a big fan of Gino, right? But I do think Abdes, like, based on form, if it was a football team, you probably would have benched him at this point. Right, that's all I'd say.
And they both got absolutely ironed out by XL last fixture.
What's happened to this the dominant Envy that we knew?
I don't think Envy's been too far off their usual selves. I just think the original XL's turned up.
Okay.
Personally.
I also think over time, the character choices that they have, you had a lot stronger Laura. I think Nassim Claw's style of Vega was a lot more scary than it is now. And other teams have got characters that kind of got better overall, and they're just not as imposing. I think they're performing on a similar sort of level in terms of their actual in-game performance, but just overall across the season, they're coming into more and more uphill matches. They're not as able to bring them back with sort of V-trigger comebacks or crazy Vega shenanigans that no one's seen before. It's settling down a little bit, and I think sort of like the tears are coming through a
It's more on the players now.
Characters getting nerfed a little bit. 2 players definitely to watch here. You highlight them already, TKR. And we've picked out Monsieur Crimson, basically with his character Dalsim. There you've got the stats in front of you. Games played, 4 TKR and 5 for Monsieur Crimson. 3 games won apiece, 1 game lost, and Monsieur Crimson 2. So the game win percentage is 75% for TKR, 60% for Monsieur Crimson. I've been told that he's not wearing his white jeans today. So are they the lucky pants? We will find out today. But are these kind of the guys to watch today?
I'd say Mr. Crimson's definitely a guy to watch. And you know what, let's not take too much credit away from TKR. On his day, he's quite a deadly player. Especially, as you said, if he uses Chun-Li.
I'm just interested to see what the matchups are, because if I was doing the pairings for Envy, I'd put TKR in as much as possible. I'd want to avoid Link Excello. He's looking really strong. And Vordoyance is just awkward.
But Blanca's as good against...
Blanca's mad awkward and
does good against Laura and... in fact, all 3 of them.
Sim.
That's good against all 3 of them. Sim, Laura and Akuma, Blanca does good against. So that's a very awkward character to deal with.
Well,
so I'm aiming at TKR if I'm Envy. And I think, you know, Envy have to win, right? They have to get a solid win as well. I don't think they can even afford to give up.
They can't drop a point, no.
So, okay, so listen, gentlemen, you're eager to find out the matchups. Let's do it. Let's welcome the guys out for Vitality. We have Link Excello, TKR, and Verdoyance. There they are, Vitality, the French side on one side, and their opposition today are the other boys from France. It's Envy, Monsieur Crimson, Leo, and Abdus. Ale, indeed. On my right, we have Vitality. On the left, we have the boys in blue, Envy. Well, here we go then. We are out. I mean, TKR is still clapping, which is probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen. How do you feel about your prospect? If Method go through, they need you to get 3 games to get that bonus point.
Yeah, but we are confident, and we want to win. So, sorry, Method.
Okay, fair enough. TKR, look from you. What are you telling these guys to try and get that win?
Just play Nekali and you will win. It's okay. It's okay. And Blanca. So
simple.
Yeah, it's simple.
Okay,
with
perfect. Listen, Bon, go over here. I'm going to come to my man Abdis. How are you feeling about form? Hasn't been here, which we expected.
Yeah, of course, I was so disappointed, but well, c'est la vie, exactly. So your time you lose, your time you win. So I will try to do better each time. So I will hope to do my work today. With my team, yeah. So
all right, listen, well, look, if you look at the matchups, and I'm going to say this, Abdis, you are going to be starting against the main man, TKR. Do you feel confident about that?
I don't know. Not confident, but I think I can do the work, so we'll see.
Okay, and as you can see, the other matchups are there in front of you. Vadoins versus Monsieur Crimson and Link Exolo versus Leo. Then you have Vadoins against Abdis, then TKR and Mr. Crimson, then Link Exolo against Abdis, and then TKR versus Monsieur Crimson. What? Only 1 game for Leo? Only 1 game. Maybe it'll be enough. Now, sir, Monsieur, where are the white trousers this evening? They're your lucky pants, right?
Oh yeah, I changed this one. Lucky Pants didn't work this season. I don't know why. So
Yeah.
I tried the black one.
They've lost the magic.
Maybe, yeah. Sometimes, like in an MMO, you know, a game, you can use it 1 time, 2 times.
Okay, and then it's out. Okay, well, you need a
Yeah,
new pair.
exactly.
Listen, I'll head over here because I'm going to just say best of luck to you guys. Vitality, you can head on up. And Envy, the boys in blue, allez! Messieurs, there they go. Right, come back over to the desk. That's all we kind of needed, that little chat with those gentlemen. TKR is incredibly entertaining all the time.
This is way too friendly, Tom. I don't know. They're all holding, just hugging, and what's all this about?
Yeah, but this is the battle, as we called it on our Twitter.
You're about to eliminate each other from a tournament. Why are they so... No, I don't know, mate. Is there a possibility mathematically that these 2 can both go through?
Potentially, I will wait, and I don't want to give too much away because it's all been these permutations throughout the tables of Group A and Group B. I will get that confirmed in my ear. However, though, but when you look at the fact that we had a battle on our Twitter at Gfinity, we said the battle of the beret, and we asked you guys, who do you think is gonna be the winner? 62% with Vitality, 38% with Envy. So that's unanimous.
Mate, that's a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I think the Vitality guys are a bit upset because I think they've been eliminated from the other 2 events, haven't they? So
they have indeed, yeah. Some people are talking about management and whether they need to be. But there you go, coming back for next year. But listen, gentlemen, you've seen the matchups. Do you still stick with your opinion, Pax, that obviously there's going to be a bit of a clean sweep, a bit of a...
I would like to know who won the toss.
I'm guessing Envy won the toss because TKR's playing 3 times.
Because Leo's playing once, which is very peculiar.
Yep.
TKR's playing 3 times, which is also very peculiar.
Maybe he feels confident with his Chun-Li.
He's just not the strongest player on the team.
He's played Mr. Crimson twice. So the last one is a free pick, right? So they've definitely put him in for the last one.
Yeah. It just looks odd.
Okay. Well, if I was to get your predictions quickly so we can get into the game, who are you saying?
Envy.
I think Envy is going to somehow manage to pull through and get that 6 points that they need.
Yeah, I think Envy's going to win 4-2.
I got Envy 4-2.
Okay, all right.
Well, 4-2 sounds a good number.
Yeah.
For some reason, I'm not sure why.
Yeah, same.
It
Not
sounds,
sure why,
a,
but I
it
just
sounds
think
a very
Envy's going to win
convincing
4-2.
number.
It's got a certain, should I say, quite a certain ring to it.
We're
Thank
CC.
you
It's a
very much.
believable number.
4-2 is believable.
When I had that moment, I said, "C'est la vie." I couldn't believe it. I was in my head. I was like, "That's the only phrase I
What
know."
are you thinking? Is that Bewitched?
What? It was actually. Anyway, listen. Let's not dwell on that. I'm going to throw straight over to the
So you
casters
will,
over
so
there.
you
Becky
won.
Jammers, what do you reckon for this?
Well, I'm going to have to agree with the gentleman over there. It might be a 4-2, but I've kind of tipped it with Vitality. I mean, Veggie, what do you think?
Player and character-wise now, Vitality is doing a lot better. So
All right.
I'd say Vitality
There you
4-1.
4-1?
Yes.
Oh, so you just
How much,
stepped on
mate?
everyone's toes.
How much?
How much
Put
you
your
got
money where
paid?
your mouth is, mate. Money where your mouth is, mate.
I don't hear
Dinner.
anything. Huh?
Are you sure?
Dinner.
What was that going to the top?
Dinner bet.
Okay, I'm kidding.
Just
All right,
the
yeah,
hand,
so
the hand par.
it's going to be Vitality versus Envious, an all-French bout. I mean, Envy haven't quite been themselves this season. Been out of character, been out of form. I mean, is this the moment for them?
And Abdes he's been always coming a little bit short.
I'm not going to beat around the bush, right?
Yeah.
He has been all over the place this season. I'm sorry, he's been all over the place. So
this is his chance to redeem himself.
Yeah,
I think this is for the first game against TKR. That's not a bad pick. I think that's actually
I'm gonna agree with you.
Yeah, that's the good pick for them. But after that, I think it looks very for Vitality. This one is more of a toss-up to me.
we'll see, because look, SF5, to me personally, there is consistency. We see players throughout the entire tournament circuit putting it on, but you're only as good as your last game.
Absolutely.
To be perfectly honest with you, in this game.
And Vitality's been doing great this season.
Exactly.
They just came out of this place they were last season where they just lost and lost for no real reason. I don't know, I can't really say why, but this season they've been doing it.
They've got Lenkexello back in the squad. Verdoyance is here with the Blanca gimmicks, but up first it's going to be the main man who apparently got his own camera. Did you guys actually give him his own camera? Why haven't I got my own camera? So I want my own camera. It's like, God damn it. But he's going to be going up against Abdes Akuma. Now this matchup, I'm going to tip it in Akuma's favor. He gets more reward in the neutral, definitely.
Better comeback factor if he just has to activate. And you know, Abdes is very aggressive, so...
Everything.
I don't know, how does Chun-Li anti-air Akuma? That seems a bit hard.
The thing is, I think you commit to stand light kick, and if it whiffs because you can block in time. If not, there's very few situations where I feel you can use back hard kick, but it's not insurmountable. It's doable, but it's hard work.
Absolutely.
Now he's playing it safe.
You know, really.
Oh, just got hit by
tax him.
hard punch. Wrongly timed. Stand hard punch there from TKR. And there you go, straight into Renkiko, V-Trigger 1.
This is a great position for Chun-Li because in that V-Trigger you can't really... You have to take it, you have to respect the pressure.
Yeah, because it runs out quickly, isn't it?
It runs out quickly and she'll try to make something happen. And I like the V-reversal even though he's out of combat.
Ah, and the bait there. Good stuff from Abdes. Gonna get the damage he deserves. And the back throw there from TKR. I think he's waiting for another reversal there, Abdes.
Another one.
He's not afraid. That could have been... Oh my god, he took an air leg.
And he works up with the 3-frame, just one hit away.
It's an air. Stomp.
It's lower high, lower high. What you gonna choose? What you gonna choose?
The thing is, no one ever does the low. No one ever does the low.
And no one ever blocks the high. Why? You need to block the high sometimes. Like, you need to be aware that this character can do that. But of course, it's hard in the high tense. I can tell you all about that. Great whiff punish on a standing medium punch. So
yeah, his whiff punishes, his momentum, his mojo's coming back at Abdes through this first game. Has to force a mix up there. Demon flip.
Did he really need to throw away his view trigger just for that mid-screen pressure? It's hard to know, but...
It's Akuma. You can do anything you want. And then
that was a great anti-air.
That's got to be over 300 damage. No one should slip on Chun-Li's damage with V-Trigger 1.
Absolutely. In V-Trigger 1, just respect it. You have 11 seconds. She has 11 seconds. Try to keep her out. Jumping in there was what gave him the life lead.
I think it got increased to 18 from CCG.
Exactly. That might be true, but still, you can block for a while. Just one more.
But he didn't confirm. He didn't confirm. He did on EX legs. There it is, though.
Mix up.
And he waited.
And you know, that was a great wait. TKR often does that 1- 2EX reversal. So he already have seen that that Abdes was respecting his reversals. And he didn't do it, just delayed. Abdes was waiting, so scared to be kind of like blanked out or gimmicked out.
I thoroughly respect the situation and the delayed crouch light kick. That was extremely delayed. That was like, what, 3-second wait?
Very late.
So you kind of got to respect that on TKR's end. Because, again, like Veggie was saying, most people probably would have just thrown everything in the kitchen sink and the reversal right off the bat. But he waited a very long time, and then the crouch light kick hit. Good start for
because Abdes was baiting early, and TKR just knew that taking a chance was not worth it. So I really like that. So this was the toss-up game for me. So now it's a really good position for Vitality.
Yeah, so he's going to come right here.
There he comes in, and
yeah, look, he was waiting for quite a while.
He did the light kick, and I'm guessing Abdes did the delayed tech to be like kind of safe.
Could have been anything.
It looked like he was standing up, doing something, and then countered out of the 3-frame.
But he can't root over that right now. He's going to have to move on from
that hurt for him. I can see that hurt.
The thing,
that
it continues.
And now you snowball in that, you get into that dark area where you have lost, and you know you could have won many of your games that you've lost, and you get into a really dark space and you just play worse and worse. So
the losing streak continues here as Vitality capitalize and take that first win, and their wild card, in my opinion, steps up next. Verdoyance going up against Mr. Crimson, who I think it is going to be Blanca versus Dowson. Classic Street Fighter 2.
And we saw this match one of the earlier weeks. Same match, same player against the different Dawson, against Broski. And Verdoyance knew what to do. Then he took the game, I think.
I think he did, yeah. But the thing is, I like Verdoyance on Vitality, and I like his character choices. They're always unorthodox. He brings in a unique style. I like that he said on Blanca because you've seen it on Twitter as well. He has put out a plethora of tech.
It's like he enjoys the quirky characters just to find the things and be cheap about it. I really like it. And he plays really solid too. I think it's a solid style with some gimmicks that you can't be ready for. So.
Oh, look, when it's V-Trigger 2, you ain't ready for anything.
That's absolutely
Trust me.
That V-Trigger is very strong.
It's teeth to the finest degree. But we're starting here right now. Gonna go for
great
Rainbow.
answer.
That looks like a solid,
great answer.
consistent answer, to be honest with you. No matter what version of Rainbow Roll he does, the backwards rolling step.
I'm not sure though if it will catch the heavy one, but it's hard to see.
Well, right now, Verdoyens has got the life at the moment. He's gonna have to be very elusive. Both these characters are elusive, so it's all up to Mr. Crimson to see if he can kind of mitigate the amount of times that Verdoyens can freely come in.
Keeping out of.
Oh, that was a
great
clean
jump. That was just the best of jumping.
That was so much
He was so
damage.
defensive and then suddenly just going in and Mr. Crimson trying to make him open him up somehow. And he just realized he's coming in, we're doing something now and I'll do this jump. And it lands and it takes the first round.
Right, we're going into round 2 here. And he's trying to space stuff. I like that Verdoyens is not trying to whip punish these normals. I don't think Blanca really needs to.
No, he doesn't need to play the far game like that.
Yeah,
it's
he
more
doesn't.
keep out until you don't ready.
Remember, this is the character that can sit on a life lead when he's got it. And he's very annoying to fight in this situation here.
He seems to be trying the V-skill Fierce Punch in anticipation of buttons. We might see that land later.
Maybe.
Great
Okay,
stuff.
good spacing here from Mr. Crimson. Again, he hasn't been quite himself this season. Right now, he's slowing things down. Got a nice little life lead here. He's really got to be careful with that stand fierce. Really got to be careful with that.
And he's ready. If that teleport was in his face, he would have jabbed it.
Of course. All right, Verdoyens is so patient right now, waiting for his opportune moment.
Doesn't need to go in, just needs one hit to get the life lead back.
I'm loving the slide answer, but another clean jump in there from Verdoyens and the wild hunt. Come on, grab. I hate that he has that because you can't deal with his movement and that comes out of nowhere. There's the sliding.
Definitely not ready, as you say. Ready with a jab.
I bet here's the V-Trigger activation. What's it going to be?
So tough if you're Mr. Crimson.
Good conversion there. Oh, he done it.
He falls up. That's it. I think, yeah.
He's done. Oh, he whiffs it.
No.
Just about missed. The rolling cannon follow-up. That was unfortunate, but he can still win this.
Yeah, just needs any hit now. Any hit, take.
Oh, he done the reversal. Rainbow roll. Oh, sorry.
Rainbow.
Blanca ball.
Yeah, Blanca. That was a straight one, though. The vertical one, yeah.
God damn. But the thing is, he was gonna cancel that anyway. That's the beauty of V-Trigger 2. It's you can actually
Absolutely.
throw them out liberally, and it's like, well, I'll just cancel it anyway. You gotta guess which one it is.
And that range, I think it would be plus even on block after going down again. I mean, if you're too far away, you'll be minus when you go down even in the face if it's like full screen. But at that range, it looked like it would be in one of the 1+1.
I think so. But again, great start from Verdoyens. Very liberal. I mean, Crimson had some consistent answers, and I like the way he's utilizing slide.
And here we see that miss.
Yeah,
do you know, to delay it slightly more, maybe?
That's got to be mad finicky timing. I think there's a really strict time with that because if he delayed it any more, it wouldn't come out. He'd just fall. He just falls down completely. I reckon that'd happen anyway.
But I've seen it follow up more times after we accept cut, so it's definitely possible.
And you know that guy gets a raw like 270 damage from that.
And I don't think Verdoyens is the kind of guy who would try to roll if he knew that it wouldn't work. Why use your Wii bar and lose your potential setup?
Yeah.
For a player that would never be hurt.
So it's 2-0 to Vitality right now, and the losing streak, the domino effect of losing, continues
and I
here
should
in the last
I
game.
should have taken Logan's bet.
You should have. Do you know what? A lot of people should take Logan's bet, but they are scared because Logan is a high roller.
He is a high roller.
He actually will say 100 on this, and if you are not confident, even if he loses, he's like, damn,
he doesn't care.
Sucks to be you, bro. But Leo is jumping on the stage.
And I think he's also on a kind of bad streak this season.
There's
a lot of bad streaks. Yes, there's a lot of bad streaks. Last season, Mr. Crimson kind of like made up for that, always coming back for them. But this season, even him has been struggling.
I don't want to say it's been catastrophic because that'd be too strong. It's just
so hard to know anyway.
Because it's like if one person dips, then the other person sees it, tries to pick up, then it's one small mistake, and it's Street Fighter 5, so a mistake in this game is very big.
Can't blame yourself too much.
The whole team gets disheartened and like deterred, and you don't want to go up against your boys. And you know what? What better time to do this right now? Bring it back. Leo's great for doing this. If there's anyone who can bring them back in the set, it's him.
Because Lynx and Xillo have been playing Ibuki online.
He made a separate account for this character alone, and it looks like he's going to be whipping it out here.
So he doesn't like Nikali against Laura.
I don't know what there isn't to like about it, to be honest with you. We saw Phenom win that last week.
But that was very tight.
He was very tired.
Maybe that's what he doesn't want.
I mean,
Laura can't really stop the air approach from Ibuki that one.
No.
So that's a free
Actually,
getting.
I don't think she can do it at all. She'd have to neutral jump.
Yeah,
Like, you just have to
Yeah, I
neutral
don't
jump.
think that has invincibility to go through anything. So yeah, that's definitely going to be hard.
Oh boy. So was this a strategical?
But this is Leo's time to come back, so we'll see. I
think it is. They don't want to do it.
Great whiff punish. That was so nice.
And I like his Laura. Very slippery, very elusive. Great movement with the B
And
skill.
very solid too. His Laura
Yeah.
is the more solid one. The one trying to like get in by whiff punishes or get in by buffers.
Yeah, I personally hate Laura's of control. That's why I just
Oh,
I hate it.
that was great. Just setting it up always plus frames.
Right, looking good right now, and he's gonna go into Fuma Shuriken, try and force a mix up here. Good
Great
block
block.
from Leo. Seen that before.
Many times. He jumps up.
Punish. Oh, he wanted that to crush cutter. He actually wanted that to crush cutter, but he could have comboed off that anyway.
Wasn't ready, I guess, for the non-cross cuttable version. And it's just been steamrolling him
There's
after.
the air kunai release.
And who was it that we saw earlier being ready for that air kunai release? Me
Suleiman.
to remember, yes.
Suleiman. Shout out to Suleiman. He blocked that.
remember.
He probably was walking forward, but
You always forget. Maybe.
I respect him for blocking it. No one blocks
no,
it.
No, it's hard. As it's not crossing you up. Pressure.
Being applied at the moment. He tried to challenge the thunderclap on that B skill, but no avail there. Good interruption. Good challenge.
Great, because he's only +1 and anything else in double jab there would be interrupted, so it's great awareness from Link Excello.
Right, his delayed jab. I think he's waiting for that reversal, but there it is. Came after the next sequence there. And a jump in. That's clean.
Resets.
Why is everyone's jump so clean today? They're actually getting the right reads and everyone jumps.
And why is Link Excello making all the right reads?
Hang on, but he's putting the blender here, and he guessed wrong. One more guess. What's it going to be? He jumped. Yes,
Oh,
that was a
great.
legitimate tactic.
Yes.
The
I love
thing
it.
is, in that situation there, good stuff for Leo. If Link Excello done the DP, the tip would have hit him. But he done that jump median kick in anticipation of the backdash, and a full punch came his way.
And he definitely didn't bet on Link Excello being ready for jumping at that point.
Of course.
It was such an arbitrary jump in reality, but in SF5 that's a good jump at times.
I've got to give him that. All right, press
Great
speed
blocking.
applied. And Ibuki in the corner is so scary, especially those plus frame medians.
And rolling back, keeping that corner control even from half screen away.
Oh, there's the punish. I really feel it. He could have got a bigger punish there. The rider, try to do a throw bait. No dice.
He just wants to activate and make it happen.
He might need to do a raw activation at this point. I know he wants to force something. There it is. Good blocks here from Link Excello. Oh, that was brilliant blocks. Great defensive sequence. I think he'd have killed there.
And there's another release, and we're up 3 games.
Oh my god. Can
No one is
anyone-
ready. No one is ready. Because you block cross up in anticipation, the jump would cross up. So you move to cross up, and it's not a cross up, and you get hit by the kunais because they're in front.
Do you know what?
And you're never ready.
Full credit for Vitality going 3-0 up. Yeah, there's your ninja pose. Please don't do that. But, so with that, Method are actually qualified for the playoffs.
In 3rd or 2nd place?
I think they're in 3rd.
3rd place.
I think so. But yeah, they're in 3rd place. So Pax, he's rubbing his hands right now. Job well done to Method, finally qualifying for the playoffs. Took a while, but they're in there.
It's the 4th season.
But look, as we go back and look at this replay, you are right. It's very hard for
Absolutely.
Laura to challenge the aerial approach outside of blocking or neutral jumping, and half the time you're not even going to be thinking about that.
It's a good character pick from Link Excello from the get-go.
Yeah, man, I mean, it's just difficult, but then Laura just needs the one hit to come back.
This was the one you liked.
That was a brilliant jump.
Absolutely. You would never be ready to DP if you haven't seen that before, at least. Or knew that the player was susceptible to doing it.
Of course, and I just like these committed choices, but again...
And there we have it.
Do you know what? If someone... I really want someone to do this in the FGC for Street Fighter. I want them to make a video of top 5, like, really awkward situations to deal with. That has to be in it.
Absolutely.
And you have to break down each situation, the psychology behind it, because it's like, as you said, she jumps, okay, jump media kicks coming, kunai coming. It's like, you can't have a go at yourself for it, because it's like anything could happen.
You need to remember it before it happens, and then just like, okay, he's gonna do it. If you're not ready, if you don't have it in your mind.
And I mean, she jumps at you way too close, so you actually can't do anything but block. Your men's just gonna switch your brain off to go, right, I just need to block. And then you get hit, and the fact that you get put right back in her path to get a rider or a DP.
We're gonna see
is
Verdoyan's
insane.
Season 2 character, Birdie.
Oh.
It's a good pick against Akuma.
Yes, it is, actually. I mean, this was the grand final of Capcom Cup 2017.
Yes.
Courtesy of Mena RD and Tokido.
But I think the pick is better now for Birdie than back then, because now he can't really throw fireballs
anyway
from the close range at all unless he's really not looking.
That's true.
And this will be trying to get crushing fears, crush counters. He's going to be dashing in and doing them just to stop the checking and then try to mix up his air approach with the fireball. So
Yeah. How difficult is it to anti-air Akuma in this matchup?
if you're from mid, like half range, you can crouch fierce and beat both options, but you have to be ready.
Okay.
But Atlas is good at making things happen, so you have to respect. There's the crush combos, stopping the control.
They're doing curse.
Oh, great shimmy.
Wow, that's a stun right off the bat. Atlas looking good in this first round here. Hopefully he can close it out in clinical fashion.
Resets doesn't go for the full damage.
Wow, he was scared of something. He's probably scared of each bullhorn, to be honest with you. Good
Oh, great whiff punish. Can't whiff like that against Birdie.
Yeah, and another one. Punish with the jackhammer target combo.
Oh, but there he comes.
He
didn't cancel.
He didn't need to. He was going to cancel that.
But couldn't he follow up? I'm sure he could have done something after.
He could have cancelled the V-trigger dash DP. That would have closed out the round, but he's got it. Nevertheless, puts him 1 round up.
And now we're going to see some dash fierce maybe from Akuma, not just from the far off.
Maybe. But can't Birdie just check that? That was a good punish.
He can check it if he's ready, but you need to be ready. A great anti-air.
Crush can stand hard kick. That's probably one of the best crush cans in the game. It has to be.
Yes, it's an amazing, but absolutely. Dashing in there, putting himself in a disadvantage, but doesn't really mean that much. Great with punish.
With punish again. It's good to see that Vendora's Birdie is still on form here. Activates V-trigger, gets hit.
And now the mix-up is from the air. Will he do it? And
Ooh, there you go. And he blocked because he was respecting the DP, but low came out.
One more. Oh, and that's the weak position for Birdie's anti-air. On the back of the head,
key point?
That's the key point. If you can do a jump like that, Birdie needs to respect it. And I'm sure that since Verdoyens is playing Blanco so much these days, he's not really ready to recognize the situation where his anti-air doesn't work. And that was a great jump for that reason. Yes.
Full credit to Abdes. What an exploitation there from him to exploit the bad spot in Birdie's crouch-beating punch anti-air.
Yes, the one bad spot, the only bad spot it kind of has.
I mean, he bet the farm on that one.
Absolutely. But he had a round to give.
I wouldn't give a round away against this guy. No way.
No.
I'm sorry. I backed off here at one point, but
I think the double jabs with anticipation maybe of the EX4.
And he had a great read of... I wouldn't give a round away against this guy, but...
That great shimmy that led to the stun.
Of course. I mean, he played it out well. Clinical fashion. I don't know why. Mindset. So he's like, okay, at this point, he's probably want me to do a reversal, so I'm just going to click into a low. I just had done a shimmy earlier beforehand, so that was actually good psychological game there.
And I really like that he actually dashed in to get to the range where he knew, because I know he knows that that's the range where you can't anti. You have to hold that jump.
Could have been anything, mate,
Yeah.
but it is 3-1. Yeah, Verdoyens not happy with himself there, but it's not out yet. They're 3-1 up. Vitality, you've done Method a favor. They've qualified for you guys, courtesy of you guys. It's 3-1.
We won. So our prediction of 4-1, or my prediction of 4-1 is looking slim, but no good. But right now, I don't know, how is this matchup? I haven't seen that much.
Right, no. I remember this matchup, Chun-Li's have been complaining since season 1. And they do say, I believe it is in Dalsim's favor. It's just hard to deal with him in the neutral. She's got the buttons. She can do sweep, back hard punch, get a couple dashes to get in. But overall, the amount of overextension you have to do to get in.
How's I remember in the beta, the back first was very good against Dalsim, but
I think it still applies and it's still good. I mean, it's got 5 active frames.
So, yeah.
It's a heavy button, and you're going to be challenging.
And you crush from it,
anyway.
absolutely. And you crush from it.
It's kind of the same philosophy with the Kali, right? It's like you just need one crush counter sweep to
then
get
you're
in. That's
Absolutely.
it, right? But Mr. Crimson is going to be vigilant towards that. TKR,
And these
cameras
are
on
good
him.
friends.
They are.
Winning the second season together.
Yeah, see, you're probably going to see Chun-Li jumping a lot more than she usually does.
Absolutely, her jump party is really good at stopping anti-airs.
There you go, but they fixed Dalton's anti-airs to stop things like that.
But I'm sure his jab can't really reach that one, so he needs to be ready to anti-air a character like Chun-Li, while as others he might not be.
All right, there's the back
Great
punch
anti-air,
anti,
yeah.
and the great meaty setup as well. Playing it safe there, Mr. Crimson. V-trigger. That's it, good block, challenge.
He gave away the positional advantage.
That's it, and he's being very elusive at the moment, making sure that TKR can't close him down, but gets a grab.
Another great throw.
Ooh, good conversion into EX legs.
Just one more.
Damn, TKR rolling it out. He tried to catch a delayed throw, and that's a good challenge as well, actually. So.
Yeah, he's gonna try to get out, keep the life.
Nah, he's gonna get burned. He's gonna get cooked. Get cooked.
Get cooked.
Get cooked.
And here comes the mix-up.
I think he'll teleport last minute. Yeah, he'll teleport last minute. He has to. Yeah, I can't
And he
believe
gets the meaty combo, he drops it.
He has to do. He can't throw Yoga Fire at this point. He can't throw one. Ah, the back
That's just it for
throw.
the back throw.
That's it. He had to commit. He had to make a decision on offense. TKR takes it.
TKR is the king of Lyon right now.
I mean, the man's got his own camera. Can you believe it?
He waits for the jump to land.
Oh, the
Comfortable.
cross counter. That is so sick. All right, he's looking good here. Oh, whoa, sweet, was that? I want to say it was a reversal, but it wasn't.
Probably sweep activate, maybe?
Maybe. He's out of the corner right now. TKR's looking to activate. He's probably going to activate in an unorthodox fashion. He's looking for that back hard punch.
Right there.
Oh my god.
Dashing, dashing.
Not looking good. He wants that activation. There it is.
That's a challenge.
All right, this is it. Guess for the game. Is it going to be a back throw and overhead? Oh, he does delayed crouch light kick.
Great interruption.
Oh, and he tried to press. Why did he try to do that there? And that's unfortunate. Vitality taking that 4-1 over Envious.
Need to respect the meter, Chun-Li. At least not with like 14 frame moves on defense.
Salute the French.
Vitality, second placers.
Oh, here we go. They're doing it. The classic listen. Put that in the highlight reel of the TKR.
That was
best
good.
moments.
Good, fast, and as we expected, Jammers.
As you expected.
And you.
Well,
almost.
Yeah, I was almost. I was with those guys with the 4-2. You said 4-1. But Vitality nevertheless close it out. Qualification spot, all done, all dusted, sorted. The office done. And I mean, that was some really clean stuff there. Very aggressive as well. They really took advantage. I think Abdes was showing signs of life, but he needed his other team members, Krypton and Laird, to show signs of life, but it just didn't come through for them.
He came back after.
Okay, but that is interesting. But yeah, I think
so
they're going to be.
He got his like reverse. If things would go on now, he might get his confidence back.
He might get his confidence back. We will see. But what I do want to know right now is how the guys over at the desk. Tom, talk to us. How do you feel?
15 back. I'm just writing that down. 2 wins out of 2 for TKR. Well done to those Vitality boys. And thank you very much to Veggie. Thank you so much for joining us in the commentating area, and to my main man, Jammers, as well. Excellent work from them, and 2 exciting matches. But listen, Vitality have done it. They got that win. They get to wear the crown, and everybody who voted at Gfinity as well, saying who was going to be the king of the berry, it was indeed Vitality. So no shock there. Although, Pax, you know what this means?
Reverse psychology worked?
The reverse psychology worked. Boom, you are through to the playoffs. How do you feel knowing that Method are there?
Feels good, but I don't like that I have to rely on someone else.
Yeah.
So if there is another season, I'll make sure I don't have to rely on anyone.
Okay, so if I bring out, say, like TKR right now, would you thank him or would you just say, I feel bad about my own play again?
I'll say play Chun-Li. Don't ever play anyone else.
Okay.
Very well done.
All right, fair enough.
Well done.
Logan, should we welcome TKR out into the studio? Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen, TKR!
Let's summon him. Salt!
My man, mon ami, come and sit with us. There is your microphone. The fist bump there.
Happy?
Yeah, he's happy.
Play Chun-Li, don't play Abigail.
What's that?
Hadouken! What is this mix-up?
This is happening. Take that for me, please, TKR. Okay, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well played. Last week, we can forget about it because now you are through to the playoffs.
Yeah, last week it was Excel, so very difficult matchups, and I'm not confident with Chun-Li against the matchup Cammy, so that's why I tried Abigail.
Definitely didn't look confident with
Watch
Abigail.
MOV.
Yeah.
Watch MOV.
This week I watched all the MOV matches against Gookie and the other characters. I can't see and watch the match of MOV against Dalsim because he don't know the matchup.
Yeah, it's hard.
So I think I'm better than him against Dalsim in general.
Probably, yeah.
So I'm more confident with Chun-Li now.
Please.
Okay, well, this is good. You look fired up. You look like the Vitality that we expect from you, and you were representing the whole franchise, the whole team, because they're out of Rocket League, out of FIFA now. So a lot of pressure is on your shoulders. Did you feel it at any point?
No, I don't have depression because last season we was not in playoffs, but every teams, our teams, Rocket League and FIFA, was in playoffs. So this time my manager said me, just go to the playoffs and
we'll be happy.
You don't care about the other thing, and we win.
Yeah, well, look at that. And you won the King of the Beret as well. You managed to beat another French side. Logan, what's happened to Envy? And I'm not taking anything away from the Vitality's performance. I just feel like the Envy have slipped.
Well, obviously they've lost TKR, so that's a big loss.
Yeah.
Clearly.
There we go.
We highlighted some of the things that have changed as the Gfinity seasons have progressed. The characters have got a little bit weaker that are on their squads. Laura's not as good. Vega wasn't really that good anyway, but he's probably got even worse. And
even Sim.
Mr. Crimson, as good as he is, Dalsim is a very low mid-level character. So it's a team of 3 average to middling characters.
Yep.
I think you can win with a low-tier character too.
But it's hard to win consistently,
yes,
right?
it's hard to win consistent, but Crimson was not confident at all with Dalsim, so he switched to Kami.
Yes, yeah.
But I think it's not a good strategy to play another character when you play a low-tier character.
Yeah.
As me, I played Abigail and Chun-Li, and it's very, very hard to switch to a low-tier character to a
high tier, to a top tier,
to a top tier character, from a top tier character to Chun-Li and low tier character, because the low tier character you have to play with your head.
All the specifics, yeah. I know what you're saying. He's basically saying
and when you play a top tier character, you are just stupid and you play.
I know what he's saying.
For win.
You're running your set
the winning
strategy.
formula.
Whereas with the lower character, you have to really analyze and study the situation and get the most out of those. So you're thinking a lot harder because you have to recognize all of the small things you have to do to maybe make up your character's deficiencies.
It's like when you're juicing oranges, you know, you've got a better, bigger orange, right? You can juice a little bit, but when you've got little oranges, you have to really juice.
Exactly.
And I think that's the analogy of the night.
And TKR with his great big grapefruits, obviously.
Exactly.
All of the juice out.
A little blood orange maybe being thrown in there. Anyway, listen, stick around here for a second, TKR, Pax as well, and Logan, because I want to go up to the touchscreen with Lottie and F-Word. Let's talk about knockouts of the night.
Well done with Chun-Li.
Let's definitely talk about knockouts of the night, but someone I am going to knock out who doesn't turn around.
Oh, sorry.
F-Word.
It's not on this side.
What are you doing?
My terrible night just continues. They told me to face that. Oh, just send me over.
Are you all right?
I don't know. I'm not on form today. I'm going to redeem myself. What are we doing now? Come on.
Right, okay, so guess what we're going to do?
Do I lose points for guessing wrong?
Yeah.
I'm not going to guess then.
Okay, fine. We're doing knockouts of the night, mate.
Are we doing knockouts of the night?
Yeah.
Boom! In there. All right, go on. Talk me through the knockouts.
Right, let's take a look at the knockouts of the night. So first up, we've got Killer 7 versus Arisia, and that silence pop-off right at the end. But Arisia looking sharp nonetheless, though.
Arisia looking very deadly, but, you know, well done, Killer 7. Back, his first time appearance this season. Did the thing, Mr. Masood.
Yeah,
and the thing that you love the most when this guy wins is he gets that whiteboard out, doesn't he? He whips it out. Boom. Look, no time wasted. Look at this.
That's it. Silence in the room, please, class.
I don't need to gesture. You know what? I'm going to rack this for you. Boom.
Boom. No, it was absolutely fantastic and a well-deserved pop-off at that.
So good that even though they lost, we're still picking it as a highlight from tonight.
100%. And next up, we also had Phenom versus Jones Arcade, who he beat to maintain the unbeaten run of Nordavind. And they're looking sharp. To be honest, I think they're a favourite in this season so far.
Definitely. I think they were favourites coming into it, Lottie, and it's just been strengthened here. This was a huge match because obviously it was a massive turning point for Asusrog. 1 game away from taking it, but it was a massive guy to have to beat to get there, and this match just shut down the door for them. Phenom actually told me as I was coming up here that he's actually 7-1 now this season in the series. Sorry, 7-1?
He's shouting. 17.
Say it again, Phenom. 7-1?
17-1.
17-1? 7-1. Okay.
So we've got Dark Moon Hanno up
17-1.
next, who, you know, had the second bite of the cherry. He didn't win the first time, but he sealed the
Didn't
deal
let him
for
knock
his
him down?
team.
Yeah.
No, he didn't at all. Impressed with this gameplay.
Yeah, very much so, because that was an important match. Very important match. Pressure on, did the dirty, got the win.
Indeed, and of course the final, we got Link Excello sending Envy home and Method through to the playoffs. And of course, you know, Leo had to take the hit for this as well.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Link Excello's Ibuki. It has improved tons since I last saw it. And he told me that his Ibuki's coming soon, and when he brings it out, it's going to be serious. He proved it now, beating one of the best Lauras in Europe.
I mean, Vitality looking great, actually.
And that result also got Method through.
100%.
So that's a massive result, you know?
I mean, I'm sure the daddy's going to be super impressed. We've also got Pax, who's been on the desk all night long, which has done a fantastic job as well. So congrats, Pax. He's got a little bit of a career shining through there.
He's doing well not to get a bit carried. He's not selling, not getting carried away with himself, not losing control. He's quite, you know, but he's through. And that's the first time Method have made it through to the knockout stages. That roster we've been expecting so much from finally does it, Lottie. I couldn't be more happier for those guys. So.
F1, are you excited about next week?
Super excited. It's the first time we're doing all the matches in one night. So many amazing amazing matches to come up. Those guys sitting in the semi-final. XL, Nordavind, the two favourites arguably before the season started. It's all going according to plan. Can't wait to see the conclusion.
Thing is, I'm going to miss you after the end of next week, but there's only one thing left to do tonight. My dude, loving it. Tom, I apologise for how I took over the show at the beginning, but
Don't apologise,
I was
you can
just
take it.
letting you rest up before an incredible night that we've got next Saturday. Tom, I'll catch you next week.
Thank you very much, Lottie, and never apologise. Like F-Word said, we're one big family here. Thank you very much, TKR, for joining us for a little bit longer. Fantastic knockouts there, so please do get involved, maybe voting for your best and favourite at Gfinity. Right, gentlemen, I want to talk about the groups. Group A, Group B, this is how it stands. Going forward, what are your thoughts on this? Let's start with Group A. XL going straight through to the semi-final, and then it's Team Vitality taking on, finished second, and then Method in third, and then Group B, Nordavind at the top with Fnatic and hashtag United. Any surprises there for you, gentlemen?
For me, I'm surprised that Method didn't finish second, but I think, you know, Pax will admit they've underperformed this season. Well, they still got through.
Two of us have. ISDD hasn't.
As a team?
Yeah, as a team, we underperformed, yeah.
So I think, you know, for them to still make it through is good for them, and they need to really grasp that opportunity. It's like someone dropping their stun combo on you. You've been given a lace of life, make the most of it, you know, so they're in the semis.
And this is how it goes through with the playoff bracket.
So they're on the orange side of the bracket there at the bottom.
Literally, very
orange.
Dutch.
Black and orange.
The men in orange. Oh, I made that orange analogy. I didn't even think of that. Thank you very much, Logan. Team Vitality will be taking on hashtag United. That's an interesting one there. TKR, what do you make of that?
I'm happy for hashtag. That's why the second place was important for us, because it was hashtag or Epsilon and not Fnatic.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy because I prefer hashtag than Fnatic.
Okay, tu penses?
Yeah, I pense.
Okay, fair enough. And what about this Fnatic Method for a matchup? That's a juicy little contest, Pax.
That's a very difficult side, in fact, but we are very capable of beating both sides. So I like our chances against them, and we've got time to prepare and all that stuff now. So we should come on our A game.
Okay,
and it's going to be a very interesting one as well, because there's a long-running sort of battle between Akainu and I'm Still the Daddy as well for the best Guile title. So it's fun to see them go head-to-head all the time. Sparks will be flying, I'm sure. So it'll be a really exciting fixture.
Yeah. Now listen, gentlemen, we have a takeaway moment. We do this every single week, and the takeaway moment has to be Logan. I think
has to be a pizza.
The lovely group moment up by the touchscreen with hashtag United, just saying, showing what it's all about, the FGC community.
I'm so impressed that she learned how to do that in the space of, because the first time the camera was on Jester's daughter,
no idea.
Hands were doing everything, and she learned that in the space of one match.
And had it down by herself.
She had it down. So she is now officially under contract.
But what's amazing is she came down to the arena, and if you want to come down for the final, it's happening on Saturday. It's all about tickets. Gfinityesports.com/tickets. Come down for free. Be part of that. Learn the hashtag thing. Maybe not. TKR won't be happy about that.
No, but you can do the
Salt Bay.
The Salt Bay up.
You can do anything you want. Come down, be part of it, because the energy and the vibe here, and never know if hashtag.
We just do that on our Method
logo. Up in the community and a touchscreen with them, gentlemen. We look forward to next weekend. It's going to be a mammoth quarter-final, semi-final, final in one day. That's proper FGC sort of.
Yeah, I really like this format. It's gone back to sort of like what we're more used to, running through the brackets. It's like finals day, you know. We're used to that being the last day of the tournament. Obviously, it's normally open brackets, run through all the pools, and then you do the finals day. So it's a lot more familiar to these players. And that momentum's really important as well. It's very difficult, I feel, to get momentum in the Elite Series just because you're turning up. You might be playing just literally one game, depending on how your pairings go. But with this, sort of, you might start seeing maybe some of these teams that aren't as favoured just pull out a win, a result, and just run with that momentum, take it into the grand finals, and we might have a big upset, maybe like the Envy XL finals of a couple of seasons ago. So.
Of course, and no need to pack snacks because Domino's will be all over that next weekend.
Are we going to get doubling up?
That isn't the only thing that's happening on the Saturday, of course. There will be kick-starting on Friday with FIFA 19, the finals. It's going to be Friday, 5 p.m. Then, as I said, Street Fighter Saturday from 5 p.m. And then Rocket Ultimate League.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Sunday.
Midday
Sunday.
en français is
Dimanche.
Thank you. So there you go. That will be happening on Sunday at 12 p.m. So listen, TKR, congratulations. Thank you to you. And Pax, your debut as a guest and an analyst, I think you did an amazing job. So thank you very much. But listen, back to playing.
You've trained
next
him well.
Saturday. You have trained him well. Logo, thank you very much to you.
You got all three.
Edward,
All three
also to
games.
Lottie and to Veggie is also for commentating, and to everyone who came down to the arena. So listen, that's it. The groups are done, and the only thing left is the brutal reality of bracket play. Our 6 teams will go head-to-head, but only one will emerge as champions. Will Nordavin retain their title, or will another team steal the crown? There's only one way to find out. You'll have to join us next Saturday for the final night of Street Fighter action in Season 4. Make sure you are there. I'll see you then. Hello and welcome to the Gfinity Arena.
The match is on, here we go.
That is definitely dead.
One step later. You can't be doing stuff like that.